on, stop. My God.
It's going to be a train wreck here really early. It's going to be a long night, ladies and gents.
I found this on the web.
I don't care.
That's right. See,
All right, we're live. Hello, everyone. It's Dylan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, and welcome back to another episode of Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's Up. This is episode 67, 1 over 7's chance. This is a special, actually that was the original name of the episode. This is a, goddamn, this was a special episode because this is the 100th episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, I know a lot of people were confused when I said that on Twitter. Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the overarching, I guess, show that we do here. So it covers Into the Vrains and it covers 7's Up. Obviously, this is only our 65th, 66th episode of 7's Up, but we had about 30-something episodes of Into the Vrains. We calculated it. This is episode 100. So our 100th episode of Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! As a series, which is insane. So we're definitely going to be celebrating that later with all of you guys. And it comes on a very special moment for Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's because Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's episode 67 is what we are going to be discussing, and that, of course, is the end of the first arc of Season 2, the 5th arc of the show, the duel between Yuga and Lukeman, and when these arcs end, we always have a very special guest on. I will introduce them right now. Entame, thank you for coming on. Thank you for making the trip.
Hi.
you guys know her well. We got Pete, we got Cal, we got Dredge. How you boys doing tonight?
You're not going to introduce my son?
We got Pete Jr.
Yeah, Pete
We got
Jr.
Pete Jr. Nick T will be here, I promise. We got Pete Jr.
He's a good guy.
I know, he's come a long way.
This is his first one. He's a little nervous.
Yeah, Pete Jr. we'll hear from him in a little bit. But, how, you guys are doing well? I know you were a little sick, but you made it, so.
I'm thriving, bro.
Yeah, well, I'm happy you're
Couldn't
here.
miss this.
Yeah, this is a big one.
Surviving, baby.
It is a big one. And, of course, if you're unfamiliar with who Entame is, she is part of a team that is responsible for subbing the show. So, again, without them and the team that they have put together, who knows where the state of Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's would be for any consumers that do not speak and understand Japanese. So a huge thank you to, of course, the Entame Subs team and to this lovely person right to my right.
I'm pretty sure you would have just gotten Seven's Road is very attractive.
Yeah, that was it.
Listen, we had
hot.
rough days.
Yeah, some of those subs. I mean, Nick T, I remember Nick T was like, that was like a joke, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, that wasn't accurate. That just wasn't was said. So, yeah, who knows what would have happened. But luckily, we have 7 subbed thanks to you and your team. So we're very thankful for that. And we always kind of have to start with that. I also want to thank everyone who donated and super chatted in the last Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's Up, which was episode 66. So big thank you to Nexo, TNX Rail, Kaio Cesar Campos, Ice Aiden, Philip Rosewood, Nick Schoner, Jeremiah Golder, X-Slayer, That Man 666, Best Cowboy Cad Bane, Ryu Rex, Ivrea, Electric Kevin, Limestone, and Kontin Kuriyami, and the Flail IPS. Said it right.
You did.
Not the Flail Lips. I know.
Impressive. Me and Pete were struggling with that.
That was rough.
Good job, though.
That was tough for me, too. It was tougher for me than it was for you guys, I think. But
Yeah.
to everyone who donated, thank you. There are 2 ways to donate if you choose to do so. It is not a requirement. There is no pressure whatsoever. You can use YouTube's Super Chat feature or use the link in the description. I get a much larger cut from the link, but whatever you're more comfortable with. If you choose to support me and the channel in that way, whatever you're more comfortable with, just know that I am super thankful and grateful. We have a lot to cover, because not only do we have 67, but we have this arc as an entirety, which we can finally judge this arc as an entirety. And we have the summary for 68, and the summary and the duel matchup for 69, and why, if you don't know what that duel matchup is, it might surprise you. So we are going to get to that a little later on. Definitely not a matchup that I foresaw at all. So we're going to give our thoughts on that. And we are going to play a fun game where we are going to go around the table and we are going to rank where we believe this arc is in terms of all the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's arcs. So we've had 5 arcs. And we are going to go around the table and say whether we thought this was the best arc of the show, second best, worst, whatever. We're going to go around the table and do that. So that is another fun game to look forward to a little later on. But before we get to that, we got to start with this episode, which was one of the most wild and wacky episodes Yu-Gi-Oh! Has done in a while. There was a lot of crazy, crazy stuff going on in this episode. Entame, you are our guest. I'd love to start with you. What were your thoughts on 67 and really just the arc as a whole?
I mean, I liked 67. 66 and 67 were like a wild ride.
Yeah.
Like a super wild ride. And it was fun the entire way through. Like, you never knew what was actually going to happen until it actually happened. So, it was great. I liked it.
Yeah. Pete, did you like the episode?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. I told you that Curry would come back, and I felt...
Speaking of Curry!
Not yet.
Oh, not yet.
Hold it. But I felt so validated by when that happened.
Yeah.
Obviously, Dredge and I did the live reaction with you on Monday, so if anyone
That's
came by
still
for
up.
that, still up. It's unlisted, so you can go watch
Wow.
that.
How we doing?
It's unlisted.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But we had a lot of fun doing it. It was a good time, and I like that at the end of it, at the least, Yuo stayed Yuo, and he didn't change. There wasn't any switch. He's still pissed off. Now, where does that go next episode? I guess we'll find out. But yeah, I thought it was great, and I like also the effect. I saw you write about this on Twitter. I like how Yuga's hand was burning, literally because he had the contact with a meteor that came down. Think about when you say that.
Yeah.
This show is just crazy.
It's wild.
We talked to a manga creation came to life as its own sentient organism.
Yep.
Then took off like Superman to space.
Yeah.
I mean, think about what we're saying.
I mean, it feels like early Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters GX levels.
There's no
of
rules.
just foolery.
Nothing. And
Yeah.
I'm having a good time.
Yeah, it's definitely a good time. Cal, your thoughts on the fifth arc finale?
So I really liked it, and I guess you can kind of pull both episodes in together. Since I wasn't here last week, I can kind of throw. a
Yeah,
brief
absolutely.
shot.
Your thoughts on this duel?
So I liked the duel a lot itself, and I think that it was kind of the expected result, but it was also there were a lot of twists in it, which I I liked. Even when I was watching the duel for this episode, I was like, wow, he just took out the fusion monster that easily, because he brought out one monster, was like, I can destroy your monster, and everyone's like, oh my god, he did it! He destroyed the fusion, very easily, just bringing out one card, which I thought was cool. And then, he brings out another one, and then he had both fusion monsters out at the same time. I thought that was cool. But at the beginning of the last episode, I had to kind of make sure I was still watching Sevens, because everyone was in a different outfit.
Yeah.
I was like, what am I watching here for a second? But no, it was good. It was fun. I liked it.
Dredge, are you on the like train?
I am I'd have to agree with that. Again, I was looking forward to that play theme that we had talked about in the previous Sevens Up, where everyone was playing a role as part of the team, and kind of getting that Lukeman to know that we're part of the kind of manga in a sense, and that's how they got away with it. I like the duel overall. I'm happy with the result. Looking forward to, again, I think Pete made a really good point about Yuo. We haven't had a real villain last longer than an arc, and if Yuo can, maintain that antagonistic personality, he, at one way, he's trying to kill everybody. So you kind of like that viciousness in an antagonist to make him seem like a real threat. So still no sixth sibling. I like the little tease of Swirly, kind of made you, oh shoot, you forgot about that. So interested to see. I don't know the 69 duel, so I don't know. I probably could talk more if I knew more, but I don't know what it is. Yeah. So, but overall, happy with the episode, and like the 2-part duel.
Yeah. So just like these four said, I'm gonna go into a little bit more detail, and we'll open the door.
Oh yeah.
For some more specific kick down that door. But listen, I thought this was a really, really strong finale to an arc that was overall enjoyable. It definitely was bumpy at times. I wasn't a huge fan towards the end of this arc of the repetitive Lukeman duels. I felt that, Lukeman being the focal point was kind of interesting. I didn't hate it, and I think the way that they explained it in this episode and in 66, while being completely off the wall, really did help my overall enjoyment of the arc and my appreciation of the Lukeman character. But I felt that a lot of the Lukeman's duels were similar in the sense that Pot agreed. He would always draw the two cards that he needs. Very, very similar. And so that kind of got a little stale for me pretty quickly because they were back-to-back-to-back, episodes at times. But this duel was really not like that. This was a very good duel from a quality perspective, and it was just insane. I mean, it reminds me of, Zexal, Zale with Yuma. I mean, just insane the stuff that happened in this duel. But that's what Yu-Gi-Oh! Is. Yu-Gi-Oh! To me is at its peak when things are going on in the anime that are never going to happen at your locals. You're not going to go to, hopefully not. If you go to locals and there's a meteor crashing through your roof, there's a bigger problem than Yu-Gi-Oh! You probably shouldn't worry about playing Yu-Gi-Oh! But that to me is what embodies my love for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime and for this franchise, and I thought this episode did a really good job with that. But you know what this episode also did incredibly well, and this is what the arc did incredibly well, something that I think Sevens struggled with early on. They're carrying over a lot of major characters and a lot of major plot points from this arc, seemingly into the next arc. The big plot point being the 6th sibling. I thought they were going to reveal it at the end. If you watch my live reaction, if you watched with me on Monday night, I thought they were going to reveal it. Mimi puts the badge up to Swirly. It's going to be Swirly. Here it is. Nope, not Swirly. Beautiful. Because not only does it squash the theory that Swirly is the 6th sibling. Sorry, Dredge.
No, it's okay. I'm okay with that.
But it keeps us so intrigued going into this 6th arc. And that's something that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about who we think could be the 6th sibling, if it's even going to really matter. Some people are now saying, maybe it's not even going to be that important. Maybe it won't even be an actual person, and Yuga will just kind of fit that role. I don't know if I believe that, but we'll get into 6 sibling discussions, because to me that was a big reveal of this episode. But major characters. I look back at the previous arcs. Roa, Nail, Asana. They didn't really do all that much in the following arcs, and they changed their motivations because their motivations weren't really evil. Their motivations were Nail just wanted to explore his providence, Asana was kind of being held hostage by Goha, and Roa just wanted the fame. So their motivations changed very quickly. That's fine, but it's nice to know that at least for one episode, that won't be the case with Yuo. Yuo was the primary threat this arc. The doll is still around. Mr. Goha, you would imagine, is still in Yuo's ear. And so it's good that Yuo carries those thoughts and intentions through an arc, which is something that Sevens hasn't really done, I think, that much in the first 4 arcs. So that is something that I really applaud them with. And of course, you expand the arc a little bit, 15 episodes instead of 13. One was a recap, so really just 14. So very minor there, but step in the right direction. And those are things that I think the show can continue to build on. And I'm very, very satisfied with the first arc of Season 2. I think they've set up a lot of things, a lot of really cool things for the future. There was a lot there.
Yeah.
There was
You
definitely
went
a lot.
off.
I did go off.
Can I derail you very quickly?
I'm pretty much done with
Can you jump just to your most recent, or your second most recent link, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my God. Maddie. Holy shit.
Oh, shit.
Maddie, thank you for the $100 donation.
Damn.
Maddie,
All
thank you,
right.
man.
Whoops.
Thank you.
I like Eric's whoops.
What?
Yeah, because he
just
whoops that Maddie.
Just
oh,
tripped
shoot,
and
wow.
fell on the donate button.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought while
that
it was
was
on
a joke.
$100.
Maddie, thank you so much, man. Holy shoot, man. Thank you so much, Maddie. Much love. Everyone who's got heart emotes, please spam them in the chat right now. I can't do it in Streamlabs. Maddie, thank you so much, man. Pete, thank you for interrupting me. Anytime we get a donation of that magnitude, we gotta just address it right away. So thank you, Maddie, man. You've done so much for me, dude.
In there
It's so funny. He
Holy
made the
shit,
donation
man.
and then just wrote in chat, "Hi, smiley face."
Yeah. I just like, I see you.
Hopefully we'll be seeing you real soon. Hopefully Maddie will be appearing on Sevens Up at some point and on this channel.
October, right?
Maybe October,
You
maybe
mentioned
November.
October, I know that.
Maddie, thank you so much, man, for the $100 donation. This is the 100th episode of Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! So I guess
Fitting.
in that way it's fitting to some
that's true.
degree, but a donation like that is never really fitting. It's always kind of ridiculous. But thank you so much, man. Ridiculous, but nonetheless incredibly appreciated by me. Thank you, Maddie. We love you, man, and I hope to see you soon, dude. Thank you so much. Did you have anything that I know that kind of threw us off? Thank you, Maddie. Did you have anything that you wanted to say in regards to any points that I made I know I said a lot, maybe some agreements or disagreements.
I can understand your criticisms you had with the repetitiveness towards the end. I get that. I personally like the Lukeman character, so I was okay with it. I like the different persona, the voice change, the fusion, all that stuff. I've been champion for a little bit here of like, it was so nice for Yuga to get like a legitimate win.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like a much needed win.
Yeah.
And
his last big one was probably, you could argue, against Asana.
It's been so long.
In episode 39.
Yeah, and I didn't even like that duel. So it was nice.
That was about 30 episodes ago.
It was nice to have him, he's supposed to be the protagonist, right? So let's remind us of that and give this man like a moment, in the sun, or in this case in the light of a meteor. Just give him a chance to shine and show off the prowess of this game that he's created. And that was nice to see. Now, as far as the 6 sibling stuff, I was glad the way they did it, in the sense that they have us hold on about the 6 sibling, but they immediately throw away the swirly thing. So they don't have us thinking that going into next arc. They're like, yeah, we're going to address it, and you're wrong. And that's it. I like when a show does that, because now I could think more and more about, I think this is going to be a new character. Who is that going to be? How do they play into this story?
Right. Very well said. Entame, do you have anything to add? Obviously, a lot of food for thought there. Your thoughts on the arc? Did you feel the Lukeman duels were a little repetitive? Did you have an issue with it?
I think I was in between. Like, in the moment, I felt they were repetitive. But then, like, looking back after you've seen every single episode, like, I realized, the reason why they had so many Lukeman duels.
Yeah.
And then, I also enjoyed the Lukeman character, so it wasn't really all that bad.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, so it's just like, in the moment, it was a little bit of a slog. It's like, Luke's getting another duel next week. Luke's dueling again the week after. Luke's dueling again the week after that. But it's like, once you get to the end and you have all the crazy hijinks of the season finale.
Yeah.
Thank you.
My God.
That was a lot more bearable after that.
Yeah, no, very fair. Something we have to talk about, because to me it's huge, and to me it's the big plot point going forward.
Oh, God.
You okay?
Yeah, you want to do another one real quick before you go forward?
You almost says
It's not Maddie again, is it?
No, he goes, yeah, I got to go back to work. I'll see you guys later.
Come on,
He literally said, my work here is done.
Holy shit.
Oh, shit.
Dylan Adams, man. Fellow Dylan.
Wow.
Dylan Adams.
Oh, my God.
You can see it up there in the bar. Look at Maddie and Dylan. Come on, guys. Another $100 donation. Holy shit, man. I'm getting like chills, dude. Thank you so much, Dylan. Thank you so much, man. Happy 100 episodes. My favorite arc. Can't wait for more. Dylan, first of all, dude, come on, man. Thank you so much, fellow Dylan. By the way, you spell your name the right way, so I love that. Thank you, because some people do spell it I-L-L-O-N, but we won't get into that. Thank you so much, my friend. Dylan, this is your favorite arc. I'm happy you brought up where you rank this arc, because we are going to be playing a little bit of a game later on before we get to the rest of the donations and super chats, where we're going to be ranking this arc. So start thinking, guys, where you would rank this arc out of 5. Would you put it at number 1 like Dylan, or would you put it a little lower, middle of the pack? I know where I'm going to rank it. Of course, I think of these segments before I tell you, so I know where I'm going to rank it.
You have a little time to think about it.
So that's all right. No, but Dylan, dude, thank you so much, man. That is one of the biggest donations I've gotten in this podcast in a very, well, not in a very long time. Maddie did it 6 minutes ago, but one of the biggest in many, many months. You and Maddie, thank you guys so much, man. You literally just made my entire night. This is going to be a fun story. Listen, we're just getting started.
Yeah.
We got a little bit of a surprise that Entame brought. No, I'm not getting pied in the face. Sorry. We also have a cake to celebrate the 100th episode of Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! So we're going for a while. Nick T will maybe be making an appearance. I see Barrett Letty is in the chat.
Insulting me.
We got some great news. Now, we don't know if Barrett is going to be, obviously Barrett is a voice actor, voiced Akira Zaizen in the Vrains dub. No idea whether he's going to be in the Sevens dub or not, but we did get some awesome, exciting news. I don't know if Barrett even saw it, that the Sevens dub apparently is done with 52 episodes. Apparently, the entire first season is dubbed.
Damn. Way quicker than Vrains.
Yeah. So, how will that be released? Will it be released very soon? Who knows? That is super exciting. We'll probably talk about that a little later on.
How is that possible that Vrains just finished
I think
And
it's just like
I think it was a
streaming
backlog.
stuff,
I'm
yeah.
like, Jesus, man.
We'll see. I hope they drop it, but we'll go into that. So very excited. Hopefully, I don't even know if Barrett's a part of it, but we'll see. Obviously,
He wants to let you know that what he said to me was, "What's this gross thing in between Pete and Entame?"
I thought he was talking about me. Yeah, I thought he was talking about me too.
It's
Oh.
just me.
I thought he was talking about me.
He didn't say anything about me.
No. I would have,
That
been
would have
okay
been funny,
with that.
right?
Hopefully Barrett will be Jump Festa. Hopefully Barrett will be here.
Why did
Listen,
Dylan automatically point to me also? You know,
Oh,
right
that's what I-
away. He was
that's what I
like-
thought he meant.
it's my son.
Where is...
It's his head.
Dylan, thank you so much. Thank you, Dylan. Something that I want to really talk about, and again, Maddie and Dylan, thank you guys so much, is the sixth sibling. Because to me, that's a massive plot point moving forward. It's one of the few massive plot points moving forward. And we got basically an elimination in this episode. Dredger, I want to start with you. Because you were the first one on the swirly six sibling train way back in 53. And it
was.
seemed like you might actually end up being right. They fooled us all. Swirly is not the sixth sibling. You've been a big... main conductor of that theory for a very long time. How are you feeling about it, man?
I'm actually surprisingly okay with it. I think I've told you before about any show, any Yu-Gi-Oh show at least. I like when they do something I don't expect. It seemed like almost like obvious, right? Especially after Mimi sees him type in some code or some on the computer. Like, oh, it's gotta be Swirly. Like, all right, we know. Da, da, da. Then they come, no, it's not Swirly. It's like, wait, what do you mean it's not Swirly? You just, So them to tease that, I'm okay with it. I'm still on the Swirly train. I think Swirly's gonna have a prominent role next season. I think he's still with the gang. We did see a lot. We see basically all the characters, obviously, at the end of that arc. I think we see the Nick Yagi crew. We see Hassan. I think we saw Roa reacting to what was going on. Because they also had the meteor. Like, what the hell is that? So I'm okay with it not being Swirly. I'm hoping it's, as Pete said, Pete made this theory, is that it's a character we have not met yet.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for that, and that's what we meet come, 68, 69, 70 maybe, inadvertently, and then we find out later on in the arc, maybe the halfway point or something.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Maybe they team up with Yugioh, and then we get a real interesting, battle at the end. So I'm okay with it not being Swirly. I'm all about something different and surprising me. So I'm okay with it for sure.
Do you have any theories at the moment?
No, I can't even. I'm not even touching that. I got nothing. Because I know you do. So.
That's wise.
I do have some theories.
If I
course.
hear anything about that girl on the phone.
No, not the girl on the phone.
I will smack you. I may not pie you, but I will smack you.
Hold on, so you're not on board with the girl on the phone?
No.
Okay.
No
we're-
one is on.
Don't.
Hey,
Oh
listen,
my God, wait, what?
at risk of being smacked, I will still tell the truth. We are going to talk about the girl on the phone in a little bit. Just wait for that. Calibro, your thoughts on this whole swirly revelation in the end of 67? Do you have are you leaning towards anyone? Do you think it's a new character? What do you think?
So, if I had to lean, if I had to choose, if I was betting my life savings on this, like Dredge did on Swirly, I would probably go with a new character, someone we haven't been introduced to yet,
So not the girl.
hasn't played any part. Well,
We met her.
no, we haven't.
Oh, we have.
No, we haven't.
Oh, we have.
We just heard her voice.
It doesn't matter. I can't meeting her.
Well, I think it's going to be someone we haven't met yet. I think it's going to be somebody completely new.
Yeah.
And the only thing that would lead me slightly in the direction of it not being that way is the fact that Yuga just waltzed right into being a Goha employee.
You say.
I feel like it's
He's
an
like,
underrated
yeah.
point.
He's like,
that-
yeah.
They were forgetting about it. He's like, yeah, I'll be an employee.
I'll come be a Goha employee just like you
Well-
wish, Duo. Why not? I'm just going to come right in and hang out.
But he had to have done that for a reason, right?
Yeah, but the reason could be that he knows he's the sixth sibling and he knows he can overtake it.
I feel like it's more he wants to discover more about who the sixth sibling is, and what better way to know than inside Goha.
No,
Well,
I
they don't seem to
100%
know.
agree.
But they probably got info on something.
Yeah. Well, now it's a good transition to Entame. You've been very, as he was on the train, you guys were riding the two trains. He's riding the swirly six sibling train. His train just blew up.
Yeah, my train is.
He's got no train anymore. You've been the lead conductor of the Yuga train, which was my beginning thoughts as well in this arc. I don't really buy into it anymore. How do you feel about the swirly revelation? Do you think Yuga could still be the sixth sibling? What are your thoughts on this sixth sibling as we move from arc 1 to arc 2 in season 2?
I mean, I like that they didn't reveal it to us. Not everything was tied up with a little neat bow, which means we have stuff to look forward to in the next arc.
Oh, yeah.
While I'm not I think I would have been more upset if Swirly was the sixth sibling than if Yuga was definitely revealed to not be the sixth sibling.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I feel like it. Because if he was the sixth sibling, let's assume, like, knowingly, like, he didn't
That
tell
Swirly's
them.
the sixth sibling.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's assume for a moment.
Okay.
Like, it's not, but, like, let's assume for a moment that Swirly is a sixth sibling. It just makes his introduction episode feel a little nefarious. And, like, in that episode, he and Luke had an actual, like, genuine connection. Where Luke was like, hey, you know, Swirly reminds him of when he was... I guess Swirly's age, which is, I guess, like 2 years ago, probably. But, like, he used to be introverted, and they bring it up a lot. Like, Luke used to be, like, really introverted, people shy, he couldn't, like, whatever. And he connected with Swirly because of that. So it's like, because Swirly's the same as him when he was younger. So,
you believe there's more for Swirly in the future? He's
Yeah,
gonna
I mean,
become
yeah,
more
I do
important.
feel he has a role, just not the sixth sibling.
Oh, that's fine. I'm cool with that.
Yeah. I think I was... Swirly was the one character that definitely grew on me as the season went on, because I was not a huge fan of him. I thought he was going to be kind of just like a non-speaking, just kind of their character. As the show went on, as the fifth arc went on, I kind of grew to like Swirly a lot. And actually, it's kind of weird, but like I feel kind of weird saying it, but did anyone else get the feeling that like Swirly kind of replaced Yugioh in this arc? Where like
Yes.
Mimi in this show has been more maternal and motherly, at least on screen, to Swirly than her own son.
Yeah, we got a shot of him. He didn't have any speaking lines, but like I had a shot of him at the end.
Of Yugioh,
Yeah,
yeah.
but like, I mean, he's been nodding. You want to talk about a character that's dropped off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
That one.
His club has probably done the least of the season 1 clubs, I would say.
Yeah.
Actually, no, you're kind of right.
Right?
I see it. I see
Right, because
it. Yeah.
Hunt's
Because
crew was still around.
Michael's done a lot, and then Menzaburo and Yagi and Sushiko have done a
Okay,
lot.
what about compared to the newspaper club?
Oh,
Did you guys forget about the newspaper
Yeah,
club?
but like I feel like they're just still
But I mean,
more
you have
relevant
to
anyway.
assume the newspaper club helped Tiger put the manga.
Yeah,
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
Alright.
Okay, that's true.
We
Okay.
keep him around for
What are you
something.
thinking?
this guy. That's true. Yeah, I mean
I
that.
got my smart point out of the
Yeah,
way.
good night of the night, right? Just in the back.
I don't know what happened in his club. I mean,
I
I've
don't know,
not been.
maybe they'll have
I hope
more
Seagull-chan
focus
comes back.
next turn.
Yeah, where the hell
Oh,
is Seagull Chan?
No, not Seagull-chan.
Why? You don't want to go to space?
This whole thing was about space, and
I
the
want
astronauts were barely
I want
involved.
Sweets Ccapacappuuu.
She's back in '69.
Well, not sweet.
Tell me she's.
Kakako.
Is she the Duel?
No.
that would've been-
She's Umiko.
Well,
she's just playing a different
Since they're
role.
all the
What?
same.
No, what? Oh my, they're not the same person.
They're not the same.
So actually, I wanted to grill you on that.
Oh god, damn it.
I love having her here. You guys know I love having her here. So, do you think that they're the same person, or do you think they're 4 different people?
I think they're.
Do you think they're androids? Okay, answer the first question.
Do you think that?
I think you're a chance to answer.
Do you think they have a chance to be president?
he gives her less than a millisecond to answer.
It's like one question right
Dylan's
after
not even
another.
done talking yet, and he's asking another question.
Yeah.
I'm a horrible host. All right. First question: do you think they're one character, or do you think they're 4 different characters? Poll time. Poll coming in the chat. You guys can vote
Oh
too.
boy.
Great.
I think it's complicated. I think
Ooh.
they're all the same person and that it's the same body. But I think they're 4 different like clones of each other.
So
Like-
I think that would be an agreement with Dill, I think. Right? Dill, would you that's
I would say that would kind of.
I would
align with me.
think that would agree, right?
I mean, like,
It's
I feel like
possible.
it's more complicated than they're either all the same person. I mean, I guess Dylan is like assuming that they're all the same like girl being like rewritten or
It's
erased
one
or
robot
whatever.
just with different programming.
Yeah.
Oh, like different,
Yeah,
different
yeah,
clothes,
yeah.
basically. It's
Well,
for
I
different
believe
android
that like
bodies.
it's the same, not program, but like the
Same mind or whatever.
same general
yeah.
like source code. There we go. Same general
Okay,
source
there
code.
you go.
So you think they're
different,
androids?
but different. No, just source code as like a metaphor.
Okay.
I just think they're 4 different clones.
Yeah, he almost had a second question answered
Do
too.
you-
He's excited.
Do you think they could be part of the Ignis? from Brains.
What?
Stop.
Bro,
What?
I just
I know it's the 100th episode.
I want to hear more.
I just started watching Brains, and all I heard about was the Ignis, so I'm confused. But it sounds like something really just no.
It'll make more sense if you finish
Here,
Brains.
can you lower your head just a tiny bit?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Dylan lowers his head. And
We're starting early.
Oh, I'm getting slapped right here.
That's the end of the night.
This guy right there.
I'm hoping.
Hey, listen. We're not going to talk about the girls right now. The alien girls are in 69. We'll talk about them in 69. There was something else I wanted to talk
68?
about in this episode. Lack of Otis.
Oh, back to you.
Lack of Otis. Otis has been probably this was the quietest arc for Otis so far. Definitely the quietest arc for Otis.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. I think that when you bring in the new characters, like you did with the siblings, you kind of need to rely on them. And Lukeman, you kind of need to rely on them a little bit, right? You introduce 7 new characters this arc. The Lukeman and 6 siblings with unique personality, or 5 siblings, I'm
5
sorry.
siblings plus Swirly.
With unique personalities and
the
goals.
robot too.
I'm okay with Otis kind of fading into oblivion for now. We know from what he did in season 1 that he's going to have massive implications and
He's
a massive
cooking up
role to
something.
play. He's cooking.
Yeah, he's cooking.
I'm fine with the lack of Otis. Did anyone have any problem with Otis not being here?
Well, Otis Cunningham said, "I'm right here."
Well, Otis Cunningham is. We need Otis around. We love his Orlando.
Yeah.
We love his
We're going to see him
presence.
soon.
Universal.
I'm all about let Otis cook.
Yeah.
That's all I'm trying to say.
I'm fine with him being
But
here.
I'm-
Otis cook.
The only thing I disagree with is this is not his quietest arc. I think his quietest arc was arc 3, the Asana arc.
Yeah.
He wasn't in that arc at all.
Yeah.
Like, at all. At least he was in the very first episode of this arc.
Oh, yeah, you're
Remember
right.
he went against
Yeah.
Swirly?
He
That-
kind of kicked off this arc.
Yeah, he kicked off this arc. but
And
he
then just
wasn't.
went away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that duel against Yuga, that second duel on the building, that was at the start of the 4th arc.
Yep, that was
Right.
the 4th arc.
He had to rethink his life after he lost to Swirly. That was it.
Well,
why he
makes
went
sense.
away.
Now that he's not the 6th sibling, you know.
All I'm saying is Swirly's 2 now.
Yeah, who's he gone against? Trash.
Doesn't matter. He's 2
I'm
now.
sorry.
Hey, one man's trash is another man's treasure.
The 2 duelists he went against do not have a win combined.
Combined.
I mean, like, come on.
It's true.
Well,
You're
I
right.
mean,
Who was
we
his other win against? Oh,
Mimi.
Mimi.
In the tabletop duel.
I mean, he's still the second character to go 2-0 in his first 2 duels.
he is
That's all I'm trying to say.
he is unless you count Lukeman as a different character, which
The
you probably
Luke
should.
Which you
Man.
should.
All right, so then
Well, we
Luke,
can talk about
Man,
that.
and Swirly.
He was still
Yeah,
second.
Lukeman.
Yeah.
Swirly was
Yeah.
still second.
So, what
Yeah.
do you guys think of? My phone is vibrating. It could very well be
It's
Nick
Nick
T.
T.
If it is, I'll go get him.
Why didn't he text the group message?
Oh no, it's
No, put it down.
no.
No,
No,
not
we
yet.
we know who it is. Then.
Yeah.
We know who it
We
is.
all know. It's-
Not right now, man. Not right now.
That's
It was
so
it was
funny.
my uncle. It was my uncle. Don't worry. Maybe later. I don't want to get too derailed right now. But Lukeman, I guess we can talk about. Are we all in agreement that Luke is still undefeated, or do you consider this a loss for Luke?
Undefeated.
I agree, he's undefeated.
He's
yeah.
undefeated.
He's definitely undefeated.
Like,
They made. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, no,
They
no.
made. Just real quick. They made it clear that they're two.
Yeah, they went to
Yeah.
extreme
they-
lengths.
They
Yes.
went out of their way to tell you that they are 2 different people. Like, the Luke man literally split himself open so Luke could come out. It's
Later.
like at that point,
I don't know how I felt about that.
That was
I like,
interesting.
all right.
I'm actually very happy that you guys all agree because I said that to Dylan. I was like, so what do you think? Like, technically, are they the same? Are they different? And then he was like, I think they're different. All right, good, because that's where I'm sitting too.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I thought.
And they made a point to show inside of there that he was out cold. So he
Yeah.
has no bearing
Yeah,
of
he
what the
just
hell is
falls
going
out.
on.
Mm-hmm.
You don't remember it. He's not even a witness.
Yeah.
Do you believe that in the next arc, every single character is going to just have fusions?
yes.
Yeah, they fell,
I
they fell
believe
all
so.
over
There
the
was a
world.
media
They,
shower.
yeah. they had huge meteor shower. It's not like Maximums where you have to find like 3 blank cards
Yeah.
in the middle of
Yeah.
nowhere.
I
And
think
sometimes
that-
they don't even work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
Get
a-
use someone's ID chips.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna make picking duels next against.
Oh, it's
even
gonna be
cat-
hard.
Hard. If everyone has a fusion, like it's gonna be harder to pick pick who wins. 'Cause
Yeah.
what we'll get, even if it's like I don't know, say Nick Yai comes back versus
Dude, the
I don't know,
Yogster could get a fusion.
like Gakuto or
The
something, and
dono.
you do a fusion. Fusion go either way. It's got 2 choice
That's
effects.
what I'm living for.
So Nick Yagi come back. No, we need a Nick Yagi swirly.
Oh.
That's what we need, and you know it, because that will determine right
And
there
you know it.
who is top. Yeah, I know it in my
down.
heart. That
I
would
think
be, that
you
would
two.
suck.
I think you two are the only ones that want to see a Nick Yagi swirly.
I'd
duel.
love to see a Nick Yagi swirly.
Hey, man.
Hey, I just hope
We're a man of the people.
Salaryman Calzo comes back.
If Salman Cal comes back with a
I will
fusion,
flip out.
If the
About
Salaryman
what?
comes
I'll,
back,
I'll flip the table as soon as
we
we
I'm
titled when the Salaryman dueled. It was episode 47. We titled that episode "Stonks"
Yeah.
in all caps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stonks.
Yeah.
I remember the stock busting dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was very scared by that.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah.
don't even remember his duel, and you
Oh, I
talk
remember
about
it
it
very
all
well.
the time.
I remember it.
No.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
it's
and don't forget, it is behind the camera over there. We just didn't have room for
Yeah,
it.
we didn't have room for the Salaryman
It's
in the
over there
background. but
staring at us
it's
in the background.
huge.
It's terrifying.
I mean, you guys don't. The camera doesn't do it justice. It's huge.
It's the width of the mattress, of the futon mattress.
Yeah,
yeah,
it
and
literally
that
is.
match is like 6 feet
Yeah.
wide. So
Yeah.
there's that.
it's the yellow eyes, man.
Enormous.
It's the yellow eyes that
Wait,
freak
did
me out.
you
Gigantic.
show Entame with the lights off?
no.
Oh, we'll do that
yeah,
after.
yeah.
Oh,
It like
boy.
glows. The yellow
It
light.
glows?
You'll
Yellow
remember
eyes.
it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's really scary.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have anything else they want to add about this particular episode?
Oh wait, since we're still on Luke and Lukeman.
Yes,
like,
of course.
Because okay, now that we've all established that we view them as separate people,
Yeah.
then Luke, you have to go all the way, right? Luke didn't beat Yugioh. That was Lukeman. The thing against Tiger, I would put a huge asterisk on it.
Yes.
Like, a lot of people will say, well, he had the cards on the field in order to like make a comeback from Tiger, but like he was so scared.
I feel like
shitless.
he was reeling.
Like he
Yeah.
was like so scared and wasn't going to be able to activate any cards. Like sure, he
Yeah.
had them on the field.
I
Whether or
agree.
not he's going to press the button on them was a different matter.
That's a rematch that I think I said is going to come for real by the end of the show, and I think it would mean a lot if he actually overcame
I
Tiger.
feel kind of like gypped by the fact that it was interrupted by the Lukeman. I would have
Yeah.
liked to see an actual.
Yeah,
Luke
especially if we were
versus
getting
Tiger
into their
duel.
backstory. It was
Yeah.
nice to go to their house. I'm like, these people are rich. You know.
Luke has a mother. They have a
Yeah.
mother.
And
Yeah.
she's just out. Where is she? We never see parents in this series.
Hey,
What's up, brother?
there he is.
How are you?
This guy.
This guy, Nick T is here, ladies and gentlemen. This guy. What's up, man? How you doing?
Doing great.
You got really close to hitting Entame. Just
Oh, I knew I was
No
never
spatial
gonna.
awareness.
I was never
no.
gonna.
Entame just like, oh, this is.
How you doing, man?
Really good
Good.
message.
Good. Yeah, so I'll let Nick T get settled. I think you bring up a great point, Entame. I think you do have to go all the way. To me, Luke did not beat Roa. Luke did not beat Yugioh. And that Tiger duel, it reminds me a lot of a story that I think a lot of us can relate to. I was in a bowling league. I think we've all probably been in bowling leagues. And I was
I
down.
want to know where this is going.
I was down.
Yeah,
well,
I'm
it's the mental, and you guys. I'm a very good bowler. I was down 2 pins, and I had 10 pins in front of me, and as long as I got 3 pins down with my ball, we would have won the tournament. We would have won the league. All the pressure in the world was on me, and so I had the means to do it. You see where I'm getting at? Like Luke had the means to do it, to beat Tiger. I had the means to knock down those pins with my ball.
God.
And it was the mental, man. I got scared, I got nervous,
You choked?
and I choked.
Did you actually choke that?
Ball
Is that
went,
real life, Pete?
yeah, that was high school. Ball went right into
Well, that's
the
why
gutter.
we let him usually go first. And we had a team of 4.
That is actually very
So we
true.
usually let him go first. 'cause
After
we,
that.
we
Dylan
knew
always
he
went
wasn't
first.
clutch
Yeah.
at all, and then I would anchor as the 4th person to just pull out the victory.
Well, we called it the New Brunswick incident. We called it the New Brunswick incident.
There's a lot of things that happen in that bowling league.
Air hockey table, Saturday morning. So let me tell you.
Quite
So
literally didn't.
I will say.
Jesus.
I will say that there is mental when it comes to dueling. We all make misplays. Maybe it's just me. I make misplays a lot in Duel Links and on,
all know
dueling. We do, and so I think it's too easy to say Luke would have 100% beaten Tiger. He was very shaken up in that duel, and even though he had the combo to do it, I'm not convinced that he would have been able to not misplay and actually duel. So I think there is an asterisk there. So I think you go all the way. I think when you actually look at this arc for Luke in terms of dueling results, he beats Yugioh, and that's it, right? He doesn't really duel anyone else.
Yeah.
Roa. He dueled Roa.
Well, yeah, he beat Roa.
He did beat Roa.
Yeah.
He did beat Roa.
That was a straight win.
That was a straight win. I always forget that Lukeman was not in control in that duel.
Yeah.
So that was actually a huge win for him.
Yeah, I think that was really interesting, the fact that Lukeman wasn't in control, because I think it showed, like, Roa's theory, which was just the fact that he can't fusion without Lukeman.
Yeah.
Roa was right.
So you're a huge Roa. You're probably the biggest Roa fan here.
Yeah, probably.
Even though I think we all enjoy Roa.
Who doesn't love Roa?
When he shows up, he's alright.
What were your thoughts about him in this arc? There's been a lot to say with Roa. I think that he's a very fascinating character. He's a powerful character when he's on screen. I don't know if the show has handled him the way that I would have liked to see them handle him up until this point. But how did you think he was in this arc? Were you satisfied with it?
I mean, like, he was, like, there.
Yeah, he was.
I wasn't, like, expecting him to make, like, a full whatever this arc.
Thank
Whenever he gets involved,
for
it's
the
always a surprise
dono.
Because it's always, like, you never expect in Yu-Gi-Oh! For stuff to come back.
Yeah.
Like, we've been watching Sevens for 67 episodes now, but the past 500, 700 plus episodes from Yu-Gi-Oh! Nothing has ever come back.
Well, exactly.
So it's like, oh, he's there.
Yeah.
I did like the fact that they brought back, like, the Arc 4 stuff, where, Roa was the only person to have dueled mind-jacked Mimi. So he was the only person to notice that something was off with Luke in that duel, and come to the conclusion, and go to Mimi and be like, this feels like when I dueled you, do you know why?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
that
it's like...
That was an interesting
Yeah, that was
scene.
an interesting...
That was interesting.
Yeah. I did like how they brought that back.
Most of that content was good, and there was just some other
Mimi
off-color
Rose,
things.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
I don't know, I liked that scene. I thought it was funny.
It was very funny. It was very funny.
You make a good point. I think it's so funny because, and this is something that I think me and Entame can speak to at this table, probably more so than you gentlemen, only because we've seen every episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! And so you almost have to rewire your brain with a show like Sevens, not only with bringing a lot of characters back and a lot of plot stuff back, but with the treatment of the girl duelists. And one of the prime examples happened in this arc when Nail and Asana squared up to duel each other. There were a lot of people that was like, oh, this would be really embarrassing if Neil loses. Neil should win. He's so much stronger than Asana. And I'm like, I think that's Studio Gallup's Yu-Gi-Oh! Talking.
Yeah,
and that's what we've been programmed, because I thought about it and I'm like, well, they both beat Yuga. Then they both lost to Yuga in a rematch. Nail drew against Gakuto. Asana beat Tiger. So I don't understand where this huge gap is that Nail is so much better than Asana.
Yeah, no,
I thought it was a
Asana
very
is on the
even.
Same, like,
Yeah.
Asana is like just as good of a duelist as Nail is,
Yeah.
and I think a lot of people are discounting her because of Gallup.
Yeah,
Because
because
Gallup
girl
would
duelist-
normally would be like, oh, girl duelist, haha, bye.
How many times, and I thought about this,
Brainwash.
how many
Yeah,
times
it
did the
literally
girl
is.
lead duel the rival character?
And win.
I mean, but even duel, Yuzu versus Akabareiji, that duel's laughable.
Yeah.
Yuzu would never prayer. And I know you guys don't know our fight,
I know, but
like,
even you just talking about that every time, you were always ripping her.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
it's pretty rough.
her treatment was, and I thought she was very.
What about Asuka and Manjome or something?
Okay.
Actually, well, that's actually Asuka.
That-
I think did beat Manjome.
Yeah,
so.
I think she
Yeah,
had
but
more
that
of a
was
shot.
the thing is that was a joke duel.
That was a joke.
What
duel.
about wait? So we're talking the
It'd be like if Aki dueled Jack Atlas.
That's your thing. That duel. I think you're. I mean, when Jack gets. Oh, I can't say. Never mind. Spoil.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
But yeah, I realize that. But no, honestly, I don't think that duel's a blowout, though. You really think Aki Jack Atlas automatically Atlas wins no matter what? Really?
That
when
one's
she's
probably,
on her game. When she's on her game.
That one's probably the closest, but I think Jack would win.
No, I'm not saying Jack would win. I'm just saying that I think it'd be more competitive than another.
What about Hanzu going against Kaiba?
Wait, who versus Kaiba?
And Taya.
Oh my. Okay, well that's
Enzu.
a sick twisted.
All right, yeah, the only okay. All right.
What about Joe's sister?
Serenity Wheeler?
Oh,
Yeah,
but actually,
I thought you were gonna say, what about Janochi dies? It's like, what does that have to do with anything?
It's good to just bring up.
Yeah, it is. Well, listen, we
Or like Blue Angel versus Revolver.
Yeah.
Like think about that.
right.
Yeah.
I met Blue Angel. She seemed very nice.
Yeah, wait till you meet Revolver and then compare the two.
Oh, I've seen Revolver on screen. He looks
Hey,
intimidating.
Yeah.
hey, wait till she meets some concrete. That's all.
Oh my
Oh,
God. Jesus.
That was the hardest to watch. Do that.
Oh.
Just
I
say,
think I'm
just
just
say.
ruining the show for me. Like, I'm not watching it. I have to Google it. Blue Angel hits concrete. I wonder what this is.
Good.
It's worth it to see.
God.
I don't think it's worth it to see. It doesn't sound like it.
Just watch her.
My God, dude.
This does not sound worth it. It sounds
Lord.
terrifying.
Well, listen. We are gonna actually, Nick T, your general thoughts on 67.
I loved it.
Okay.
I thought it was
I loved
great.
it too.
I really like did it, especially as we went into 66. I was like, this is a little off the rails, and like I don't know if really much is happening, but like it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
This like sealed the deal for me. I'm like, they're all in character. They're all playing this story out, and like I didn't mind the whole like sort of Deus Ex Machina of like the meteors coming and sort of interfering with the duel, because it sort of played into the play of everything, you know? It's like there was a story here. It was kind of meta in a way. And I really appreciated that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then of course the sort of the Kaizo moment, just going straight through the
We didn't even talk about that. The
Kaizo
Kaizo
comes
moment.
back.
He's
I
literally,
said Kaizo
he's
came
literally
back.
Captain Marvel.
He is literally
Yeah.
Captain
It was
Marvel.
literally Endgame.
Does Kaizo's stock does Kaizo's stock go up for any of you?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't
By like-
skyrocket
by
It
a
because...
doesn't
ha-
skyrocket,
By
but
like
it
a
goes up.
percent.
Yeah, because it wasn't like a heroic moment. He literally had a dazed look on his face. He had no idea what was going
You
on.
knew what it was.
It's like
But it goes up.
I gotta
It
be
goes
honest.
up.
I hate to admit this. I really do. I actually did miss him a little bit. I actually did miss him a little
did.
bit.
No, I did too.
I did miss him.
I
a
missed
little
I
bit.
did.
I'm not
Listen.
gonna lie. I kind of forgot he was even a character.
I get a constant reminder of that guy right
Right
there.
there.
That guy right
I didn't
there.
miss him at all.
Wait, that's a different character, though.
That's the
Calzo.
salary man.
Yeah.
We named the episode 47. We named it Stonks. If he's in another one, we're gonna name it NFTs.
Wait, why hasn't someone done that? Done the Stonks meme, but with Salary Man instead of the guy?
I'm pretty sure someone has one.
Can't
It's
Yeah,
got
better
to be out there.
If that's not a thing, that's a literal crime.
With
Yeah.
with the salary man Calzo or salary man Kaizo?
Now, Calzo would work.
Yeah.
yeah.
We gotta do the Stonks meme.
That should be your Halloween costume, by the way.
Oh my
I
god.
already, I already have a costume.
Oh, you
but
do?
That'll be something else.
Maybe down the road.
I'm not telling you.
That's not
Yeah, I didn't really miss him.
I actually missed his stupid.
I get to
comedic
the
moments.
point where I'm like,
He's such an
his
asshole.
stock doesn't go up, but I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna deactivate you tonight. Like that's kind of like where I'm at.
You
Alright,
live, yeah,
that's
you
fair,
live to die
that's
another
fair.
day.
he
James Bond would say.
I mean, there's just something about him. Like he's so infuriating, but there's something about it that like I'm starting to really love.
It's
and
the,
appreciate.
it's the
charm.
eye
Yeah.
of this show. It's
Yeah.
the same way I felt about
Yeah.
Eye. Where I was like,
It's,
God
it's
damn it.
you know, he's a comedic character, you know?
Oh, yeah,
He's like,
pure.
you don't really take him that seriously.
But well, I think the thing that I that infuriates me about him is how quick and willing he is to turn on
Oh,
Yuga.
Oh,
and everyone.
yeah.
Instantaneously.
That's the part of it.
Specifically Yuga. It could be anyone. It's like, oh, Luke's like taking over the school. Let's go.
I mean,
Well, yeah.
he'll creepily hit on Roman the entire episode, and then he'll talk about killing Roman in 47 when he became the salary man.
Yeah. Well, he's an agent of chaos.
Yeah, he is.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's basically what
And
he
I
exists to
appreciate
do.
that. I appreciate that.
That-
If anybody appreciates it, it's you.
What do you think of?
I still
Calzo?
say the creepiest moment with him though
Wait, Calzo-
is, is him swimming to the boat when he had the arms and
Oh,
everything.
yeah.
It still creeps me out.
it was a little.
I think my creepiest moment is when, like, after he defeat Salaryman Kaizo, and he, like, pops off the body and starts crawling away.
Yeah, also terrifying. Yeah. He's
Those
got a few
faces, too.
Dude, those faces were some of the scary.
God.
I mean, yeah.
Oh.
You have one right there. I know, it's terrifying. What we are going to do is we're going to play a little bit of a game right now.
Oh yeah, Nick, you haven't introduced.
I love
us.
We are going to go around the table,
Just prepare.
and we are going to rank the arc. That is what the game is called. Rank the arc. We are going to be ranking arc. We are going to be ranking the fifth arc.
He
I
almost
see,
said
yeah,
it.
be
He
careful.
almost said it.
The fifth arc of Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens, and we are going to be ranking it among the other arcs. Now, you don't need to say where you rank the other four arcs, but you do need to say where do you rank the fifth arc the Goha Six Siblings arc, that's what it was called, right? The Six Siblings arc of Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens. Is it number 1 at the top, number 3 in the middle, number 5 at the bottom? Think about the other arcs. Think about the other arcs, and take a little bit of time and think about it.
Name all the arcs though.
Well, arc 1 was
Roa.
Roa.
Yeah, Birth of Rush Duels, Roa, Maximum Arc with Nail, Goha 6 Elementary with Asana, Team Battle Royale, and then this arc.
I just wanted him to say arc 5, but
See, that's
Damn. We need a better name for this segment.
What in which arc technically was the
What?
the stupid boomers? What were they called?
Oh, Goha
Six
6 Team
Yeah.
Battle Royale.
That's Team.
Fourth
Okay.
arc.
instead of on the mark.
Did you
on
call them the
arc.
stupid boomers?
Yeah.
It's gotta be
I mean,
something
that's
arc
basically what
related.
they are.
Yeah.
No, on the arc.
Arcing?
It's like, bro, just retire.
Bro, just retire.
Well, they were sick of children.
Yeah, yeah, but just go buy your summer home in Florida. I don't know what to
Well,
tell you.
it was a social commentary on how
Full time, you guys can
we're
vote
older
as
and
well.
older. We can't retire.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
You're just gonna die before you retire.
Yeah, basically.
I don't know. It's tough. I'm intrigued.
Damn, this is hard.
It is hard.
I need a pen and paper to write this out.
See.
Okay, I think I've got it.
We'll take a little bit more time to figure it out here.
Oh, you have a pen? No, I
Some
don't need
great
a pen.
duels.
No, I don't need it right now.
You sure?
Just give it back to me.
Actually,
I know where my arc rankings are. I know where I'm ranking this arc.
All right, you want to lead then, or you don't want to lead? Probably.
Yeah, you have your answer, so you go first.
Okay. To me, this arc.
I love the way he pauses.
I know.
I thought you had this figured out.
Oh, he
man.
does. It's all for
No,
dramatic
it's
effect.
Of course.
Well, I'm thinking.
Oh no, you know.
You know, stop it.
I'm pondering.
I hate this.
This arc to me, is actually number 1.
Wow.
All right.
Thank you. I believe that this arc has been the strongest arc of Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens thus far. I think it gets benefited strongly from having 52 episodes that it could expand on, and that is something that, I think every single arc and every single show should just be better and better and better.
Yeah.
That hasn't been the case with Sevens. My least favorite is actually the third, which is
Yeah.
the Machine Cavalry.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah,
Really?
but
That's your worst?
that
That's your lowest?
to me that's my lowest. Yeah, I liked a lot of elements from it, but I think that had the most kind of pointless fluff. But yeah, this is I think the best arc so far in Sevens. It did a lot of things really well. It introduced a lot of really fascinating characters. It introduced fusions, which is an element of the game that I've been clamoring for since it started. So that kind of is a little personal for me because that was a prediction that I had since before Sevens began. I said fusions will be maybe the only former legacy mechanic that we get. I've said that for a very long time, and it actually came true.
Yeah.
I think Yuo's fusion moment with his theme, I think Yuka's theme was great. Roa Yuka was a very good duel. Nail and Asana, to me, is one of the best duels in the show. Phenomenal duel. Maybe I'm just high on that.
That was a great
Phenomenal duel, and I think that this arc had one of the heaviest emotional moments of the show with Nail and Sebastian at the end. So I think the arc had a lot of highs. To me, it didn't have that many lows. Maybe it started a little slow. Had a recap episode, but that's fine. To me, it's the best arc in Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens. So I would rank it first.
Wow.
Who's next?
I'll go next just
Yeah.
because I'm in agreement with you.
Okay.
I think this was my favorite, and I think most of the duels outside of like having a couple of Lukeman duels back to back were very unique. Like I felt like every duel was very different from the next. You had a lot of different characters showing up because they're introducing all the different siblings. So every episode to me was very different in its own way, while still tying everything together, which I really liked. And like you said, there wasn't much fluff. There was a lot of plot
Yeah.
in this arc, and for good reason. They had to introduce a lot of characters. They had to get some backstory on other characters and try to kind of tie everything together in the short amount of time that they did. And I mean, to me, I think it was at least the most exciting arc for me.
Yeah. Dredge, where are you putting this one?
Second.
Okay.
Yeah, I have it second. I have it second mainly because I think I make a lot of good points about the arc. However, I do think this is the beginning of the arc. Other than that really, feeling the siblings out was a little entertaining. But those first, the first few duels were just, I thought kind of average. Wasn't too, impressed. I thought the second half, if we rate on just the second half of an arc, it by far was the best. Just by the ending, I love Lukeman. I love all the great. As you said, the Asana nail duel is probably top 2 duel I think I've seen. So that in itself. But I think I like the intro. That Maximum is my favorite arc. And reason being, it's just something so different. I hadn't watched Yu-Gi-Oh in a while, so I guess maybe just me coming into it and seeing what they did was just really cool. Seeing a Maximum, lose, just the disbelief in Yuga for what is this? Like, he created Rush shows. How could there be something he didn't know was in it?
Yeah.
Kind of that wow factor for me. So I rank it second.
Maximum. Yeah, I was gonna ask what your favorite arc is. So
I knew that.
is your best.
Maximum
Pete, we'll go to you, my man. Where do you have this arc ranked for the 5 arcs that we've had?
Pete's means the most to me because me and Pete are using the same wavelength.
This is number 2 for me.
Okay.
All right, Pete's with me. Let's go,
Yeah,
Pete.
it's number 2. I love this arc. First and foremost, I gotta champion the banner, Yuo, man. He's my boy.
He loves you.
So, his theme, that moment that he has there, where he's doing the whole chant when he destroys Yugioh, when he pulls out fusions.
That was great.
I've watched that so many times. That's a great moment. There's so many, dream matchups that we got in this arc that are just fantastic. Now, did it get a little repetitive towards the end?
Yeah, we're back on the
Sure. I'm not a big fan of the swirly character, so I kind of think that brings it down a little bit for me. It's kind of why it's one of the reasons why it's number 2, but great arc. Had a lot of fun.
Now I have to ask: are you in agreement with Dredger? Is the Maximum arc?
He's not.
No.
What's the best for you?
It's the team battle arc. I loved last arc.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great duels there. I mean, to me, that finale is obviously maybe my favorite, if not second favorite duel in the entire show between Rook and Yuga. It's just amazing. Despite the antics of Gakuting, I thought that was a really solid duel.
You got to bring up Gakuting.
And then and I thought Roman Roa was great to kick that off with the his little miniscape kicking in there again. I thought that was fantastic, and also Tiger Asano was that arc.
Yeah.
Which that was like a duel that hit home for me. Yeah. So yeah.
That's my 1-2 as well. 5-4 is my 1-2. Nick T.
Yes.
Where do you rank arc number 5?
I am in agreement with Dredger.
Okay, so number 2.
It's number 2 and
to the Maximum.
To the Maximum arc.
Okay, fascinating.
Nick T.
I think. With that being said, I think that this arc is a true proof of concept that we benefit from slightly longer arcs.
Yes.
Yeah.
If we keep that trend going, I think we can get a lot of really good content.
You know what's funny? This arc was 15 episodes, and one was a recap, but it felt longer, even though it was only one episode longer. It just
was enough.
felt longer.
Even one episode of actual content
can make a difference.
Benefited it.
Yeah, definitely.
But I mean, I think just the content of the Maximum arc really just.
A lot of it was right to the point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And sure. Like with every arc, not even just Sevens of any show. Of course, there's going to be misses. Did I love the the Schrodinger duel? No, but
what a classic.
But the rest of that arc is incredible. And did I love every moment of 5, the 5th arc? No, but I think it really does. It's so strong.
Yeah,
that's good.
So you have it at number 2. So we have 3 people at number 2. We have 2 people as the best. Our lovely guest, Entame, I'm very intrigued to see where you put arc number 5.
Well, I actually...
She's going to knock it down a few pegs. I love it.
I actually agree with you, Dredger.
Wow, there you
go.
How about that?
I'm shocked.
This guy right here.
Shocked.
He gets to stay another week, this guy.
What? I was on a week-by-week contract, so that's great.
Yeah.
That's
Signed for another 10-day.
So for you, Maximum is the best.
Yes, for me, Maximum
is
is
the runner-up.
the best arc, and this is the runner-up.
Okay.
Yeah, I really loved Maximum arc. Yeah, I agree. In the beginning, it was a very slow start, but then once it really got rolling, I don't think anything will ever match 23, which is the very first round of Yuga versus Nail, and just how big of a curb stomp that was.
Yeah. Yeah.
We didn't even see his life points go to 0. He
No, to me,
He
that's the
just
best moment in the
screams.
show. Yeah, that's the best moment in the
Oh,
show.
by far. For
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, no, I loved Maximum Arc, so that's number 1 for me.
Okay, I love it. So that's just rank the arc. We'll work on that name. So we have our table very high on this arc. We have 2 people saying that this was the best arc in Sevens. We have the other 4 saying that it was the second best. 3 of those 4 have it behind Maximum, and 1 of the 4 have it behind the Team Battle Royale. So love that. Very interested to see how the community voted. So thank you guys for voting. We had 76 votes. Let's see it.
It's like, what did it get?
Now, let's see. All right, I ended the poll. Let's see. Let's see. So, so 50% of people had it
Second?
as the
At
second best
second,
arc,
yeah.
and then 31% of people. So that actually kind of matches
Makes
4
sense.
to 2.
that
That
matches
matches
our
how
table.
our table feels. 10% of people had it as third, and I couldn't do 5 options, so I combined 4th or 5th. 6% of people, so probably about, what is that, maybe 3 or people that voted, 2 people that voted, did say it was either the worst or the second worst of the show so far. So 82% of people have this as the best arc, the second best arc. Definitely a good sign.
Yeah.
Because you need, I mean,
You have to move forward. Yeah.
theoretically, and I say this with every Yu-Gi-Oh! People are like, man, you know, are you gonna like Yu-Gi-Oh! 6 more than Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5? I'm like, I hope so.
I hope so, yeah.
I hope I like 7 more than 6. I hope I like 8 more than 7. I mean, that's what you
always
should.
want
You never want it to get worse.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
You want the show
Exactly.
to build on its previous mistakes
It's
and
the same
make a better
concept,
show.
yeah.
Yeah,
Same
and that's
concept
the
of
thing.
arcs.
Like, I
Yeah.
don't think this arc would have been as highly ranked by people if we didn't have the past 4 arcs to build on it.
Yeah,
first.
absolutely.
Like, if you just went into this arc
And
knowing
then
nothing else,
Maybe put another arc after. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
But
Like,
that-
you know what? Yeah, I agree.
But that's a very good sign.
Yeah.
That's a very good sign.
I like that.
You always want show. I thought that was something Zale did very well. Arcs to just kind of build on each other and get better and better.
except for the first one.
Well, no, but that's what I mean. I did
Yeah,
not like the
no.
first one, but it got
Yeah.
better and better and better. I mean, I would say that every single arc in that show was better than the previous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
5Ds. I don't think was that was. I think that was actually the only Yu-Gi-Oh.
Where it was like
5Ds.
reversed.
Yeah, where it was
0 reverse.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, actually, no. I like the 5th season a lot, but that's just me.
not as I don't know.
You didn't like the 5th season?
No, I do. I think.
Yeah.
I think the best. What's the second?
Dark. I mean, Dark
second?
Siders is.
Oh my
yeah.
god. Next level.
That's pretty universal.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I mean, it's fascinating. But clearly, a lot of people enjoyed the show.
Yeah.
Enjoyed the
Definitely a
arc,
sign.
which is good, and we'll see what happens. At the moment, Entame, we have no news on the length of Arc 6, correct?
No, not yet.
But we do have the name of the 6th arc. Some of you guys might not know this.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Oh, I
we
didn't-
do.
We have the name of the 6th
Hey,
arc,
my
and
God.
that name is the
Coming up
Goha
next.
employee arc. Is that correct?
Yes, the Goha employee arc.
The
Well, I mean,
Goha
if it's
employee
an
arc.
employee-
Fitting name.
Doesn't very fitting name. Doesn't really give too much away, right?
I think it's gonna.
no.
I think that's like almost a precursor. That, Yuga took the job. I think we're gonna see a lot
yeah.
of what Goha really is this arc and see
They're gonna-
what they do.
Infiltrating from within.
They're gonna have to do like manual labor. It's like I had to sweep up the.
Oh my god. Well, Roman and
Get us coffee.
Gakuto, Roman and Gakuto are on the
You could
pack
just clean
covers.
The bathrooms.
Oh, that's actually a thing I want to bring up.
Yes, yes.
Right? They always have a mid arc pack, and then they have a pack that comes out with like the antagonist of that arc or whatever. And Gakuto and Roman are the mid arc pack,
Okay.
just like how Roman were the mid arc pack of Arc 4, which
Right.
is the
He
Team
said-
Battle Royale.
He said that something about how he thought Roman and Gakuto may go bad, but not like full antagonists.
Yeah, and it's like
we did it on the live
Roma
react.
and
Did
Roman.
we say something like that in the live react?
I said it.
Well,
yeah.
We said somehow how we think Roman and Gakuto could like be bad this arc, but not like full bad, like just something.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
they're
they're
gonna
gonna
get a lot
go
of
on.
focus.
Yeah, I think it's just gonna be a little bit of a costume playing it up kind of situation.
Oh, definitely.
They-
Remember when you tried to feed this BS to the audience on Monday night,
What
where
did you
you
try
tried
to
to get excited over the girl that was dressed up as the girl on
Oh,
the phone, and I said
Oh
it's
my
literally
god!
Roman.
Immediately shut you
And
down.
I was like, it's Roman.
Yeah.
The
I was there.
yeah,
Oh my
I
God.
think
Just-
Gakuto and Roman had
right
I love
over.
that. Yeah, I
quiet
knew he was
arcs.
gonna do that too.
I thought they had underwhelming arcs in Arc 5, and that's okay.
You said it.
Ah,
He
Cinderella.
said it.
I
Good
can't
job,
wait to
bro.
get to Arc 6.
Good job.
In the 5th arc,
Come on, Dylan. Don't leave him hanging.
Sorry, I didn't actually say. And so I think they're poised for some big arcs. But we have a lot to get. We still have 68 and 69 to go over. Shocking match in 69. You'll want to stay tuned for that. I think we should maybe. Well, do we want to get to what you had prepared?
Oh wait, can I finish my thought?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were done. I apologize.
You piece of garbage.
I apologize.
You are.
No, I was trying to say that Ro and Roman had their mid pack in Arc 4, which was with the Team Battle Royale, and while they did get a heavier focus, it wasn't like the main thing that was going on. So that's what I'm thinking is gonna happen. Like they'll get a little bit more of a focus this arc, Yugioh and Roman, but they're definitely not the main focus.
Yeah, that's fair. So, you know, we'll keep an eye on that. I mean, they both got new fusions with new types. So we know that...
Oh, yeah, that's going to be really hype.
Yeah, we know that new fusions are coming, which is very exciting. I guess we'll get to some super chats, unless we want to get to...
I mean, you guys can do super chats while I go get them.
Yes, so Entame prepared us a little something to celebrate, not just the 100th episode, but also the 5th arc finale.
Oh, well, now you know.
Yeah,
Get it.
Okay, but you need to get the...
Oh, wow, is it actually?
Yeah, between brains and this.
You know, I always forget that we didn't start brains from the get-go. We were like way
No,
into
we
it.
started-
That was a Cal idea.
I
we
think
did the summary videos.
I think we started... What duel did we start with Brains?
It had to be in the 80s.
It was in the 80s.
Yeah.
That's my
No,
bad.
it's fine.
No,
One
that's
of,
my
the,
bad.
one of the first duels we picked was Windy Soulburner. I remember that.
That's crazy, dude.
Did we do
picked
light?
Windy.
Windy
Yeah.
Soul
Did we
Burner?
do Lightning Blood Shepherd? Did we end up doing
I need to
that?
sit with my back.
We might have.
Oh, my
God,
God.
dude.
Incredible. I needed back support. Sorry.
So we're gonna go through some supers.
Yeah.
I'll pretend to be Dylan. Go ahead.
Should I? Should I pull?
Come on, Wayne. What's going on? Yeah, so I guess we'll jump to some super
Oh my
since
God,
Dylan left
just,
the
that's excessive.
area of links.
Well, save my thing for when
Yeah,
Dylan's
so we'll
here.
save that. So Patrick Karanjeet donated $5.
Thank
Oh,
you,
yeah.
Patrick.
It said, long time no see. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Arc 5 Pendulum event is crazy. I got 3 Sky Iris and 3 Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon along with the 3 structure decks.
Ooh, that's
That
awesome.
sounds
So
crazy,
Arc
dude.
5 World is going on right now in
In
Duel
Duel
Links,
Links,
right?
yeah.
So that's the thing that Dylan
Go,
played
bro.
all day yesterday. I believe it
I
was.
was playing it all day
Yeah.
yesterday.
Hell yeah.
Did you pull anything good?
I didn't save up a lot of gems for it because I wasn't
Well,
playing
I
all
think he
that
spent
much.
like 8,000 gems yesterday. Yeah.
Well, that's not like too big of a number for a new box, but
That one guy, it was he said he's like the king of Duel Links on Twitch. He like rated him. The guy had like 4,000 people watching.
my God, dude.
That guy, I watched him for, he was pretty entertaining. I watched him for like 45 minutes. The amount of money he just dropped, like it was nothing.
You gotta spend money to make money, bro.
He makes that money back in like 10 minutes of streaming.
It was
That's like
crazy.
Who's on
yeah.
that?
The Duel Links meta guy.
It's like, yeah, it was like the guy that is the Duel Links person.
Yeah.
He was just dropping money left and right. He's like, yeah, let's just open this $100. And I was just like, huh, what do you need?
Thank
Cleared out one
you
of the boxes
for
I
the
saw him, and I was
dono.
like, that's so much money.
Yeah.
My guy's
And he's like, yeah, I'm doing it for you guys. And he doesn't even build it up like Dylan does where he goes like card by card.
He's like-
he just skips it and it goes
Yeah.
right to what's new. And I'm just like, man, you don't even,
he doesn't even care.
there's not even
dude.
any excitement. There's no build up
He
here.
makes it back in 10 minutes of streaming.
Oh,
Like
that's
if I
insane. Nah,
had
he
that
definitely
money,
does.
I would spend it as well.
I was shook. Let's go to Nicholas Horton donated £5.
Thank you, Nick.
Thank you.
And
Nick.
said so much super Sentai and magical girl stuff in this episode and the
Sentai, probably.
and the extended summary for episodes 67 and 68.
I don't know what magical girl is. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Like
But-
magical girl shows like Sailor Moon.
Oh, that's like-
Tokyo Mew
okay,
Mew,
like
that's
the genre,
a
Like,
yeah.
and it was like the
Roman's
costume
outfit.
idea.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is
Yeah.
straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta talk about that. She was just strapped to a board,
Yeah.
like where you would normally throw knives
Casually.
at someone, and it was just
Very
like,
casually
no
strapped
problem.
With
on
duct tape.
The aliens captured her. I don't
If this
know.
was
Bro,
Brains,
those aliens
if
were
this
scary,
was Brains,
man.
that would have been
I was-
very like
oh, she would have been,
nonchalant,
she would
you
have
know?
died.
Yeah.
That would have been that.
We would have been like, oh, this is expected.
Yeah, they're just gonna cut her right open.
Jesus.
Like they did
Yeah,
to
like
Earth.
they did to
Earth.
Earth.
Yeah. Oh, spoiler.
I'm not watching this.
No,
You know,
you-
I've already committed to
If
not
I
watching
had-
it.
watch
no,
it.
watch
No.
Watch it.
I'm googling what happens in that regard.
No. If I had to say watch
Everyone's ruined something.
Watch like I give you a
No
handful
shot.
of scenes to watch from that show. That Earth scene is one of them.
Yeah.
That
shot.
scene is insane.
I'll just
That
Google,
is
I'll
a
just Google
deep,
Red Sea.
dark-
It'll flood out of your head by the time you go to bed, and then you'll
No,
sit there
honestly,
and
Judge,
watch.
I don't remember. I remember everything you guys told
Judge,
me.
you should watch
I know Playmaker is undefeated. I don't need to watch the show.
Yeah, that's fine. That's not a big deal.
You just need to watch his duels.
I'm just gonna Google all these things. I'm gonna look. Blue Angel dies. Concrete.
Blue Angel
freaking
dies
Earth stuff,
on the concrete.
Earth thing.
Bronze
Labar.
dies.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
That
look
was one
up
of your
this,
best
Guys.
lines. That was one of your best lines.
Janochi dies. I gotta look up to.
But thank you, Nicholas, so much for that donation.
What else I like?
X-Slayer donated $2
Thank you, X.
and said, "Bless the God,
Oh, yeah.
Salaryman
Yeah,
Calzo, or else be snapped."
The God, Salaryman.
I'm not
Calzo.
blessing him.
Bless the God,
X-Slayer,
Salaryman.
I'm not blessing him. Just so you know.
X-Slayer,
You got
if
it.
you ever come here, you could see how gigantic it is and terrifying it is.
Salaryman
In
Calzo's
person.
shrine.
No, not
We
at all.
don't do it
It's
enough
after your
justice
shrine.
here on
I
camera.
can't. There's too much power in this chair.
Oh, that's not true.
No, that is very
I should do
true.
it from over there.
Yeah. So, did you announce what you got?
No,
Now I have no.
No.
Now I
Not
remember I was told this was a thing, but I didn't think it was serious.
Yes.
Oh, it's
Of course
serious.
it's serious.
This is Roman
Don't call me shit.
curry. Is that correct?
No, it's Prima Guitarna curry.
Prima Guitarna curry. We actually have pink curry, courtesy
Well,
of.
as pink as I could get it.
As pink as-
It's
as
not,
pink as
not
she could get
as
it.
pink as I would like it.
I mean, this is
Prima
insane.
Guitarna curry.
This is my first. Raise your hand if this is your first curry experience.
No.
Like in
that's it.
life? No.
Wait, really?
Just the two
Oh.
of you. Why am I not
You know what,
surprised?
Dylan?
I'm not surprised
it's
it's
you
Dylan.
two?
Yeah, no.
Why
I was-
am I not surprised it's them two out of the 6 of them?
I was really hoping that everyone.
Me
said
too.
no.
I, you know,
Shot.
I honestly, I expected
White
Pete
people.
to raise his hand. Nick T, he's just a man of culture. Nick T,
Yeah,
would
Nick
make-
T's just a man of
I
culture.
said white people.
Oh, man. This is the first time I've had pink curry.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, it's not entirely, like I said, it's as pink as I could make it. I
It
emptied,
look,
like,
on the screen it looks very
Oh, I
pinkish
believe
red.
it.
does it?
Yeah, it does.
But, like, I emptied, like, the entire food coloring thing into it, and it, like, barely turned color. So I was
Food coloring. That's not edible.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just pink.
Basically, what she did is she took a bunch of pink crayons and she melted them down, poured it in. So that's
We're
fine.
also going to
That's
test. This is also going to be a YouTube video that I'm going to upload later. Is the curry in Sevens explodable in real life? So
Wait,
we are,
what?
Oh my
we are
god.
going to take. We
That's
are
how
going
we
to take a
bring back.
match.
That's how we bring back Kitchen's Corner.
I'm just
Oh,
gonna
I
go
love
hide my
it.
laptop real quick, and then we can try that.
God, I'm so hungry.
I'm
So
gonna
what is
specifically
curry?
Not hide.
Can you
Oh
explain
my
what curry
God,
is for the
bro.
people? I'm sure there's a lot of people out
It's
there that
kind
don't
of
know
like,
it.
okay, you've had beef stew before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
It's sort of like that,
Correct.
but thicker with a lot more spices.
Yes.
Is it going to be a lot on my tongue?
No, it's
No,
not like
it's-
spicy.
Dylan can't
It's
handle
like
both his
flavorful
chicken
spice,
fingers.
not like
It's flavorful spicy, not like
Herbs and
vinegar
spices.
spicy.
yeah.
This is one of these things they would do on the like
Is this blue
Hell's
rice?
Kitchen,
No.
and it'd be like you have
The
to
rice is
identify
white.
each ingredient by taste.
Yeah, if you
As
can't do it, you're
normal.
done.
Yeah.
Wait, so what is this?
This is
So you have
rice.
an eater.
Oh.
We're on a date.
You can't have curry without rice.
No, you can't.
Coach, imagine being on a date and this is what you see across the table.
That's hot, dude.
As we still prepare
How
our
did you see
meals,
that?
I do want to read a very I actually read it to the team here before we got started. Ccapacappuuu donated $10 before we went live, and it was a very, very nice message. So happy to spend my 22nd birthday with you guys. And,
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Happy
birthday, man.
birthday.
We're gonna do a song after he's done with the
Yeah.
dono.
and what better way than watching an arc finale of Sevens? I'm on vacation in Virginia and get this
Sick.
little treat to end the day as a bonus. Thank you for the awesome birthday present, guys. You're amazing.
Oh, that was
That's
so
very nice.
sweet.
Thank you.
Ccapacappuuu, thank you. We gotta sing
Thank
a happy
you, sir.
We got
birthday.
the speed version.
3, 2, 1. Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to you.
you.
Happy
Happy
birthday to you. Happy birthday, Ccapacappuuu. Happy birthday to you.
We've nailed that speed version. man.
Whoever thought of that, you guys are geniuses.
Happy birthday, my
Song
friend.
but faster.
I will come across this
No, I'm
table
just-
and I will murder you.
I'm just saying.
I've already had enough of Nick T tonight.
The man got here late and we're already done.
I had enough Nick T for years.
Hey, just for the record, I created it. So, you're welcome.
I respect.
Hey, thank
I think
you.
when you created me, I'm like, now you took it away.
That's
Yeah.
fifth arc 5. There's the connection to the manga.
Oh my god.
And with that, I'm
no.
going to the bathroom.
Oh. Hey, this guy's got a twisted mind. My God. Happy birthday, C. I'm gonna read a few more. Dark Emperor J, thank you for the $2 donation. What if the next episode is Yugioh B-Day and siblings are going to surprise him?
Thank you.
But seriously, I think the next arc will focus more on Roman and Gakuto. Also, off topic, Access Code did not get an attack name. So how's this? Access Termination. Sounds good to me.
That sounds dope.
Yeah, I'm surprised Access Code didn't get an attack name. One of the more... Is it getting reprinted? No, it didn't get reprinted, right?
I don't follow TCG.
Yeah, I don't follow as much as I should.
Is that the trading card game?
Yes.
That's what TCG stands for?
Yes.
Oh,
it
so
is.
like Pokemon TCG.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, Del, where can I get Pokemon cards, you know?
I don't actually.
Target.
Target?
They sell out.
Target.
I think they sell
You
out.
can actually though.
Hobby
You can.
Lobby.
But yeah, hopefully they
I
reprint
don't
it.
think so.
Dark
I mean,
Emperor.
you might have like a game shop near you guys.
Hobby
The
Lobby.
closest. I
Hobby
don't think-
Master's closed, bro. That was
Hobby
a play.
Master's
You guys
closed.
remember Hobby Master?
Yeah, the
That was
closest
a
one right
yeah,
now is
yeah.
in Woodbridge, and it's tiny.
Let's go. Right now.
So what?
Right now?
What are these?
It's
Right
Um,
now?
kind
what
of
are these
weird,
things?
but it's cool.
These are potatoes. This is a carrot. And
I
this is
can't
beef.
Dylan, I can't, man.
What
Well,
are
you
these?
can you not identify?
Some of the shit Dylan says, man.
Okay, first of all, I'm,
You
I'm
uncultured swine.
No, I'm literally like slightly colorblind, so that's why I'm having trouble.
No.
Like,
Oh, they,
alright,
no,
nah.
I can see in the sauce they do all look the same. The carrots and the potatoes could be mixed up. I get it.
No, they no. Why do you gotta agree with him? Just why?
Someone's got to be.
That man just came back from vacation. You know, you gotta.
Yeah, I'm still jet lagged. Thank you.
Homie, that
Yeah,
was, homie, that
totally.
was 3 days ago.
San and Vaughn, thank you. Thank you for another $2 donation and the 100th Talking Yu-Gi-Oh podcast.
That is crazy.
This
dude.
may be the best birthday present I've ever received.
Oh, stop.
Ah,
The Duel Monsters dub premiered on my second birthday. The original Duel Monsters ended on my 5th. It must be destined that I'm forever tied to Yu-Gi-Oh. Obviously, you are forever tied to Yu-Gi-Oh. That's crazy.
Here, since you're
Nice.
hungry.
He's got
Okay,
it.
thank you, my man.
Okay,
Thank you.
I'm coming up for the cash.
For the dono.
Would you like a water?
I'm no Evan Ingram.
Oh, I have one.
Oh, you have one.
I'm nervous. This looks pink.
Dylan.
Does
Right?
it?
Yeah. I'm also slightly colorblind.
Dylan, remember you're on camera, so whatever you do.
So funny. I'm also slightly colorblind.
Woo!
You better not say this is spicy.
You realize I said this, where I'll say it again.
Did
I
we
called him on the
stop
phone
it?
earlier, and
Just
what I
so-
said to him is,
just so-
Dill,
Yes.
did you make sure I had tomato?
So
He
no
goes,
lime,
yeah, it's
so
fine.
no-
I'm like,
Yeah.
Dill, you don't like
This
chicken
is-
fingers.
Yeah, but this isn't spicy at all.
Look at his
the
face.
slightest.
Look at his face.
It has
That's not
spices.
spicy.
It's there's flavors.
This is my
Flavor.
first ever curry experience.
Me too.
White people.
Yeah, I maintain my position.
I'm with you.
And your position is correct.
As me, Pete, and Nick Tier. Like, yeah, this is-
Now curry's awesome though.
It's good.
I have a food story that I want to share with you guys.
I don't
Oh
hear it.
boy.
Yikes. Which one?
I was eating
There we go.
at a restaurant not too long ago, and
Thank you
I was eating like
for
a
the
burrito.
dono.
I don't know.
and it had something in it. I didn't know what it was,
Okay.
but it had like a real kick. So I was like, they must have put like some
Is
sort
it,
of pepper.
is it honey mustard?
No, it was not honey
Oh,
mustard.
it's ranch.
No, it's not ranch. No, I'm being serious.
Black pepper ranch.
And so I asked because I just ordered it off the menu, so I was like, all right, there's got to be a kick here.
What restaurant?
So I said it was Waku's, and
Oh, okay.
I said, waiter, waitress, I forget who it was. What's in this burrito? Like, what did it come with? There's something very hot in it, right? And she said, oh no, the only thing that's in there besides the meat is avocado. And I've never had avocado before, but
Did you?
God,
Yeah, he made the story.
That's
No,
gotta kick.
no,
No.
he made it up.
no, that's got
No,
a kick,
he
man.
made it
I don't know
up.
if anyone's had avocado.
Avocado is the most mild.
I was enjoying that.
For the dono.
You get-
I refuse
No,
to believe that.
guys, no,
There's no
So
way.
thanks for coming,
There's no
guys.
way
I hope
to
you
do
have a
it.
wonderful
Yeah.
day. Yeah, turn it off.
So,
Okay.
so I-
You go first.
No.
So I've been.
Hey, you got
so
your
far,
leg.
I've been to Walu's. Avocado is in the burrito, but avocado is not spicy, Dill. No, I'm not. No.
Yeah,
Not
I
spicy.
want. No,
I refuse to believe that.
I've been to Walu's.
it's like it's like
There's
it's
nothing
a,
spicy.
it's like it's a fatty. Like it's not like a.
It's on the opposite pH scale from acidic.
Yeah,
I don't know
exactly.
where you're.
I know you're joking, but holy shit.
It's on the opposite scale of Pacific.
Of a P-
Acidic.
Oh, acidic. I was like,
God,
like,
the opposite pH scale of acidic.
Is it Atlantic? Like,
oh
I
my
don't.
god.
I hate you.
Wait, what? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
This guy.
We're already on donos. Do we even get? Oh, we did a few.
I gotta tell
Let's
you.
do some more donos Before Dylan
While
starts
Dylan's
talking.
choking on the hot
No,
curry.
I gotta tell you, this curry got a kick, but it's good.
Oh, Nick T. Cal's on a kick.
Make sure you bring your
It's
water.
delicious though.
Bring your water.
This is incredible.
You know,
Thank
water's not good
No
for
problem.
spice.
This is specifically Japanese curry.
I love
So
it.
if you get like Indian
for
curry
the
or Thai curry, it's
dono.
gonna be a different.
That's what I love about curry is that there's so many cultures that do it slightly differently or vastly
Now,
differently.
is this your first Japanese curry, Nick?
No.
Dang it.
He's really
You
trying to
tried.
relate. This is not
Cal's
where
trying
we're
so
at.
hard to
It's
make
alright,
this.
bro.
Like,
He maintains
kinda-
his position.
Thank you.
Trash is your first
Yeah, actually,
Japanese curry?
when I
Dang
this
it.
wasn't
That's
my
so
first
weird.
time, but I remember I visited my brother in England, and we had only a couple hours before our flight to Denmark. And literally the first minute I land in England, we go to a Japanese restaurant and I get curry. It's like, very English.
What's the difference between Japanese and Indian curry?
It depends on the spices,
Thank you
like
Spices
the
up.
for the
consistency, what's in
dono.
it, all that other stuff,
Okay.
and what it's eaten with too.
I find an Indian curry is
my
a bit
God.
spicier.
Thank you.
Like you're
for
having it
the
right now. It's not
dono.
spicy in the slightest.
Anything I've had Indian before, like, oh, you feel it.
Yeah.
Art thou feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
So, Roman Prima Guitarna curry. Thumbs up, thumbs down?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs
Thumbs
up.
up.
Two
Very
thumbs
good.
up.
Highly recommend. If you have the chance to
Thank
Make
you
prima guitarna curry, I
for the
definitely recommend it.
dono.
Or just curry in general. You know,
You know what I was thinking about the other day?
I've never had regular curry.
it's okay.
Nick T? You
Yeah.
know what I was thinking about the other day?
What?
Korean barbecue.
Wow.
Remember when we went?
Dude, that was great.
I just wanted. I saw it and I was like, I want to go back. Like I just want to.
Let's go back.
Let's go back.
We're going back?
Let's end the stream right now.
Yeah.
Oh, and we're gonna go back?
Yeah.
Go back.
Dill Janeth said that she'll make you Indian curry.
Okay.
Can you experience
And
that?
send it over.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with spice. I'll tell you that
Can someone
much.
hand me a paper towel? Is there a paper
God.
towel in the vicinity?
Oh lord.
Where did we move? Oh,
Oh.
found it.
Pete's got the. Oh my god.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
can you just hand me like one?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Dylan, are you like check? Don't touch your eye, Dylan.
No, I'm not gonna, but
What happened?
I just have an eyelash in my contact.
Oh.
Pop
Oh,
it out.
that's the worst.
I heard the best thing to do is take buffalo sauce and just drip it in the
Yeah.
Judger,
Exactly.
is he lying?
I'm not even getting
No, you start crying and it just comes right
Oh
out.
man.
Okay, I think I beat it.
Nick T, I'm not gonna lie. As painful as it would be, it would probably work.
God.
Right?
I feel like I'm Bowser. I'm gonna spit fire over here.
Are you kidding
I
me?
hate
Oh
him
my
so
God.
much, bro.
You
This
haven't-
is not in the slightest. I specifically made it to not be spicy.
Thank you.
Oh, well, this is also your
I
spoon.
feed this to a baby and it wouldn't eat spicy. Like a unborn baby.
Now I know he's overreacting.
No.
He's beating a dead horse.
No.
No. You are though.
He's dragging it. Limestone.
Yeah, go on.
Hello?
Go on.
Oh, sorry, I forgot we were live. Limestone, thank you.
You were saying?
You were saying.
Thank you, Limestone, for the $10 tip. Sevens really is giving me nostalgia for GX and Zale with all the kooky banana stuff that it did last episode and this one. As the only two that have finished, Zexel and GX. I fully agree with that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, GX season 1 shenanigans.
Well, you guys have both seen a little bit of
Reading
GX
on my
season
side.
1.
Oh yeah.
Why do you
Cyrus.
always, every
eat
time
the same amount.
GX comes up, you
Yeah.
will always get my opinion on what I think of the show?
Well, I think it's
Because you know how strongly you feel about it.
GX gets very good after 101 episodes. I'll tell you
Right.
that.
Alright,
And-
right.
Weight gain.
That's a normal thing you said.
Oh, wow, that's just way too
At
much.
like 3 o'clock.
That's just not good.
Mm.
Ooh, that curry was good.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, very good.
That's a good point, though. Seen that comment from Ibria? You better get better with that.
I'm actually very good.
If Dylan
Are
can't
you?
handle
With
it,
what?
like, I think we'd all be willing to try the food instead.
You can build. You can build it up. You can build it up.
His tolerance?
Start him out with something.
Start with some honey mustard.
No, start him out with something light, like Nashville hot chicken, and we can work his way up.
Yeah, okay.
I think we should start with like spicy mayo.
Oh,
He,
Chipotle
No.
mayo.
apparently, you can handle spicy ketchup, so I'm
That's
not really.
a lie.
That's not what I'm hearing over here.
Oh,
Who said
that's
it?
a lie.
That's not what I'm hearing.
Man.
Oh,
So, I'm kind of losing faith.
If you don't get a good swallow and it just kind of drips in your throat.
There's so much I can do with the meme community there.
You just let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
You gotta wash all that down, man.
Let it go. Let it go. I'm just keep saying let it go because me and Cal.
Let it go.
Limestone, thank you very much. And of course, we are enjoying our food with all of you, lovely human beings. We still have 68 to talk about. We still have 69 to talk about. And we have a cake to formally celebrate
God damn it.
100 episodes of this
they got it. Yeah.
segment.
I wasn't even there for that.
You guys are incredible. The fact that we've reached 100 is amazing. And,
Awesome.
here's to 100 more. But we will get into that a little later on. Maddie and Dylan, who we already thanked, thank you for the $100 donations, each of you.
That's insane.
You guys are amazing. Thank you both. Mega Karibo, thank you for the Satan tip. 666. In terms of arcs, I'd rank them as maximum
Yeah.
Battle Royale,
Interesting. Okay. And then
Goha siblings,
Alright, I think that's the consensus.
Birth
That's
of
fair.
Rush Duels, Asana arc. I
Wow.
enjoyed this arc overall, but it felt like Luke's duels were very repetitive. I feel like I'll like it more looking back on it though. Hyped for arc 6. Very fair list.
Yeah.
If you switch maximum and Goha siblings, that's my list actually exactly.
Well, I mean,
Very
I think
fair list.
consensus we all agree the top 3 are maximum battle royale and Goa. Is that true or no?
You have it as your lowest, right? Battle Royale.
Oh yeah, she
Yeah.
does like okay. So other than Entame. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Which is fair,
That's
especially
fair.
given
No, it's fair. I'm
the
just for
the Gohan 66
Thank
stuff
you
and
for
The
the
Gohan 66
dono.
Horrendous.
Yeah.
54213. Let's see.
You're back to the 542.
Mega Karibo, thank you. I mean, the Goha double
I know what
six
you're
was.
saying, but I'm just not proud.
It was rough.
542.
We had high hopes,
54213.
I did.
and they
Oh, okay, yeah.
they went down the drain.
And I know I've seen some people say, well, Top of Hexagon outside of Mimi was not meant to be anything. And I agree. So I don't get mad about Top of Hexagon because they weren't meant to be anything. Outside of Mimi, I don't even think there were 5 voice actors hired. The thing that
Yeah.
right, there were 3 that were playing 5 of the characters. So they were clearly were never going to be anything. The thing that annoys me about Goha Double Six is the main leader. His voice actor is one of like the most well-known voice actors in the industry. Phenomenal voice actor. They introduced him approaching Hunt in such a creepy way. He really could have been a real SOB, and they went a very, very comedic route with that group, and didn't really land for me. So Goha Double Six was definitely up, even though the Battle Royale arc was my second favorite. That was definitely one of the low points of the arc, I thought.
Very good.
But I think a majority of people would have 2, 4, 5 as their top 3. A majority of people.
Which one's 2?
Maximum.
Oh, yeah.
54213.
Is that yours?
Yeah.
5, 4, 2, 1, 3.
Yeah.
So me and Gal actually have the same exact rankings for our.
That's why I said it to you before and you just didn't hear me say it.
I didn't know you were. I thought you were malfunctioning.
54213.
What's he?
KFBR 3.
He's Calzo, he's a robot. He's Kaizo, he's a robot.
Dell. KFBR 392. KFBR 3.
Yeah, we already knew.
man, what the
It's my car.
Oh my God.
Is that it for the links?
Is that how the kids next day?
Great.
Wait, what?
No, let me keep going through
No, there was
this.
a couple more links.
Dude, I love when Dylan shuts the screen between every link there, and I was like, oh, you still have more.
Solid Stack, thank
Yeah.
you for the $4 in tips. I appreciate it, my friend. Hey, y'all, going through some extremely difficult times, but this podcast is always fun. Was so great to see the Sevens gang playing Dress Up for Fun, even though I wish Gakuto used his Gakuching outfit. Hope we can talk soon, Dill. And really wish Swirly was the 6th, though. That would have been amazing. Also, not gonna lie, was hoping when Mimi interrupted at the end, it would be to say that she had experience running Goha and would be the new president, LMAO. That's what I
Yeah,
thought.
I thought that's what I
Me
was doing
too.
as
No,
well.
Exactly
I
what
did
I
too.
thought.
No, I did too. Hoping next arc has more Mimi. Obviously, Solid Stack, a big Mimi fan. First of all, sorry to hear you're going through a difficult time, man. That sucks. I hope whatever you're going through is not, super, super serious in terms of, life or death or anything like that, man. But, I just keep your head up, man. You're a good dude. I've known you for a long time.
I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm
Wow.
good.
Known you since the Arc 5 days, man. So we've been through a lot together. Those old Discord days. But no, man. I hope everything's going well. We'll definitely catch up soon. And thank you so much for the donations, man. For your sake, I hope Mimi wins the duel. That's it.
Yeah.
The bar is low. You just got to win a duel.
Just win a duel.
Yeah.
That's it.
For her
I
stock.
have faith.
she
I have
needs to-
faith.
Do you? Because I don't. I genuinely, and not to make Thor feel any worse, I don't believe Mimi will ever win a duel.
Do you think she's like them paying
not
homage to the old Yu-Gi-Oh series by having one girl duelist that's just incompetent?
I think she's a write-in for us.
Right in. Oh yeah, for the adults that are watching Sevens.
Oh, nice.
Isn't it a coincidence that this whole time we're like, oh, it's swirly, it's swirly. And she's like, it's swirly, and they're like, wrong.
You know what?
Yeah,
You're
you
right.
just
You're
said
right.
the podcast, you thought you were right.
They're, you know what? They're watching Dill, and they're
They're
like,
basing it
who
on
can
what
we
we
have?
said.
Who can we have say it? Who can we have say that it's not him? And that's what they did.
There's somewhere out there, I think some Studio Bridge exec is just looking and going, these idiots. When they're
These
when
idiots.
they're
You're
rising.
reading there, right? We'll just change it real quick.
They literally hear the things we say, and it's like,
And they do the opposite.
this is yeah.
Write that down.
Oh,
Write
no.
that
Or they
down.
listen. Write it down, that's
They
good.
listen
Write that
and
down,
then,
write
and then
that down.
play.
Especially the beginning of an arc where like Dill makes his crazy theories. Oh, no
It
one
went
believes
from Nick Yagi not being anything to Nick Yagi literally winning a duel.
Yeah,
That was weird.
that was weird.
That was weird.
I think Nick D put that into
it was
existence.
literally the
I
episode
manifested
that
it,
our
yeah.
bet was running out, and he had a non-speaking role. That was a pan
One
shot.
episode.
Yep,
That was weird.
that was crazy.
I don't believe the theory that someone from Konami or Studio Gallup or Studio Bridge, excuse me, watches this podcast. I don't believe that
You
theory.
only need one. You only need one person.
But that was weird. The thing is, like, if you... And I hate saying this because I hope I don't come off as arrogant or anything.
Well.
But if you type in Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s on YouTube, this podcast probably is one of the top search results.
they could
My
find it
channel
easily.
is probably one of the top search results.
Yeah, they could find it easily.
And so if anyone does search it on YouTube, it's not like there's 20 different Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s podcasts.
Yeah.
This is the only one that I know of in the world. I think there's only like, at least that I know of, and you can corroborate with me, I think there's only like 5 or 6 different people that make reviews on the episodes.
Yeah.
So,
it'd be easy to find.
yeah. It would be easy to find. Again, it's not like we're doing a sports podcast.
Yeah, but even if they did find it, doesn't mean obviously they take what we say into consideration. But I would
No.
think it was funny if like
of
the
course
whole
not.
time there was little hints that like we as the like not even we as the audience, us as like us as consumers are like Mimi is a write-in for us, and like every blunder she has is like poking fun at us.
Yeah. Her getting very excited when Dark Magician Girl got summoned. Like all of us. Judge's face on the thumbnail. Yeah. It was a great moment.
we watched that together.
Yeah, we
I
did.
wanted to watch
Yeah.
it, and I'm there, and I remember just being like, "Oh my god,
Yeah,
That was a good moment.
I went crazy."
That was a really good moment, yeah.
That
we'll
was-
see
that
what
was So nostalgic.
Thank
it was. We'll see what the sixth arc
for
brings.
the
I'm very
dono.
excited. I really am.
I really am.
Through 67 episodes, I never thought I would be enjoying this show as much as I
Yeah,
am.
I agree.
Oh yeah, no, I totally agree.
Yeah. I think actually most people who are watching the show still and are enjoying it on a week-to-week basis probably have that same sentiment.
Yeah.
That they wouldn't have envisioned enjoying the show this much.
Yeah, we didn't think that a couple of years ago. At
No, I was
I
very...
hey, look,
Well,
I knew as soon as I saw Menzaburo, I was like, let's go.
I know, man, my boy.
Yeah.
Where's he been?
Yeah.
Hey, where has he been?
he had a couple of scenes in this episode.
Yeah, so did everybody
Thank
though.
you
Oh, there you go, that's
for
where
the
he's been.
dono.
Yeah, it doesn't quite explain that.
He's
though.
still recovering, man.
Gonna
He
keep-
lost his girl.
Gonna
Did
keep
love
going through link donations. We also, chat, we do have 50, 68, and 69, by the way, to get through. So we still have a lot to go over in
Yeah,
terms
we
of
do.
new summaries and where we're going next. And Dredger actually has a great question for us that we are going to answer.
what?
Maybe during dinner. You
What?
asked it at the end of the Monday night stream, and I thought it was a very fascinating question. And because we are within
I was like half asleep.
11 weeks, really 10 weeks of Jump Festa, within 3 months of really the year coming to an end, which is crazy. The question was, how long do you think Sevens will last?
Oh, I did ask that.
And I think
Right.
because this is the end of the arc, Jump Festa is right around the corner, pretty much. And there's still a good amount of people that believe this show really is ending early 2022.
No.
I think it'll be good to go around the table, poll the chat, so another poll is going to come out. We're going to do that in probably about 2 to 3 minutes. But before we get into that, a couple more donations. Ivrea, thank you for the $2 tip. Really appreciate it. Last time Entame was on was one of my first podcasts. I told Entame...
Oh wow, really?
I told Entame
Yeah.
the 2 things that Ivrea remembered from that podcast. The only 2 things. None of them Yu-Gi-Oh! Related.
Pie.
They both had to do with Entame. her pieing me in the face, and her calling me a twink. those were the two things that I remembered. I was like, well, that was a good first impression. Oh, jeez, oh man. Ivrea, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being around. Thank you for being you. Solid Snack, thank you for another $2 tip. Random question: which character from each anime would you remove? My picks: Bobasa from Duel Monsters. I don't even remember Bobasa.
Bobasa.
What?
I don't know what Bobasa is.
I gotta
Look it up.
him
Is that Barbosa from...
Captain Barbosa?
Yeah,
from,
right?
Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
Oh.
Let me see.
Who is this guy?
What? Who
that
is
guy.
this guy?
He's the guy in the Egyptian arc that helped them get from. No, I
I did
know
not
who it
even
is.
remember his existence.
Yeah.
I want to point out, I was told not to watch the 4th and 5th seasons of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters by this man right here.
Yeah, he leads the player to where the pharaoh. Yeah, he leads
He's
to
in
where
now.
Yami Yugi's name is
Right, Doug?
in the pyramid.
Right.
Yeah, really good arc. I definitely recommend checking it out if you haven't already. GX is Tyranno. 5D's Crow. Wow, that'd be a big
Whoa.
removal.
Well, that's someone in line with you.
Zexel
Yeah.
Tokenosuke. That was one of the members
Tokenosuke.
club
Mm-hmm.
people. Yeah, I'll agree with that. Arc 5 Battle Beast. I like
course.
this guy. Vrain's Blood Shepherd.
Agreed.
Yeah. Sevens
What
Gakuto.
What?
Wow. I'm
What?
surprised at that.
No.
Yeah, I like
We're
that.
moving on. We're moving on.
Yeah.
Hey!
Everybody.
Nobody can do it like that, kid.
Actually, also to remove Tyranno from GX, I didn't really have that much of an issue with Hasselberry either.
Also,
Fine.
Blood Shepherd over
God.
like Naoki.
God, remove
No,
Amon.
because
Darren.
Blood Shepherd
Oh
was
my
a big
God.
disappointment.
Yeah, but you know.
And
And his
Crow?
dueling style.
I will say I would not argue Bobasa. I would not argue Zexel. 5D is. I mean,
As
you
much as
take
you don't
Crow.
like him, you know he's imperative.
yeah, I
talk
know
about
it's
it.
very important.
Talk about it.
Arc 5, I wouldn't argue. Vrain's, I really wouldn't argue. Blood Shepherd wasn't anything.
I'm up in
special to
arms
me.
over that.
Sevens Gakuto is surprising.
Gakuto, I'm up in arms about that.
Yeah.
Everything else, I mean, you have bad taste, but
No, in
That's fair.
Sevens,
On-
in Sevens,
she
right
got
I
it.
agree. Okay, I agree with DM and Zale and Arc 5. I'm not sure about
Oops,
Brains. I
sorry.
don't know who I'd actually remove,
Yeah.
but I agree with DM. I agree with Zale, and I agree with Arc 5. I don't agree with any of the other choices.
I think
Vrain's
Sevens-
I would also agree with.
Sevens, you just remove Yoshio.
Take that back.
It's a very easy removal.
Yeah, I feel like you should remove someone that has a little bit of a role in the show.
Yeah, Yoshio.
I mean that or Nick
I mourn
Yagi.
his departure every day.
Yoshio? Sevens, I
Dylan
would.
would remove Nick Yagi.
I ruin Nick Yagi. I'm with
What?
Though.
No, if I was gonna have to be
Hey,
not a
say
meme,
bye to
I
Swirly.
thought Nick Yagi was
You
fine.
can remove all you want. That's
I'd
fine.
probably remove Mike. Honestly, I'd probably
Oh,
I'd
wow.
probably remove Hunt.
I don't know about
Yeah,
that.
I'd probably remove
That-
Hunt.
mm,
I'd probably remove Hunt.
I don't know.
I really don't like him. I really don't. He's got some dangerous traits. as a
Actually,
young
no. I
adolescent.
would remove
Reminds you of
Gohan double
himself?
6.
Oh,
Gohan
There we
double
go.
6.
Oh,
The
yeah.
whole
Yeah.
thing.
Okay.
All right, you got me. Go
Go on double
Switch.
6.
I'll switch to that.
Yeah, that's fair.
That
Yeah,
man
Jason said it
666.
too. Yeah, I agree.
He said I removed that cheating dishwasher.
Oh, hold on.
Right.
Hey, hang on,
Yeah, I was
hang
like,
on.
Wait a minute.
These two love that guy. They love the fangs. You know what can you say?
Does he have fat? I guess
Yeah,
so,
he has
yeah.
shark teeth.
He does have shark teeth.
Really good question though. I like that.
I'm
I think for Vrains, this might be controversial. This might be extremely controversial.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Why are you gonna go?
This is the podcast for it. Let me tell you that.
I would
Go.
just remove Blue Angel outright.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say
I mean,
that.
if she dies by hitting the concrete,
She doesn't die, bro.
If she dies, she dies.
I
like,
mean,
what was her
No,
purpose?
No, so you remove Awie's eyes entirely.
Like, besides having a link to Akira
Mm-hmm.
for Playmaker to go through, what
Yeah,
else
might
did
as well
she
just not
do
watch
that
the show now.
warranted
No, you should. You
her
should.
being in the show?
I'm least
No.
about the show.
No, I know. I
No,
mean,
this
she
girl
was
don't
very
even get
badly
more
utilized.
But I know these.
She was
names.
very badly utilized.
So what?
Yeah, she was wasted.
Like, I
We're
don't
going
dislike
over 10
her, but
episodes
she
anyway.
didn't have, like, an actual role.
Yeah.
I'm going to. Where are you?
I would still put Blood Shepherd over removing her.
How far are you?
She hit the
Like close
asphalt
to
hard.
40.
Dude, it's rough.
Twice.
It's rough.
2 days.
Twice.
Be right there.
It's like I feel
got it.
like they would have
I'll
done
come-
her
we'll
a
text
better
about it, we'll stuff
job if
together.
they just removed her than to than to throw her against something.
Why do they have
Yeah.
to do that?
Yeah, like why do they have to do that?
You know who else they could remove from Reigns?
Shin Yoshida, that was the Shin Yoshida special.
Yeah, that was the Shin Yoshida special.
Jin remove him from Reigns.
Excuse me?
They like
I mean, I wouldn't argue
Didn't
it.
he
There's
suffer
actually
enough?
It's actually kind of sad. There's a lot of characters you could pick from Reigns that I probably wouldn't really argue with.
How is no one saying Naoki? Are we
I
kidding?
said Naoki.
he's
yeah.
a very
come on.
important character.
I just don't even count him as a character.
Oh yeah, so I decided to watch GX and catch up with Pete. And watch GX with Pete.
I, honestly,
oh yeah, sure.
I-
GX is good.
yeah,
is
GX
good.
gets really good at episode 101. You're in for a
Stop
a
saying
treat.
that.
Pete's on that episode 40. He's stressed.
Please.
No, I liked second season. First season was kind of eh.
Second
but I
season-
liked
Second season was really good around episode 97. I got really
If I have to watch one more antic of show, I'm gonna lose my
No,
mind.
Sayu's voice actor goes off, and
Oh yeah.
it's around
Oh,
episode 98.
Jack.
Definitely look forward to that.
He's,
Yeah, you
he's,
know-
he's 58 away.
What?
He's on 40.
He'll get there.
I'm gonna catch up to Pete. Me and him are gonna suffer together.
If I hear Oni-chan from one more time, I swear to God. It's not even a cute way, though. It's like, bro,
Wait,
you
how many?
spilled
Go
paint
back
on
then.
me.
You like skipped like.
No, I was just looking for what we had left.
Oh,
What-
wow, you so
A
many.
lot,
yeah.
dude.
Oh Jesus.
That's fine. We'll get to them in a little bit. What I want to talk about right now, actually poll time.
Oh,
Gonna send
yeah.
a poll
Thank
to the
you.
chat.
Wow, that was incredible. Thank you again.
Thank you guys very
Thank
much.
you. That
Thank you
was
very much.
delicious.
Incredible. Dylan thought it was a little spicy though.
I can't
You know-
can't believe you actually thought it was a little spicy. I bought like the
He bought my. She like had to go buy special seasoning for Dylan.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Right, Dylan.
Okay.
oh you're
Oh,
not done.
Pete, yeah, man,
This
still
is
grinding.
something where if you are in belief, and there are still a lot of people that are, by the way, if you are in belief that Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens is coming to an end this spring, which AKA is about 5.5 months away, even though we have gotten no announcement whatsoever, your last gasp is Jump Festa. Unless they announce Yu-Gi-Oh! 8 at Jump Festa, or they announce that the show is ending, the show is not ending in 2022, in my opinion. Does anyone here on the panel of the 6 that we have, does anyone believe that Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s will end in spring of 2022 and will end up being about 85 to 90 episodes?
No.
Does anyone believe that?
No,
No.
it's ending 2021. Shadow Rumsa.
I think the big reason, I think there were a lot of reasons why a lot of people believe that. I think the biggest one,
Don't wink at me.
I didn't wink at you. It
It was on camera,
no,
dude.
My contact's been bothering me. I think the big reason was that random site said it was going to end in spring of 2022.
Yeah.
Even though that site has changed since then. It now says TBA.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people put way more stock into that than they should have.
Right. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, wrongly so. And I think that's what's caused a lot of people to believe it's ending in 2022. Here's the thing with when a Yu-Gi-Oh! Show ends, looking at precedents. I'm a precedent kind of guy. When Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 came to an end, they let us know it was 9 months prior to when Arc 5 ended. In June of that year, and remember, Arc 5 ended in March, so June to March, 9 months. In June of the prior year to when Arc 5 ended, an article came out, hey, Arc 5's ending in the spring of next year.
Yeah.
When Reigns ended shockingly earlier than anyone really expected.
Right.
But at least in July, they let us know that Yu-Gi-Oh! 7 was in production. They already kind of parted the ship. And I think the reason they had to announce that before Jump Festa, we were in Red Bank.
Yeah.
The reason they had to announce that in Jump Festa, before Jump Festa, was because they knew Reigns wasn't going to make it to Jump Festa.
Right.
That's why I think they had to announce that, hey, we're working on something way earlier than Jump Festa.
What did we do for that time in between?
It was a filler arc.
Oh, yeah.
It was a
There
filler
a filler
arc.
arc.
was
It was
rough.
tough.
It was
It was
rough.
very tough.
We did a lot of lists, I remember.
We did.
Yeah.
we did Jackbox, I think, a couple times.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, Pumpkin and
Quite a few
Gingerbread were
times,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
After Darks.
But I'm interested. When do you guys think it's going to end? Do you guys think it will go the 3 years until 2023? Do you think it could go beyond 3 years? I mean, what do you guys think?
I personally don't think it's likely it'll go beyond the 3 years. I really do. I think 150 episodes or so is a fair amount. I'm thinking another 80.
I'd say that.
Bring us a year and a half or so.
Mm-hmm.
I think it could go to 24.
Really?
I think with the introduction of rush duels, they'll try to keep it around as long as they can because it's a brand new part of the game. They're going to try and get people in it.
Yeah.
The longer it's around, the more eyes that get to see it.
Guess, yeah.
I think it could go to like spring of 24.
Spring of 24, a whole extra year.
I don't fully disagree with him.
I don't fully disagree.
I think this show could
Like
be
a
viewed
March,
as a Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters show, where that show, of course, went 224 episodes, then GX went 180, before we got to our normal 3-year period, which Vrains broke, by the way, because it didn't even make 3 years. I could see Sevens going close to 200 episodes because it's that introductory series.
Yeah.
I also could see it going the traditional 3 years and ending at about 140, 145.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be fascinating to see how long the show goes. But I think I think it'll be fully confirmed when Jump Festa comes and goes without an announcement.
Right.
That, hey, we're not getting Yu-Gi-Oh! 8. Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s is not ending. We're in this for another year, for better or for worse.
For better or worse.
Pete, do you have any thoughts on this?
To me, I think spring 2023 is kind of where it's lining up. It just makes sense. It's usually these shows.
Oh, okay, that made it.
Nice.
2 for 2.
I feel like that would be a way to do it. They take maybe a little bit of a break here because maybe we have to get used to some breaks with this new studio. I know Gallup didn't do it that way, but maybe that's how this will happen with Bridge. And then in the fall, they could pick up like kind of traditional TV. Then they'll pick up and then just continually run for 3 years after that.
Yeah, it's interesting. Very good point. Dredge, you're kind of new to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Sphere.
Yeah.
Especially the live Yu-Gi-Oh! Sphere. So you don't have much experience in terms of, being around when, Vrains is shockingly ending and anything like that. But, I mean, what do you feel about Sevens? Just as a show, how do you feel it?
I think the show is doing a good job of opening up options for itself, especially as, Cal and Pete said. It's a whole new game, so you can market it, you can really build on it.
Yep.
I'd have to see it, again, 5Ds went, 150?
154.
How many? 154. What Duel Monsters went,
220?
2 went obviously the most.
224.
GX then went 180.
Yeah.
Vrains is
120.
120, a little lower. But I think if you look at the average between all the shows, it looks like 150 seems like the ballpark.
Yeah.
Kind of like Nick T said, that would kind of line up with spring of 23.
Yeah.
Unless it really hits off even more so, I don't think they'd extend it past that. They probably want to try something new come, obviously a little longer after that. But overall, it's got a lot of marketability. It's something new. We knew Duel Monsters the whole 5-card setup.
Right.
5D did that with the riding duel. Now you have a whole. You have three slots. What are you gonna do? You can play multiple monsters. So I think they can really market that well. So that's why 150 seems plausible.
It does.
Yeah.
You did bring up a good point, though. I mean, granted, yes, this is the 7th show, but it is sort of a
It's a reset.
it is a reset. So they could give it the Duel Monster treatment because this is a new sort of it's a new format. It could be a new approach. Like, hey, for that first. This is the first show for the new generation of Yu-Gi-Oh! Watchers, maybe. And, maybe give it the full treatment and then, sort of follow suit.
Imagine if it only went 7 arcs and that was it. Like
So
they kept the Sevens theme and they said, here's 7 arcs,
That's a
done.
good book.
That'd be, well, actually, if that happened, it would end spring 2022.
Yeah.
And
That would be crazy, wouldn't it be?
it would be.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was thinking,
Jump
the
I'm
end of the
sure you have a
Right.
lot of opinions on this because you're very
Yeah.
active in the community and whatnot, as am I. Where do you stand on this whole 2-year, 3-year, 4-year thing? What are you leaning towards? What do you believe?
I think they might keep to the 3 years. Like, it'll probably end 2023. Is my guess. But I think there's a lot of other things besides precedent that we have to take into account.
Yeah.
Like COVID, for example.
Yeah.
Let's not forget Sevens went into hiatus twice.
10 weeks in total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 138 is where it could go for 3 years.
True.
Yeah. So, having Sevens, okay, because of COVID and how hard it hit Japan, it hit Japan hard, and it also hit Japan a lot earlier than it hit us, and it also hit it a lot worse than it hit us.
Right.
So it's we have to take that into account, and because a lot of companies or whatever have lost basically 3 months of time that they're never gonna get back. And that's the same for Sevens, and it's the same for a lot of other studios. It's the same for a lot of companies in Japan. They've lost 3 months of time they're never gonna get back, which means everything sort of tilted 3 months off schedule now. And that's unfortunate, but is what it is. So, like, a new Yu-Gi-Oh takes around at least a year, a year and a half to a year to produce. And this is like pre-production before we even hear anything about it.
Yeah.
For them to like, design the characters, make new, write the storyline, and like get everything rolling basically. So for everyone to be like, oh, Sevens is ending in spring of 2022, which is next. For some reason, I was like, 2021's next year, right? This year.
We lost a year.
I know.
Yeah.
We lost 2 years.
We lost 2
honest.
years, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so like for them to say that Sevens is going to end spring of 2022 would mean that as soon as they got Sevens out the door in 2020, they had to have started pre-production for the next series.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like if you think about it, especially with COVID, like there's no way. There's no way.
Yeah.
3 months that they're not going to get back.
Yeah. That's a great point, actually.
I forgot we
Yeah.
had a hiatus.
Twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 5-week hiatuses.
What, after episode 9 was the second one, right?
Both were in the first 13 episodes.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
that.
After that, we've been
Episode
sailing.
5 and episode 9.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a great point, and I think we're all in agreement here that the 2-year rumors, none of us really buy into it. I'm very interested to see where the community stands on this. Let's see. So let's see the poll results. So
Yeah.
just takes a little bit of a delay. Is it up there for you?
It's already up for us.
Okay,
yeah.
so 68% believe 2023 with us. So about 2/3 of you guys believe it'll be a 3-year show. 16% believe that it could be 4 years or beyond.
Yeah.
It's possible.
And then 14%, so that's still about 12 or 13 people that voted still believe that this is going to be a 2-year
Yeah, it's
anime.
like 1 in 8, right?
So yeah, that's about 1 in 8. Yeah. So there's a lot more people than I realized. I think that really do think Sevens is in its in its climax here. Really,
Yeah.
That think there's only about 24 episodes left.
I think if that happened, though, it would be really bad news in the sense that, all right, the show ends, maybe it ends great. But as, Entame said, like, if we're not hearing anything about another show, that kind of gives me some worry that, is there another show?
Well, that's why Jump Festa would be so crucial.
Yeah.
And that's why I said that Jump Festa, in my opinion, is really, I think, the last gasp of air for people that either want it to be a 2-year show or really are betting money that it's going to be a 2-year show. Because to me, if Jump Festa comes and goes and December is ending and there's no news on Sevens ending, Arc 5, remember, Arc 5 was a mess, gave us 9 months, production mess, gave us 9 months of a heads up that this show is ending.
Brains did so too.
Vrains, I believe, did so as well.
Yeah.
I think they gave us like 2 months. So Vrains was a little shorter, but 3 months prior, they set us new shows in production.
Right.
If we get through Jump Festa, and it's 2022, and there's no news on Sevens ending, and there's no news on a Yu-Gi-Oh! 8.
And you're at least looking September at the earliest.
Yeah, I think at that point, you probably have to say, okay, it's now definitely a 3-year show.
Yeah.
Still, though, a lot of people that believe, maybe hoping that it will be a 2-year show, and it's going to be very interesting. It'll be very interesting.
Yeah, and it's like, even if, and here's what I think, right? Like, even if Sevens does end in 2022, which I don't believe, but let's say that it does.
Yep.
Do you really think they're actually going to go back to master format?
No.
I want you to think
Oh
about
my
how
God.
much money Konami has poured, not Konami, but like,
Yeah. I mean,
like not just Konami, because, TV Tokyo and Shueisha also hold the IP rights and they're in charge of the anime. But basically all the IP holders have poured so much money into marketing Rush Duels, like physically, and also the anime, all the merch that's come out, the events, and it's like,
Yeah, it
Do
would
you really think the next Yu-Gi-Oh will be about Master Format and not Rush?
No,
It's
definitely.
also been extremely successful. It's not like it bombed. And they're
Yeah.
like, well,
Yeah.
you know what? We tried
The
this.
video
it doesn't
game
work.
sold very well.
I mean, it's killing it. It's killing the Nico ratings.
Right.
Everything is doing well.
That's why I think 24. Like, I think they're going to extend it longer than the 3 years.
So you're flipping on like, yeah, they're gonna extend it because of COVID, because it makes sense. If it's
Not
doing
even
so
because
well.
of COVID.
Because
I
of
think
new
just
product.
because it's brand new, like Dylan said, almost the Duel Monsters treatment, because it's something brand new. You can add in the COVID extension if you want, and then also that it's doing so well, they're gonna keep pushing it. Like, why would they just be like, all right, you know, Sevens is over, Rush Duels is all right, part of the game now, but it's not what we're focusing on anymore. We're doing something else.
Yeah.
And
Well,
why make a new Rush Duel show if you already have one?
right.
Exactly.
Well, here's the thing. To what you said, I completely agree. I see on Twitter a lot and on 4, and that's why, man, my happiness when I stay off social media is just
oh, yeah.
stay off social. Do
Oh, yeah.
yourself a favor. Stay off social media. But I'll see people say, "Oh, we need a real Yu-Gi-Oh anime back." I'm like, listen, even if Sevens ends,
So you're not gonna get what you
they're
want.
not going back to Master Duel.
They're not
Not for
going
a
back
while,
to
at
Gallop.
And they're not going back to Gallop, so it's not going to even look the same. And like, listen, the reason that I don't think they're going back to Master Duel format is because Master Duel format is still selling incredibly well.
Of course,
It's still
it's a classic.
doing incredibly well. They don't need to use their
anime.
biggest and best marketing tool, which for 20 years has been the anime. They no longer need, and they probably haven't since 5Ds, if we're going to be honest.
Yeah.
They no longer need to use the animated series to promote the main, TCG and OCG.
No, they don't.
So of course you're going to be spending resources to promote Rush Duels.
Right.
I don't see that changing.
And they should, because your point, it's like they poured money into creating it.
Right.
Imagine like pouring all this money into research or whatever, like different things to create a product, and then be like, let's drop that.
And a lot of people, I will make the comparison. Well, look at Speed Duels. Speed Duels didn't do well, but Speed
That's 'cause it
Duels
didn't do well.
was not an OCG product, correct? Speed Duels was, I believe, a Western only product, and it didn't have an anime tied to it.
A lot of people like to say that, oh, well, all these other formats that Konami has tried to push before didn't work out well, so Rush Duels are also not going to work out well. But you're not taking into account the fact that Rush Duels has its own anime.
Yeah.
Like, that's a huge thing. Like,
Yeah.
over Master Duels, none of the other formats have had their own anime. You could sort of make an argument for Reigns with Speed Duels, but it's like not really.
It's not the same.
It's
not the
not the
same.
real. And they
Speed
also
Duels
still
were
have-
TCG only, right?
yeah, they're-
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that was only Speed
And
Duels
it's
by
like,
name.
oh yeah, sure,
Yeah.
Speed Duels sure is dying over here, like it's on life support, but like Speed Duels doesn't have its own anime. Speed Duels doesn't have its own marketing campaign, its own set of merchandise, etc., etc., etc.
And granted, it suffered for that, but like,
Yeah. I don't think it's
Like,
apples
Poor,
to apples.
it's poor business. Why would you have something extremely successful and go, yeah, we'll wrap it up right here? You know, like,
Yeah.
you know,
end on
like,
a good note.
like, boss, we're making tons of money on this. Yeah, I think we're good. You know, like, why would you do that?
Hey, you know what? And Konami, they have a track record of not going after where the money is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
come on.
totally.
They're not, I know there's a lot of people that say a lot of negative things about Konami. The one thing that I will never assume, and you shouldn't assume this about any company, is that you know better than the company. Because you probably don't.
Yeah,
they are a
Oh my- yeah.
multi-billion-dollar company for a reason.
Yeah.
And to write a comment on Reddit about how Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's, sucks and nobody's watching it, the truth of the matter is, if that was the case, Konami would have that data. They'd pull the show.
there we
Yeah.
go.
You know, it's just...
Yeah, and people like to get angry at me whenever I say Reigns was a flop. It sure was a flop. You might not think so. I don't think so. But if
Just 'cause it was a-
corporate thinks so,
Yeah.
then it was a flop.
They cut it 6 months early.
Yeah,
They
if
very well
corporate-
could have...
If corporate thought
Yeah.
it was a flop, then it is a flop. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter what you or I think. It doesn't matter what someone on Reddit thinks.
Yeah.
And also,
People on Reddit have a lot of opinions.
And an opinion, even though I've been critical of it, an opinion of quality, we could enjoy things as a great show. It doesn't mean success.
Yeah.
Quality and success don't always go hand in hand.
No.
You can enjoy something and think this is great, and then but it didn't. The ratings not good.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, viewership was definitely down.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's
Yeah.
why I think the show is in that. I know it has a lack of accessibility in some ways.
Well, that
but
murder.
I think it's in that Goldilocks zone of it's been successful, especially in Japan, and people like it. Like, it's making money and people like it. There's why in the world would you kill that product and this format that, as Entame said, that you spend all this time doing. That's years of research. I mean, that had to be a huge... I think we underestimate how big of a deal that probably was for Konami to go, hey, we're going to give this huge franchise over to a completely new studio who has never done something up to this caliber of this IP ever in their history.
Right.
And we're going to trust them to nail it. And they have so far.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
That is a very big deal.
It was a big risk taken by Konami, and it seems to have paid off. But we are going to move on. And again, I know 2 years ago at Jump Festa we had a big event. Last year we couldn't due to COVID. This year, I am planning on having another big event.
Baby.
So there's going to be a lot of people here.
And you're
We're not going to even see
right?
you.
I hope.
Yeah.
We're not going to even see you.
Well, we're not there yet. We're doing a big Jump Festa party.
And Pete's arguing that there's going to be so many people
What?
that we won't be able to see them.
Oh, probably not. Well, we see him all the time.
No.
Look at AC.
Okay.
Look at saw again.
Could you grab me a water, Cal?
You didn't
I'll
answer
get
my
you
question.
one.
Thank you.
What was your question?
I said when.
I don't know when it is.
Probably whenever Cal's busy.
Probably sometime in December.
It's the weekend before Christmas.
Haven't you said you're not
Thank
sure
you.
about that?
Me?
You being
I
there?
wasn't even told about it, so yeah.
I feel like we
It's
mentioned
in
that before.
Let me check the
It's
calendar.
like the week before Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's like right up against it.
Where's the calendar?
Yeah, maybe you should
So like the 17th,
probably
because it's usually Friday, right? Or
Is it
Saturday?
Friday in America? Where is it? When is it in America? Because, or what? Rather, when is it in Japan?
Friday night.
It's Friday night in Japan.
No, it's going to be Friday night here because it's in the morning.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh,
Good.
that's actually good then.
That's great.
That's regularly scheduled programming.
Yeah.
Dylan's house on a Friday night.
He's right about.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
We were gonna
Okay.
be we were gonna be here anyway. It just happened to work out.
I was born a dog.
Molded by it.
That was good. Both of you, that was
actually
good.
pretty
Summaries are coming.
Spoilers alert.
Oh, boy.
Spoilers, spoilers, spoilers.
These will be the summaries for 68 and a small summary for 69. If you do not want spoilers for the first 2 episodes of Arc 6, the second arc of Season 2, and the episodes that will be airing in 3 days and 10 days respectively, now is the time to, click off the stream.
Wow, you actually gave him a lot of time. That was very.
Yeah, that was a lot
Yes.
of time.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh wow. Yeah.
68. We're starting.
Shazam.
The melancholy of Yugioh. There was something weighing on Yuo's mind. It was one of those rare days where he didn't have anything to do as a president, so he left Goa's office and went on the swings at the park. His siblings were being very nice to him. Too nice, in fact. Suddenly, a mysterious girl and a mysterious professor showed up before him.
Who could they be?
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, that sure is, huh?
Any thoughts?
Well, we already know. We really.
I mean, we
Yeah,
we
that
know it's
sound
Roman
like-
and God. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
that was-
I didn't hurt you.
No, it's just the
You
sound.
can't
is
hurt that
impressive.
guy.
You can't hurt me.
Also, I love the Man United.
I like it.
Okay.
Wait, who's it gonna be?
So obviously it's going to be Roman and Gakuto.
In costume, yes.
obviously.
We saw it in the preview, but still.
Did anyone get vibes that Roman and Yugioh were going to duel?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I did get a little
too.
bit of a vibe
Yep.
there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So Roman and you are gonna do a who'd you pick?
I pick Roman.
Yeah, I think in
Yeah,
this case,
maybe.
Roman probably. If that was the duel.
Unless she's playing
But I don't
up
think
a
they're doing
character of a villain.
Yeah, I don't actually think they're going to duel.
No, I don't either.
But what do you make about Yugioh having a Yugioh-focused episode and his siblings being too nice to him? They point that out in the summary.
No.
Are they faking being nice to him for some... I mean, that seems like it's a nefarious purpose, but his
Yeah.
siblings are not the evil ones. Maybe it's from his perspective that he's paranoid about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I think
what
it's
I
that.
get
I think his siblings have always been nice, and for the most
Yeah.
part, until he had his vicious intentions. I think he's just confused to why after they kind of spoiled his plan, they're still being nice to him. I think that might be what the thought process is there, and he's
Yeah.
confused by it.
Maybe they're trying to bring him, back into the group. They are siblings.
I really
right?
hope not. I
So
hope
it
they
is
do that.
family. So maybe they're trying to just kind of make it, or at least be on a level ground, not where it's like we don't like you, you don't like us. Kind of have the mutual understanding of we still kind of care about each other, even if.
Yeah. Well, you're basically saying Vin Diesel's message is always We're family.
We're family.
You got.
I literally just typed that to Nick Tate. I literally just typed it
He
to
wrote
Nick Tate.
Vin Diesel family.
No way.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes, yeah.
You ever see this memes that kids walk like, there's nothing stronger than family. It's like a nuke. Vin Diesel.
They could stop a submarine missile.
Yeah.
I don't think we talk about
Pete,
that.
you're a big UO fan. What do you make of the UO focus here?
It's odd. It's odd.
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't think it's nefarious as siblings. Maybe they're just trying to like. I don't want to say win him back, but like try to like coexist with him again, like they once did, and so they're trying the positive approach of just being nice to him, and I think he just hates that, like because he has his feelings. He got robbed. He feels like, and he's not having any of it. So it'll be an interesting confrontation that he's gonna have with Gakuto and Roman, who I think it is purposeful of like. Is it them though? Because it's them, but like, are they still playing those characters from the play?
I know.
Yeah.
And like, what would be the purpose of that? Because Yuo hated that.
Oh,
yeah.
So if you want to reach him, inciting him in any anger type way is not going to do that. So I don't know. It's an interesting summary.
I completely agree. Dredge, what do you make of it? I mean, what do you think of this? It's a weird one.
Again, I think I spoke upon the whole UO. They're not really being nefarious; they're just being how they normally were.
Right.
And UO kind of reacting wrong in a sense of thinking, "Oh, how could they don't forgive me? They don't." You know, I'm really hoping that this isn't like UO's like character change where he becomes a good guy. I'm very.
You wanted
much
to stay evil a
worried.
little longer.
I'm very worried that like the melancholy of Yugioh, he's sad, they cheer him up, and he's a good guy. I think that would be very bad for this arc. I would not be a fan of that if that's what ends up happening in this first episode.
I'm a little worried about that.
I'd have to say, because if that were to happen, Pete had talked about we have a great antagonist. He can do a great job. But if you just for new arc, he's a good guy. I'm worried. That's my truthfulness. I'm worried about the episode. I'm very fearful of that.
I think there's more people who are worried about that reality than looking forward to the episode. I'm not worried. I don't think they're going to do that. I think, first of all, I think it was way too quick.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that, he's probably going to get redeemed at some point. And if done right, that's completely fine. At the beginning of an arc where I feel like he didn't really learn his lesson, or I don't know. It would feel a little too quick.
It would feel too quick.
The name of the episode.
Even though I do worry about that, I had this funny thought in my head where it's like he's down on his luck now that he lost once, but his siblings encourage him to get back on the horse and be the villain he's meant to be. I think that'd be really funny.
I'd like that. No shot.
You can kill people.
And it's like, wow, you're right.
Don't kill us.
Yeah.
And your siblings.
Entame, what do you make of it?
I'm actually not worried, but I also don't have that worry because I don't mind if they do redeem him. I mean, at the end of the day, he's 10.
He is 10.
He's 10.
That is true.
And it's like, it's whatever if they want to redeem him. He did some stupid things, but he's 10. Like,
So
who
you-
hasn't done stupid things when they were 10?
So you wouldn't
He
feel.
threatened to kill anybody.
Yeah, he tried to
kill
murder
him.
people.
So you wouldn't feel if they redeemed him this episode that it would feel rushed at all.
No, not particularly. I mean, like, the running joke that I have is that, like, Roman and Gakuto are about to, like, friendship him to a redemption while he's kicking and screaming.
Yeah.
We're gonna force you to be friends with us.
Yeah.
No, please.
Yeah, it'll be
We're
interesting
gonna
to see
take you for ice cream.
what direction his character goes. I won't even mind if at the end of this arc he is redeemed, but I would like it to
At
be.
the end of the arc, I'd be okay with it.
Yeah,
I
I wouldn't
want to
rush
rush
it.
it,
Yeah,
yeah.
I wouldn't want it to be at the beginning.
Yeah,
agree with that.
I don't mind whether or not he gets redeemed. I just, like, am not. It's not the end of the world for me.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I don't think
That's
it would
fair.
be the end. Yeah.
But we got to go to 69.
Wait, real quick, because I forgot. Jonathan wanted me to say this, and it was a great comment. They're gonna give Yuo a swirly.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I would pay money to see that. That'd be so funny. We're gonna do 69 here. It's very important that we go over this because I gotta tell you something. 69 is interesting.
What do you mean
Nice.
by that?
The duel is very. You okay?
I'm tapping out.
Go ahead.
The duel is very fascinating. If you don't know what the duel is, That's probably going to be. It's probably going to come as a shock because I didn't see it coming. Do you know what the duel in 69 is? Do you know what 69 is, Pete?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know what the duel? You know what the duel is? Do you know what the duel
69 is?
I think so.
And
I know one of the characters.
Okay. Well, we know Umiko is in it.
Oh.
Because it's the Field of Blabreams. So we knew Umiko was in it.
Oh, I know what it is.
Who
Yuka.
do you think Umiko is dueling?
Yuka.
I know, so I can't say.
How do you know? Oh, you guys.
I saw one before when you put it up.
It's not. No, it's
I'm not
Oh, 'cause
surprised though, based on...
That's what we all thought
baseball,
too. It's Gakuto.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's what I talked about. Me and Peter talked about Roman and Gakuto. This arc we're gonna have to
bring
be
him back,
more
baby.
relevant.
Yeah.
They're
That
gonna-
see
First two
that makes me think that, as Dredger just pointed out perfectly, Roman might be dueling in 68.
Yeah.
He's then in
makes
60.
sense.
Gakuto 60. And duels in 69.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doctor 69s, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going. Everyone that is in a quote unquote antagonist or not on their side, we're trying to befriend them right at the beginning of the arc.
Well, we don't know where Blub
So
stands.
correct her work behavior.
Well, that's the episode summary. Gakuto duels against Umiko in order to correct her work behavior.
Unless, we're all I mean, Yuga works there now, right? He works at Goha.
Yeah.
So what if, I don't know, what if we all got them internships? There's just the whole arc is everybody's working in the tower.
It's literally
They go on lunch
dueling.
breaks in like the nice courtyard. There's a lot of colorful things because that's what corporations try to do to have positivity.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
the moment I read that summary when I woke up today, I was like, Gakuto's gonna duel Umiko because he's gonna be mad that she called a meeting when it could have been an email.
that'd be good.
This could have been solved with an email.
This could have been an email.
I just see him getting aggravated because he likes to be in control as he's the president. So now he goes there, and what if he's just a stooge? He's
Yeah.
a regular worker.
Well, what I mean, this doesn't feel out of character for Gakuto at all
No.
to duel someone over this. Way too early predictions. Where do you see this duel going? Who do you see winning?
I need to see the next episode first.
Next episode will be very important. That's why it's very early right now. I'm leaning Gakuto. I think he's the favorite.
I'm with Gakuto.
Yeah.
I'm with Gakuto.
He's on the cover of the pack this
I think
arc.
I'm still
He's
thinking-
coming off of a very bad arc where he dueled once and didn't really do too much.
Yeah.
Lost.
And lost. So I think he'll kind of right the
And
wrongs
Yuga
here.
was only lost last arc, right? Was Lukeman.
correct.
So he kind of got screwed. Like, he had his whole plan in motion. This thing that Tiger basically aided in making comes out of nowhere. Duels against him, duels for him, and then he just loses.
Yeah.
It's like he didn't even legitimately actually lose to any one of the group.
He lost to a dueling
god,
And
alien.
that's why
basically.
you can still be a villain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I think we kind of said Gakuto and Roman. I think it's their arc. It's their arc to shine. So I think I think he wins because they're gonna become like they're gonna go back at the main group or something. I don't know. I have a bad feeling about it. I don't know. Wouldn't be opposed to it.
Yeah,
Well,
no, I
that was
wouldn't be
more
opposed to
Roman
it.
Gakuto focus,
Yeah.
We don't want that in a sense.
Well, I guess we're all on the Gakuto train early, but obviously 68 is important. I have a poll in the chat right now because I'm very curious to see if you guys think Yugioh and Roman are going to duel in 68. I guess that's the last part.
Yep.
Yes or no? Roman and Yugioh duel in 68.
I'm saying yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm saying maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm going to say no.
I'm maybe leaning towards no. I'm thinking it's like a curry. It's the curry episode.
I think it'll be like a curry episode. That's
Yeah.
usually what they do at the beginning of arcs. I don't think they're going to duel.
Cheerleaders are no duel at all.
I don't think there will be a duel.
Okay.
Wow.
Or maybe there might be one in like the background, but I don't know. I just think it feels like a curry episode.
It does kind of feel like a curry episode.
No, it 100% does. 100%
She teaches him the
does.
recipe that just was part of why his ship got destroyed.
This is how I blew up your ship, part 1.
We don't know anything on
Like the
70
part
and
two.
beyond. I saw some people say, do we have anything more? We don't, unfortunately. We just know 68 is that long melancholy of Yugioh, and we know 69 is Gakuto versus Umiko. We do not know anything about 70 or beyond. We don't know if this is a 13 13 episode arc. So we'll have to keep an eye on that, but definitely some exciting stuff. I guess we'll get back to the.
I was just gonna be like, yeah, that'll be it. We'll just wrap it up here.
All right, go on it. All right.
Yeah, we'll jump over some supers. You still have, I think, a couple links, but
Oh,
I got
yeah.
a feel.
we could leave them for now.
I wanna pause real quick because I know you two. Do you two want to head out right now, or probably in just the super and donation portion? There is cake if you want to. If we can cut the cake real quick, and then you can head.
Head. What? Head?
Head out.
Bring Head out.
Oh, that's
So
like
no head.
using a lot. You know, I've been well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Not
you.
after Dylan's
I
69
appreciate-
comment.
Yeah.
Pete,
What's-
that was
what
Pete, that was-
comment?
What he kind of
You said,
We had the
you
instinct
said,
We're literally
word
looking at
for
each other.
word,
Yeah.
you said we're gonna do 69 here.
No, I did not.
Go watch the video.
Oh, you guys are.
There'll be a
sick.
clip of it on Discord.
You guys are sick. I did not say that.
Clip it and rip it.
The chat agreed as well.
I did not say that. Do you want me to cut the cake?
It's your call.
Is it
It's your
actually
show.
a cake?
Yeah.
I think they're all just pre-cut.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
just
they're
here to get
pre-cut,
no
but
medical benefits. That's all I'm here for.
What the?
We're gonna cut the
Probably
carrot
need
cake.
more,
Medical.
need more people
Yeah.
for the
Oh, you got carrot cake?
We got the
God damn
carrot cake.
No, we got
Oh,
cheesecake.
nice.
Oh, yeah, we got
we got
Oh
cheesecake.
man. You just.
Uncle Wayne loves cake.
Is he here?
Yeah, he's
What
here.
is that?
I mean, he wanted me to say this to you.
Oh boy.
I-
Can you say it on the,
Careful.
on the air?
Yeah, I could probably say it.
I brought.
Uncle Wayne couldn't watch the stream tonight, but wanted to know when the naked edition of Talking Yu-Gi-Oh is happening.
The naked edition?
Yeah.
We wouldn't be on YouTube. We would get kicked off YouTube.
If you want to be technical, if we say we're naked, we're just shirtless. You never know.
As guys, yeah.
Yeah.
If it was just us.
Yeah.
Not Entame.
Well,
We'll get
Entame,
kicked
yeah.
off YouTube.
Yeah. That would be yeah.
I don't
That's
know,
Dylan's
in these-
OnlyFans.
In these back seats, we probably couldn't get away with it.
No. See, that would. It only be at a fort like me, you, maybe
Yeah.
the usual cast. We just snuck in here a little bit.
Nadine comes in. It is too early for this. He's kind of comment. Welcome in, Nadine.
It's never
Wow,
too
man, I
early
haven't
for
seen Nadine in a
Dylan.
hot minute.
Well,
Never too early for
yeah, 'cause
Dylan.
for her it's what, like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Right now, 5:30.
Why? Are we
Wait,
kidding?
what? What'd he say?
Barron texted me saying, blowing Pete's face, and I said, during COVID? He said, I'm already halfway there.
What's the need?
Mean!
Oh,
I love you so
You know
much.
what I mean. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Where's Silver Access? That's what we're waiting for. That's all Barrett's doing. Barrett has to make Silver Access.
Oh my god.
Well, while he cuts the cake,
This would be in the hot tub section of Twitch. Yeah.
let's
probably.
let's
Yeah.
read one dono so we get through some of these.
Yeah.
Nicholas Horton donated £5. Said,
Hey, Nick.
well, no, that's
We'll come
Dylan.
back to
So
that
I'll
one,
come
yeah.
back to that one. Otis Cunningham donated $5. Said, here's my taxes. So
Oh,
you're
thank you,
not
Otis.
you're not taxed for the stream, Otis.
please, God,
you don't
no.
need to. But thank you so much for that
I am.
donation. That's for Dylan as well. X-Layer donated $5 and said, can we all say that this arc was starting off low until
Yeah.
Yugioh and Fusion came into play?
Yeah.
Now the only question is what will happen after
I
this
think that's
arc?
what I had said.
Yeah.
I didn't like the beginning, but it's
Really?
still that
I thought-
second half.
I
was
liked
good.
the beginning actually. I saw it like not counting like the swirly introduction episode, which I also liked. But like if we're not counting that, I think the episode after 54 was pretty good. Like it had Yugioh versus Yuga, and then towards the very end, you immediately had like, oh, Yuo's up to something.
Yeah.
Like they
Yes.
immediately
Yeah.
went into it. So
Yeah.
I don't think there was that much of a.
I enjoy it. I like that Euro duel. I wanted to see him do
I like that
more.
Euro duel.
Yeah,
I
I
love
really
that
like
little
the Euro
riding
duel.
duel
Yeah.
setting.
That was cool.
Because it was an homage.
Well, one of my favorite moments of this arc that had nothing to do with dueling is literally him driving through the
Oh, it's
school
getting
Oh,
and
yeah.
Gakuto losing
Yeah.
his mind.
He's like, oh.
And like
He
he,
was
had,
so
and
mad.
then he was so nonchalant about it. It's like, yeah, don't worry about it, bro. And it's just
Yeah.
like, you can't do that.
I mean, we all know who really runs the school.
I think he does now.
Yeah, you're
all,
right.
all the girls are looking at him
Yeah.
like he was owning it.
Yeah, dude, we love Euro.
He just came down from space and made the school just his own. Philip Rosewood donated $5 and said, happy to be here. Also, happy Entame. Thank you for continuing to sub. And then
Aw.
said, and I'll tell Dylan this when he comes down. He said, also, Dylan just got back my internet today, so if you finish chapter 1 of my story, I'll send chapter 2. That's a story he's writing.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah.
We just talked about it. Yeah.
So, yeah, I will let Dylan know that. But,
Absolutely.
Philip, thank you so much, man. Came back and donated another $5. And he said, Dylan, not sure if you heard today, we got some more info on the Sevens dub
Oh, yeah,
on
that's what
Yugioh
we were
Organization.
talking about it.
Good finale. Can't wait for the new visuals for the opening and the next arc. Hyped.
Are we getting new visuals? that confirmed?
For
The next arc?
no, we don't normally get visuals.
Like there's like tiny changes they make sometimes, but usually not anything significant.
I think they might have meant something visual, like the poster.
No.
Oh, another poster.
Go
Oh,
what?
We'd go for another poster.
Another poster deal?
You're gonna make me one?
She
You
I
learned her
will
lesson.
make you one just so I can light it on fire in front of you.
Oh my god.
She learned her lesson last time.
That's tough.
Oh my
Kept
goodness.
it warm for you. Thank you.
Good job, man.
Oh my.
Oh, it's cold.
Nice refrigerated.
Cheesecake.
Oh, it's like an assorted cheesecake.
So I was
Yeah.
reading some donos while you were gone.
Yes.
So I'm gonna jump back to a couple. Wanna, shout out that Nick Calibro has been a member for 22 months.
Thank you.
He
That really
wrote,
does mean a lot.
so he wrote 22 months, 100th episode of Talkin' Yu-Gi-Oh, baby.
Baby, Calver's been a big part of it. One of the day one crew members. Thank you, Cal.
Of course.
An OG.
Yes. Nicholas Horton donated £5. Said Dylan sent you a Twitter DM message. It's a small bit of info about the Sevens dub.
Oh,
So go
well,
check that out.
We should talk about that.
we should. We will.
I don't even want to know.
We'll talk about the Sevens dub and the news we got. Are you okay?
Yeah.
There's the things he says. Also, Philip wanted to let you know that he has internet back.
Okay.
So if you want him to send you chapter 2, he can do that.
Yeah, I'm not done with one. Philip,
You know what it is?
I will
noticed before
write to you when
belong
I'm done
to
with
that
one,
one, so I
Philip.
like throwing it
Yes.
right.
But thank you,
He's
my
a busy man.
Dylan is? Oh my god, yeah. This man takes 3 days to text me back.
Yeah. And what took so long with the cake?
least he
Were
texted you back.
you kissing your parents on the lips?
Do you feel good about it? Do you feel
No.
good about that?
No,
No, not
I
at all.
don't feel good about that. at all.
But you said it.
I didn't write it.
I know who wrote it.
I can't think of who.
Oh, who wrote that? Whoa, there's flavors. Was that in the freezer, Dylan?
Yep.
Why?
Whoa, wait, wipe
Why-
the freezer. Why did
Yep.
you put it in the freezer?
Yeah. And too bad the summary
can't
was
see
covering that, so you couldn't see that
Dylan,
disaster.
why was it in the freezer?
Why was it in the freezer?
It was in the fridge.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not. It's frozen. I can see it. It's glistening.
It is pretty.
It,
was
looks,
in the
it looks
freezer,
pretty
wasn't it?
frozen.
I think it was in the freezer.
I hate it.
Why did you put it in the freezer?
You gotta go. You gotta go.
it's Dylan.
I've
He-
never eaten cheesecake.
In the
Oh my
refrigerator.
What do you mean you never? Why'd you get cheese? You've never eaten it.
It was my idea to get
It's
cheesecake.
a
I
great,
love
it's,
cheesecake.
no, it's a great dessert, but like,
I just said put it in the refrigerator.
say put
Just
it in
keep
the
it
refrigerator.
cool.
None of it dropped
You
on the
put
floor.
it in the freezer.
No.
no, the best part, we
Surprisingly
left-
not.
We
It's- but
left
it's
the- look at the
frozen.
pieces.
It's
We
absolutely
left them
frozen.
Like that.
Wait,
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
we
just give
Yeah.
them a little bit.
Yeah,
Just
you
give
might-
them a little
it
bit
might-
to
Like, I don't know.
defrost.
I have.
Well,
Wait,
maybe
put the
it-
light on it. Dill, turn the light.
you
towards
put
it.
his
might
whole
need the
ass hand
microwave
on
at this
there.
point.
I washed my hands, bro.
Dill, turn the light towards
In
it.
it.
Put the
2021.
light on it.
Why?
Early
That'll heat it up.
2021.
No,
Put it on top of
Oh, yeah, it's a good
the
spot.
yeah.
We
Oh,
didn't
I
have
know,
that.
I know. Don't touch it.
it'll warm up.
Don't touch it.
Here, I'll do it.
Oh god.
Be careful.
Telling her to be careful when you little.
Oh my goodness.
Ivory, I was
Oh.
there once, except it was a good old centipede.
Oh,
I
that was
woke
like
up
your
at
thing.
3 o'clock in the morning, was in my bed with me.
Got this cake all over the table.
It was a good time.
That's not that
I
bad.
you do,
smacked
Dale?
myself in the face once because there was a spider crawling on my face.
Ugh, dude.
Okay.
That's hot.
Thank you, Philip.
I killed the spider.
Back on track.
You want to jump back to some donos after that catastrophe?
Yes.
So X-Layer donated $5, said, Entame, what were your thoughts when Fusion got introduced into Rush Duels, and do you believe that XZs or Synchro get added later as a retrain of those mechanics?
I mean, when it first got added, I wasn't the biggest fan, but then as the episodes have gone on, I've liked it more and more. So like, my feelings towards it, or I love it now. As for Xyz and Synchro, I don't know. Like, maybe in the future, but I do not believe it will. That if they do add it, it won't be in this generation. Because then you're just adding way too many mechanics into a new format.
Right.
Like, it does need some, like, maximum fusion.
And as we go, I think, and the next series, I think we'll get more mechanics, but we don't want to bloat it so early, especially.
I just can't. My only thing is I just
He's
can't
done it.
see Xyz or Synchro being added well into Rush.
Right.
Considering how easy it is to summon. So it's like it would be broken right off the bat.
Right. I think it has to be a new mechanic.
Yeah, I'll pass it down.
If when there is, but imagine like dual monsters adding like fusion, synchro, like all these different like mechanics right in the first series. Like it would be a lot.
Yeah, I'm in agreement. The thing is though, if Sevens goes for a while, I could see them going down that road. Maybe in like episode 140, if it's a 200 episode anime.
Maybe one, yeah.
But
It'd be crazy of how it would work because he said retrain, right? So it would be different.
Yeah.
But how? I mean, I guess that's why I'm not paid the bucks to think about how that would actually set up.
I mean, the thing that I like about Rush Duel Fusions is it seems they're all going to be specific material. And that's what kind of nerfs them. There's no generic two dark monsters. You know, it's not generic. And so that's good. That's what I definitely like. I'm going to go to the link real quick.
Shoot over the link.
Content, thank you for a bunch of $2 tips. Appreciate it, my man. Wow, that was quite a finale. First, I want to say this is $12 total. Thank you so much, Content. I appreciate it. Next, forgot about the Mecha Tiger when I said how Rook would have won without Lukeman's help. My bad. Still think he would have won in his next turn, but we will unfortunately never know. Hopefully we get a rematch of that. This episode referenced Rule 6666, Article 6 during the meter scene, and it got me thinking, does that mean there were over 6,000 rules for Goha duels?
Yep.
No wonder Yuga wanted a simpler, more exciting format and invented Rush duels. That's too many
Very
rules.
fair point.
Yeah,
Very true.
yeah.
I loved the Roa scene and Yua's tantrum when he thought Lukeman was throwing the match and to stop with the jokes genuinely made me laugh. Really hoping Yua doesn't do a 180 next arc. That would almost be as disappointing as Goha 66. Almost. Yeah, it's not going to be that disappointing.
Yeah, that was another level of disappointing.
Yeah.
I don't think it would be as bad.
Yeah.
Let's get a super evil sounding VA and then just
A really popular one.
Yeah.
There was one thing I really didn't like about the episode, though. The 1% card Yuga used. It was honestly an unnecessarily risky move for one glaring reason. Yuga and Luke don't share any cards in their decks at all except Piercing. Fair point.
Well, I guess his thought process, he knew he was going to get the fusion. I think that's the argument.
Right, I guess that's why, like, I mean, he knew he was going to get the fusion, right?
right.
Yeah.
It all plays
It's not
into-
implied.
yeah.
Well,
It's implied, but not.
it's not stated outright.
It's Inception.
Yeah, but that's a good point. It wasn't just fusion card. That would be impossible. Literally, any card Lukeman drew that turn would have won the duel except for Piercing. This tells me that Yuga's entire plan hinged on the potential of a meteor and for Lukeman to draw first. Yeah, it did. And it's Yu-Gi-Oh!
It's
nonsense.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
But I think
Yeah.
you're forgetting a very
Yeah.
important point here. You're
What's that?
forgetting what Nail did, bringing down the set. I'm pretty sure they're gonna tell you Nail brought down the meteors, and that's how he knew the timing to make sure he'd get it. Now, could he control exactly where the satellite hit Yuga? No, but of course that's where your Yu-Gi-Oh, you know. But Nail's done it. He's brought stuff down from
He
the sky.
has.
And
That's
he
interesting.
realistically,
And it might have been his providence. So, you know, again, this is just a possibility. It's not likely, but that's the only that would give you plausible reason in a sense.
That's
You know what? That also brought up the final Nail versus Yuga duel in arc 2. Where Nail somehow had a contingency for Yuga drawing Magnum Overload like 3 or 4 separate times. Like he went into it not even knowing that Yuga had a maximum, and yet he had
Yuga's-
3 or 4
Yuga's
separate
very
contingencies for it.
Nail's very calculated.
Yeah, so it's like it's
Possible.
Yu-Gi-Oh. It's fucking
It's possible,
yeah,
but
it's fucking
It's
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
They can even say in 3 episodes, yeah, Otis was the one who did that.
And I
Otis
know.
created the road for you to take to go
easily.
ahead. So we'll see what happens there. But
In my mind, for the Nail one, I was like, we've seen him surveillance like them before, have surveillance on them when he had the robot from the restaurant following them around and watching. Maybe he just watched that conversation they had about giving Yuga a maximum, and he just put it together of like, I think it might do this. That was it.
You take a
put
hammer.
it-
It
you
would
put
break
it
the
in-
hammer. You're
You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to.
It's cheese.
The
What do you
light
think
is not gonna
happens?
do it. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You have to put that in the microwave.
It's
or
LEDs.
something.
It's not even hot.
Yeah, I know, but tell that to him. You see what he's doing, right?
I'm about to eat frozen cheesecake. I'm gonna eat like it's ice cream.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought it
not
was
bad.
ice cream. That's why I put it in the freezer.
Cheese.
It's cheesecake.
Bro, you can't even tell me you thought it was ice cream.
I'm telling you.
I know you are.
I don't know what to tell you.
Tell me something else. Make up another lie.
All right, Limestone. Thank you for the.
I'd rather you lie to me.
Thank
He
you,
is.
thank
That's
you,
the best part.
thank you, Content. I appreciate it. Limestone. Thank you for the $5 tip. What even is this man's spice tolerance? What other things can't he eat? I think
Honey
I
mustard?
honey mustard is good.
Almost everything.
It's got a good kick.
Nope.
I love ranch, Limestone.
Ranch got a kick?
No, it's a little tangy, but not really.
It's literally like for cooling. Like
Content.
you would have that with spicy wings to cool it.
Thank you for the $2 tip.
Oh my god.
If Yuga drew first before Lukeman, there would be no one to exclaim about how hopeless the situation for Yuga is due to Lukeman drawing fusion and stall for time for this meteor to ex machina to Yuga and give him fusions for Sevens Paladin. Yeah, I mean, the sequence was ridiculous. I don't think any of us would argue that.
No.
Oh, no.
The sequence was
is
super
crazy.
ridiculous, but at the end of the day, it's the Yu-Gi-Oh anime, man.
Yeah.
This is on like another level.
Well, it's
It
the
was-
last 2 episodes have been like
Yeah,
that.
and it's also, again, it's part of a play. Like, it's supposed to be over the top and, like... I mean, literally, our pro tag caught a meteor
Frozen.
It's been in there
He
for
was
2
stepping
hours.
to the Lukeman's level
of performance.
performance.
Yeah.
Also, for everyone asking us to put this in the microwave, why would you put this in the microwave?
It wouldn't go well.
It wouldn't go well. Do not
You're
put
just
cheese.
kinda-
I don't know, something. You got to do something to heat that up.
Someone said a hairdryer, not
I'm
a
just
bad
gonna
idea.
eat it like that.
I'm gonna eat it. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
let me know
take my
how
piece
far.
to go and just put it in my hand
Cracked
and walk
it,
out of
dude.
it.
You can eat it in a few hours.
Dark Emperor, thank you for the $2 tip.
Tomorrow.
Pete, I'm Janeth. You called me a she. I'm a guy. Don't worry, it's
Oh,
fine.
oh, my bad.
Also, Entame, what did you use to make the curry pink?
It's just food coloring. Like the food coloring used
Edible
for
food
baking.
coloring.
Yeah, edible food coloring.
Yeah.
I think
Edibles.
food coloring itself is edible, though, isn't it?
Just by the
It's food
virtue of
coloring.
it being food,
Food,
coloring,
yeah.
Now
It's
just
like-
coloring, that's
yeah,
not
yeah,
it.
that'd be a bad, yeah.
Just coloring.
Yeah, no, all I did was melted a bunch of pink crayons like
Oh, I
Pete
like
said.
that idea.
You should drop them in.
No,
That's
it's
mine,
just,
and I'm sticking to it.
it's just pink food coloring.
It was amazing. It was
So
so
cheese
good.
table.
Yeah, thank you.
You really weren't a fan of the Team Battle Royale arc, right?
No, not at
No.
all.
No.
That hurts.
I really thought that was it for the poster.
I'm taking this home with me tonight.
That's why I brought up the Team Battle Royale arc. I was hoping you were gonna keep talking, and I just. Were you taking that home? That's one of my favorite things.
I'm
My
taking
fa-
this home.
She can't watch it anymore.
Calorie. Oh God.
You can't reach.
They couldn't see my menacing smile behind the poster.
That is terrifying.
Salary.
No, we see it. Trust me, we see it.
I put the shit down.
You want me to put the hammer down?
Thank DJ. Doesn't
I
What?
talk.
Remember when we were doing the What If episode a couple weeks ago, and he tried to yell zombies and he couldn't get it out? I was watching that the other day. He tried to go zombies and completely break me in the middle of a monologue, and he didn't even yell zombies.
He just couldn't get it.
He was so hyped up to do it, couldn't even get it out,
It was amazing.
and we had no idea what he said. So that's I've seen that many times.
What was this that you said? Something about DJ?
He's losing it.
Oh yeah, we're losing viewers by the second with this guy.
You alright, bro?
He's like really struggling.
What about
He's-
DJ?
I don't remember what I was gonna say.
Damn it.
Chapel, thank you for the $2 tip. I'm ready for the Beauty Roman to unleash as much chaos as her curries disguised as terrorist weapons. Also, subscribe to Dylan to repent. Thank you, Chapel.
Yeah, classic.
Yeah, I mean, we had some Roman curry. It was delicious. Did not explode.
Prima Guitarna curry.
Prima Guitarna curry. It was, yeah, she's gonna be interesting next episode, Chapel. Very excited to see her. Condon, thank you for a $2 tip. The F in Dragia Star F is Fusion, I think. Revolver had Riot, Furious, Savage, and Exchange. Ritual, Fusion, Synchro, Xyz, all starting with the same letter as their summon. Will we see a repeat of this with Rook going forward? I want to see Dragia Star X. Yeah, I don't think Xyz or Synchros or Rituals are going to come in Sevens, but hey, it would be cool.
It would be cool.
I think they're gonna focus.
Also,
on
just by
fusions.
the virtue of the name, it sounds sick. Dragistar X.
Also, I think we should put the slices onto the plates that people want, so
Yeah.
that it's not all together and the cold is coalescing.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's really
What
smart.
what did you just say?
One
Coalescing.
more time.
Give everyone
no, that last word.
coalescing
What does it mean?
to come together.
You ever have a coalition?
Oh,
No,
it's
I guess it's got yeah.
Wait, no, shh, let them talk. Let them talk.
no.
Tell
So
me.
coalescing is the ing of a coalition.
Coalition.
No.
No, it's
What is even going on? Like, what is this bit?
No, it's not a bit. I've never heard of that word. Okay,
What?
who wants what slices? I don't like nuts.
Dylan, don't touch it.
I'm
Let
okay.
Entame do it.
I don't.
He's fucking. He literally is
Okay.
messing around.
Oh
Yet
my
he dropped it
God.
already.
Who wants nuts on their cheesecake?
I'm all
We're
about
gonna-
nuts.
I'll take.
Which one do you want?
Surprise me. No, the one on the left with the nuts.
This one?
Yeah, the left nuts.
Up to here with you today.
I'll take left nuts.
I slept for 2 hours last night.
I was up for 24 and a half hours.
Pete, which one do you
hell
want?
is there?
Which piece of cheesecake do you want?
I'm going. Is that a little chocolate one? Looking over
That's
there?
a marble
A
one.
marble. I'll take a marble.
This one?
Yeah, I'll take a marble.
I got an Oreo crust or something.
It's not like I'm gonna be able to eat it anyway.
Nick T, which one do you want?
Give me that very raspberry one,
This
Actually,
one.
yeah.
actually, Pete, it's kind of. I'm going.
or
through-
maybe
going through
strawberry. I don't
easily.
know. You know what I mean though.
It's
All
fine.
right. Okay, we made it work.
I'm gonna try to.
Caliber, you're good. Which one do you want? Entame.
I'll just the nut one. I'll take the nut one.
The nut one's good. I love that my
Okay.
camera over there. That'll make it better. Watch them. Oh.
All right, listen. Everyone cut a piece, but don't start eating it.
Oh what?
Well, I already said
Okay.
that.
To 100 episodes.
Oh, if you're doing this, give me a piece.
This guy.
That's all it takes to convince me.
I'm just gonna.
piece do
Eat,
you
I'm
want?
literally gonna
Toast?
eat it like a
Just give me
pizza.
one of the plain ones.
Okay.
This is hard.
Yeah, sure. Spit on it. Use your hands.
I might.
During a pandemic?
In the middle of a
Elemenix is
panorama.
holding his.
Okay.
All right.
You want me to take a panoramic
To-
photo?
To 100 episodes of Talking Yu-Gi-Oh.
And
When
100
this
more.
this started as a this started as
300 more.
This started as an idea back when Vrains first started to have some of my friends who do not watch Yu-Gi-Oh! To get into the series and to see how they liked Vrains. It started so many years ago, and to think that it's turned from a video segment where we talked about it every 10 episodes to a live stream weekly is actually insane. That would not have happened if it was not for you guys. To everyone that is here watching on a week-to-week basis, to everyone that decides to cheer with their hard-earned money, whether it be super chat or donations or channel memberships. Over the years, I've gotten to meet so many amazing, wonderful people. I am so thankful for literally all of you. And Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! Would not be possible if it wasn't for these lovely people and for you guys watching at home behind your keyboard, phone, computer, TV, whatever you're watching behind. I just want to say thank you for 100 episodes of Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! And here is to 100 more. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you
good?
guys.
I kept looking over to see how much more was gone. I like I'm playing a game like.
I was trying to time it so that like I could take a bite and eat it, but then I just kept holding that piece in my mouth. As Dylan
He's
kept
letting it
going.
slowly like coalesce in his mouth. Just
Not
sitting
the
there. Like,
pizza.
oh, God.
Thank you guys.
No,
Thank you all so much. And gentlemen, thank you for
Thank
everything.
you.
Thank
Of
you.
course. Thank you.
Oh, the nuts are kind of weird in this one.
Are they?
You're welcome.
Is it because they're frozen?
Probably.
Pete.
No. Knew we?
Oh, the
No.
numbers. No, well, there's 6 siblings somewhere.
Well, we'll put Cal as a sixth sibling.
So as we're eating this
Oh,
cheesecake, do we want to talk about the English dub?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So the news is that for the English dub, in case you missed it for Sevens, 52 episodes, the entire first season is done. Yeah, dubbed
Exciting.
fully.
Wow.
Any well-known voice actors we know?
We don't know any of the cast.
It's not been released yet. Well,
I cannot wait.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a letter from Cross.
did they say if it's going to come to a
No day, more
Crunchyroll
channels.
or
No date or channels or platform.
Of course. Of course.
That I think will come soon, but what they need to do, they need to drop all the episodes at once. I think binge watching is so common with our culture nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot drop episodes weekly
Well,
and keep an audience. You can't anymore.
Disney Plus has done it.
But it was
That's a
short
pretty big
amounts, man.
statement.
It was
Well-
short like 4, 10, 8, 52.
That's different.
One
I
of,
don't know.
one of the quotes they pulled from the article
Shadow.
here, we continue to focus on opportunities to grow the Yu-Gi-Oh audience across streaming and broadcast. So I wonder if that... But it sounds like we're going to actually get an accessible version of the show.
Coming to Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, remember when
It's a good thing Pete's
he
getting
would
Paramount
he would
Plus.
bother me so.
Dredger's a
Dredge,
big. Dredger has Paramount.
I hadn't
Plus.
seen Pete rep Dredge get Paramount Plus. I'm like, oh, what? And then Pete got Paramount Plus. So you know, there's that.
I don't have it.
Hey, Dredge, aren't you getting it though?
Pete was getting it.
I haven't,
You know-
I haven't caved yet.
You know the Champions League games are actually all on
No,
Paramount
no,
Plus.
it feels bad.
Makes me kind of want to get it.
Yeah. Why don't we just split it and take turns?
I just used to lose.
Yeah. I mean, what do you feel about the dub with the news? I know you have a few thoughts on it.
I actually, at the when I posted this past episode subbed, I also had a note at the end that addressed what was going to happen in the event of a simulcast or in the event of a dub. So I just want to reiterate in case people don't like read that, which I know people don't.
Yeah.
But if the Sevens dub gets announced and nothing else, then we'll still keep subbing this show, because obviously the dub and the sub are two very different shows. But if they announce a simulcast, then that's it. Like, we're packing up shop, and like we did our job. Like, unless the subs are like horrendously bad for whatever reason, sometimes official subs are. That's it for us. But if the only thing they announce is a dub, we'll still be subbing a show.
Absolutely.
Okay. Let's hope they don't announce.
Oh, here it is. Was that it?
Announce a sub.
I mean, like, I wouldn't
it?
mind if they announced a simulcast, because that would mean it's more like accessible. You know, more
Right.
people could watch it, more people can get into it. So it's like, I don't mind. It will be a little sad, but it's not
Bittersweet.
like it'll be bittersweet. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, whatever happens, whether they do announce a simulcast or not, you know, we can't thank you and your team for the work
Yeah.
you've done, because who knows where.
Well, we literally couldn't even do this.
Yeah.
One of us be learning
Bro,
Japanese.
we
every day.
saw those. We saw those.
We'd be
subs.
learning Japanese. We would not be. We would struggle.
Seven Drone Magician's attractive, remember?
He's they said that. He said
What
that.
is the actual line?
And as he said, like, I'm interested in your Seventh Room Magician or
Or
something.
something like that. Yeah. I don't remember the actual line
Seven
anymore.
Drone Magician is hot. That's what,
Yeah, he said, he just
what
straight
are
up
we
says,
doing?
dude, that was raw. I still have that video that I
I
screen
remember
recorded
you
on
came to my house right after you watched it, and you were like, was that like a joke line?
Yeah.
Was that line real?
Dude, I was I was like, because I remember we talked about how some of them were a little off, but that was like, wow.
The whole episode I remember was bad.
The one subtitle from that one that I always like sending to people is the you and I are in the you and I. Oh God, I'm like trying to get the grammar the correct way that they did it.
So the wrong way.
The wrong way, yeah. No, you are there. I live in a different world, and I was like, what does that mean? You are there. I live in a different world.
Dude, I don't, bro.
Oh Lord.
Sounds like a little.
Is he
mermaid
talking
song.
about his apartment? I mean, what do you...
No,
The line was, you and I live in different worlds.
Yeah,
Right,
like a
which
little
makes
mermaid.
sense
She
as
lives
a
in the
true-
ocean. He's on land. Like
You are there.
No, you were there makes it way more dramatic than it needs to be.
you are there.
You are there.
You are there.
You are there.
And I am here.
I'm here.
I'm in a different world.
Yeah. So to return to that topic though about the Sevens dub, it seems like I'm reading this article a bit closely. It seems like we're gonna get a bunch of stuff on streaming, because it says
Well, we already have a bunch of stuff.
I
on
know, but I
streaming.
guess do we have like the? I know the Vrain's dub was debuting, but is it officially on streaming places
Oh,
now?
yeah, the final season of Reigns is not on streaming services.
Well, we're gonna get that.
Yeah.
Because it says so with anime content driving subscription to streaming services worldwide, it makes sense for buyers to want to work with a known entity that can deliver an audience. Among the titles available are Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens and the final season of Yu-Gi-Oh! Reigns with 38 episodes. The first spin-off of the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters is also available.
Yeah, actually, me and Dylan were talking about this like earlier. The little leak article that got posted and is being shared around. It it reads like a little magazine article, but it also reads as an advertisement for a corporation, not for the public. It reads as an advertisement,
like an internal document.
Yeah, an internal because it has
literally on that leak, it has someone from Konami Cross Media's phone number and email address.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
kind of.
You know, whoever leaked that really effed up.
Yeah, I feel like that should have been covered, but that felt like an internal, here's an advertisement for companies, for streaming services if you're willing to, host.
That's
or
exactly
whatever.
what it felt like.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was a promotional ad for a streaming service. We have Sevens available.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We have Reign's final season available.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it literally has.
Well,
her
that's
phone
what,
number.
exactly what it sounds like.
I wonder
Except
who'd
it
pick
sounds
it
like
up,
they're
though.
trying to sell those IPs
Netflix might pick it
to
up.
streaming. Yeah,
Netflix might want to
Netflix
pick that up.
That's- I mean, that's
Netflix
literally-
is starting to lose out to some of these other sites because
that's literally what this woman
Yeah,
her
maybe
one
so,
line is
yeah.
saying. It makes sense for buyers to want to work with a known entity that can deliver an audience. Buyers being the streaming
And the known
services.
entity
Yes,
being
of course.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I mean, that's literally confirmed. They're selling their IPs.
Yeah,
to
it
the
seems like
streaming
it's a
service.
leaked advertisement.
Yeah.
That's
It
bad.
leaked internal advertisement, yeah.
Oh, dude, that's a botch though. You can't leak someone's.
I feel bad
number
for that woman.
Yeah.
Is it this woman?
Please, no one call the number or
No,
email.
not
Oh, okay.
Well, she's gonna have to get a new number.
Yeah.
She's gonna have to get
I
a
bet
new
you call
number.
that number, it's out of service, right?
It's probably an office number to be fair, but
Yeah, but still, you have to change office numbers.
because her email is sales at Konami Cross Media.
Which I mean, you could probably find pretty easily anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But still, the number not so easily. That sucks.
Facts. Yeah, so that was definitely a screw up in my opinion.
Yeah.
So Dylan, do you like
Pick up your
cheesecake?
fork. No, your fork.
Oh, I might not be done.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm done. I'm full.
No, you don't have to be. It's just
Well, we wanted to go for a
So
second
Dylan, you
piece.
like cheesecake?
It's
do you
pretty
think?
good. It was frozen.
Maybe your next piece won't be frozen.
by the time you eat
It's
it
a lot
tomorrow.
softer and
Actually,
and,
you can see how it's melted on the top. It's starting to look good.
We have a few more donated. Do we have any more?
yeah, a lot more.
Yeah.
A lot. Oh, God.
Yeah. E-Hero Burner Visor sent in $10. It said,
Thank you, E-Hero.
I've been watching since the late Arc 5 reviews, and
Wow.
for all the content you guys have put out, that has helped me through good and bad times. I'm truly thankful. It feels great to be here.
It feels great to have you, man. And listen, I have gone through, since those late Arc 5 reviews, I have gone through some tough patches in my life. Graduated college. I've gone through two, not great breakups. I mean, I've really grown and developed and experienced life as a human and a young, growing adult with all of you by my side. And so I'm just as thankful for all of you, and I'm happy that the content that we produce gives you enjoyment. That's really all I can ask for. So thank you for being here, 100th episode, and thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it, my friend. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Hell yeah.
SinCloud donated those 20 Canadian
Thank you, Sin.
and said, you know what I would love to see? One of you guys, or anyone really, to react to one of the Yu-Gi-Oh episodes I posted on my site. I would tell you guys how I take out the music from a show.
I would love to do that. Is SinCloud still here? Have you seen them?
That was a while ago, but I have
know.
not seen a post since. No.
I would love to do that.
Yeah, that'd be
Those
really cool.
AMVs are good.
We'd have to probably do it private or unlisted and just send it to Sin.
Probably a Vimeo.
We couldn't. Yeah, I don't think we couldn't upload on YouTube, but we could definitely do that if Sin reaches out to me with what they want me to react with. If you're still here,
Yeah.
Sin,
Yeah,
we'll
that'd be awesome.
definitely do that
Thank
on
you.
Friday night. Yeah, thank you,
A
Sin.
little Friday night action.
Egg Slayer donated another 5. It said
How do I
What's that saying
separate
about
these two
Friday, you know?
pieces?
What?
You were saying about Friday.
Thank God it's Friday. Oh no, it's Monday.
No, it's a little different. What's it go?
Well, you don't want to live your
Oh
life.
my god.
Well, too many people do this, and you've experienced this, I'm sure, in your realm as well, in your sphere.
You say this every single time.
I probably haven't said this in about 6 weeks. It's just that it's such a memorable
That's a lie.
and notable phrase that you guys just think I say it all the time, and that means that
Memorable
it's
for who?
for everyone.
That's not a common phrase that people
Oh,
say.
yes,
out
it
there.
is. Yes, it is.
If you're a boomer.
Wait, yeah, I didn't hear it though. What is it?
Too many people live their life on immediate reactions without seeing what things are going to lead to, without seeing what paths
That one, like,
choice
stuck
A
together.
might lead
Yeah,
to.
I can't. No, keep going.
And so, too many people live their
Crack it.
life like a, thank God it's Friday, oh God it's
really
Monday
soft.
mindset.
Oh, good.
You do not want to be a thank God it's Friday, oh God it's Monday mindset. And what that means is that you're basically living day to day. You're not seeing the big picture. You want to be able to see the big picture in life. We're here for a very long time, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Don't overreact. Take deep breaths when you're upset. It's normal to be upset. I'm not saying don't be angry. I'm not saying don't be sad. You should be sad. You should feel those emotions. But it's very important to... What do you say?
No, continue.
No, go on.
Thank God it's Friday. Oh God it's Monday. Don't live that way. Dredge and Cal. I'm gonna walk.
So
you
your
there.
life is the longest thing you do.
That's right. Well, maybe not.
Wait, well, yeah, it is actually.
All right.
Unless your legacy precedes you.
Caliber and Dredge are heading out.
Guys are out.
Later.
Sinclair also said you guys could react to anything on my site.
Okay.
I forgot Sinclair has a site now,
It's,
which is so
that's
cool.
right. Well, have Sinclair link the site.
Yeah, can you link the site?
That's
We'll
me.
approve it.
Every day I do
Alright.
it with this man.
Adios.
Adios. Amigos.
Goodbye.
See you later.
Bye.
Always a
Thank you.
pleasure.
Bye,
Thanks
guys.
for coming by.
Yes,
Thanks for
Friday.
everything.
Friday. Bye,
Yeah,
guys.
Friday. Oh yeah, cheers.
You won't see me.
Pounds around, my boy.
Thank you guys for coming.
Actually,
Take
might
care,
not.
guys.
Bye guys.
Bye, guys. See you later.
Shut up.
Alright guys, so
All right,
finally,
here's the Pete
we're back.
everything.
We're to the real show.
The content.
If I had to make a show here for this channel, these are my two co-hosts, ideally. And it's just us. There's
Just
three
us,
of
that's
us. You know? And we have
Actually,
our own
wait.
shenanigans.
This reminds me. Oh, I forgot to mention this to Dredge, but I like how the Sevens up right before Atlantic City. He made a comment. It's like, oh, I can't wait to meet Entame and see how mean she is to you and how nice she will be to me. And then the first thing I said to him is, "You are a lot shorter than you look."
Yes.
Damn. I cut that man right down.
That is
Literally.
so good. That is so
No,
good.
but like it was true though. He's like,
No.
what was he? He's like 5'7", 5'8"? I don't know.
No, he's Dredge.
He's probably around there, yeah.
He's probably 5'9".
We're probably around there.
He just looks like he's 6'.
Yeah, that was when Kenny first met me, and he was just like, "Dude, I thought you were like 6'2", and I was like, "Nah, I'm not." I was like, "I wish, but I'm not."
That is what a funny opening statement.
Yeah, you know. He did that General Grievous insult. Yeah, you're shorter than I expected. That was good. All right, so hopefully Dylan doesn't come back. So.
There he is.
Ah, damn. Never mind. Guys, we're gonna wrap it up here tonight, and.
It's like I feel like when I walk on stream, like the cheers erupt.
Nah. I think
We actually lost.
I think we lost.
When did we lose viewers? During my Monday speech?
Yeah, we literally dropped below 100 for the first time tonight when I was going on. But,
Well, listen, some people have trouble accepting the truth. I don't
right,
blame them.
yeah, that's definitely what it is.
I don't know about that.
As I was saying, X-Slayer donated 5 and said, if you're opening a dueling room tomorrow, bring your best deck against my best deck. So my Blue Eyes Lights Worn versus your Harpies.
I think I'm gonna do a
What?
Yeah.
He broke.
yeah, that happens. That does
yeah,
happen
yeah.
sometimes.
Oh.
We saw that
Why are we,
at a
you
hula
you
hands.
started to sing it for a second there.
There's a little outcast in there.
Someone said, I thought my stream glitched.
Yeah. No, Dylan glitch. The opposite way.
You should go back and loop me doing that and start adding music and like rap.
I'm absolutely doing that.
Please.
No, that happens to me sometimes. It's very weird, but like it. Sometimes I'll start
Yeah,
saying things.
I saw the Sin one.
And I just keep like repeating it. It happened very badly
Yeah, it
when
was
we went
hula
to
hands.
hula hands.
Yeah, it was really
where it
bad.
went on for like 10 seconds, and
Yeah, I really thought legitimately you were having a stroke.
No, I really like that was the first time where like I really just couldn't stop. That was bad. I don't know what that is. That like is that spoonerisms? No,
No, that's definitely not that. First of all, you don't even have spoonerism.
no, I definitely
It's not a
have that.
disease. It's just a thing you do.
So, X-Slayer, yeah, I'm definitely gonna do a dueling room tomorrow night. So we'll duel in duelings.
How you been
We
doing
should do
against
a
him?
dueling.
Bring me a Super Heavy Samurai deck. We'll duel.
Have
Hell
you
yeah.
been
Not worried about it.
beating X-Slayer, or is he whipping you still?
We're pretty 50-50.
I love
We
that.
really are.
We got a rivalry
Yeah,
going.
we're probably like 8-8.
Are you still running a deck with Treacherous Trapple?
Oh yeah, that's my ace. I'm getting a custom giant.
You just literally, can you win without it?
Can you win without
Who
it?
took my cat dancer?
No,
fell.
it fell when
Oh.
you came down the stairs.
Oh my god, I thought
Yeah.
Treasure took it.
No, it fell when you
Yeah,
did,
we
so.
know. I'm sorry.
What is wrong with you tonight?
I only got 2 hours of sleep.
He said, "You don't know the things I've been hearing."
Were
from
you
this
going to
guy."
imply that he wanted to get adult with the Lulu
Yes,
like cat
yes,
dancer?
yeah.
It's 12:05. It's after dark.
It's 12:05.
Yeah, we're okay. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I still
12:05.
I still get at least 15 donations.
Oh my god, read, bro.
Are you kidding? Like, it's my fault. You are,
Like,
always
it's
God, Friday to Monday bull crap took up 5 minutes. Anyway, Philip donates another $5. Thank
Phil,
you.
thank you, my man.
Said Nick T. What are your favorite Gundams? Mine are Barbados, Luvis Rex, the Thrones
Love
from
Double O.
Double O,
Yep.
the Crossbones, Full Cloth from Build Fighters, and then what's this? Valken Lander from Re-Rise.
Oh
Did I say
yep. That's whew. So a few of mine are basic, given just the era that I grew up in. Tall Geese, Gundam Wing, Tall Geese 2 specifically, Wing Gundam, Endless Waltz. I honestly love Exia. There's a few that I really love. I also love not Freedom, Justice. From Gundam Seed. But those right now I think are my tops.
It's like a world that I have no idea what's going
Dude,
on.
there's
in.
so
Right?
many.
Like, it's just
It's like Yu-Gi-Oh. There's so many.
It's like maybe not as many cards as there are mech. I mean, there are not as many mechs as there are cards, but there's a ton.
There's more Gundam anime than Yu-Gi-Oh anime, though.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many. I mean, granted, it's been around since 1979.
I know.
Yeah, I was like, it's been
just
around
crazy.
since the 80s. It has a
Yeah.
full 10 years on
like
it.
Yu-Gi-Oh is a ton of episodes, but I could go, all right, there's 7 shows, one's ongoing, you go from
Yeah.
here to here, and that's it.
Yeah.
Then you get to this, and you're
But
like,
no, Gundam has like concurrent shows, and that's where it
Like,
gets
ooh.
crazy.
God.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
But yeah, those are probably a few of my favorites. Specifically, Wing Gundam and Tall Geese.
I've only ever seen one Gundam. No, I've seen 2, actually.
Which one?
Gundam Seed and Gundam Build Fighters.
Both good series. I mean, the first season of Seed's good.
Is
Seed
Build
is fun.
Fighters the one that Sevens gets compared to sometimes?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's kids. Like it's more meta in a way. Like where it's like, oh, we're kids and we build these Gundam models and then they fight each other, and it's really cool. I actually really love it for that
I
reason.
liked it.
Yeah,
It was cute.
it is cute and it's like, but still entertaining. It's
Is there any like dark stuff or no? It's very cute.
not really like there's weird stuff and like somehow it's like
There's like weird space stuff.
there's some weird space stuff. Yeah, but like it never gets like dark.
No, it's interesting.
I'm down for
Philip,
space.
It's unbelievable.
thank you, Philip, for the question. Thanks for the answer.
Legendary Duels, JC, donated $5.
AC.
Said, sup guys, great fun finale. Currently streaming Arc 5 World. Wish me luck.
Best of luck.
Yeah,
Oh,
enjoy
good
this.
luck.
Hopefully the stream's going well, man. Good luck, JC. I'll definitely check out the VOD. Thank you for coming by, JC. Thank you for the donation, man. You're the best.
I thought I was gonna knock it over. Yeah, catch you later, man.
Ivrea, when we were talking about the Arc rankings earlier,
Yes.
donated $2, said, I rank it number 1 because this is the only one I know.
There we
No,
go.
I will say, it's so funny because Ivrea's first, like, she only knows Sevens or any Yu-Gi-Oh! Through this channel.
Right.
So basically,
Yeah.
she knows nothing.
Well,
Yeah, well,
Watching my videos.
yeah.
Um,
Your videos are trash.
Are you gonna let him talk to me like that?
I mean, I talk to you like that. Why wouldn't I let him talk to you like that?
Nick T, can you stick up for me here?
your videos are okay.
I mean,
I
when,
liked a little bit of hesitation there.
I mean, when you post every, like, 6 months.
I posted every day in August.
Yeah.
Oh, except
You gonna hang your hand on that for the last 3 years?
That's the greatest accomplishment I've ever had.
Well,
Anyway,
let's not say that.
Ivrea, thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, hey, you'll be able to watch the next arc through these podcasts. So
We're sorry
Ivrea's
about
very.
that.
She's. I do apologize for that. She's very interested to see who the sixth sibling is.
Yeah.
When I was hanging out with her in Texas, she was like, "I really want to know who the sixth sibling is."
So do we.
And I was
Yeah,
like,
so do we.
honestly, I don't think it's gonna get revealed like tonight, as in like last week.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
no,
it
wait.
didn't. So we gotta wait a little longer. But it's not swirly.
It's not.
Ivrea's open. It's the girl on the phone. I'll tell you that.
She's not. She
I
definitely
no,
isn't.
but she knows who the girl on the phone is. I talked to her extensively about
Oh
that.
my God.
I'm not even
Of course
kidding.
you did.
She can confirm in the chat. I talked her ear off about the girl on the phone.
Of course you did.
And she didn't send you home early?
I should honestly.
Yeah, and she didn't just leave you.
I was as shocked as you.
Dude, one of my
I
favorite
would have left
things
you in the Alamo.
that one of my favorite things that she brings up that's non-anime is the Sue ships thing. I think that's so funny.
Yeah, that's her favorite.
Oh
like,
my
archetype.
god, Sue ships are so good.
Yeah.
They're such a creative archetype,
They
right?
are.
And like the normal cards, like usually it's some flavor text about the card.
But no, it's
But for Sue ships, it's like some guy writing a review of eating them,
It
and
was-
it's so good. I love it.
No, it's genius. Yeah, that's her favorite because one of the sets that came out in recently, that's the only pack opening she's seen, and Sue ships were featured, and I read the whole like long review
It's so good.
Well,
for the
it's
level
so
4.
good.
It's really good.
I love
It's
that.
really good.
That man 666 donated his customary $6.
Thank you for
Yeah.
saying.
And said, stuck watching, and this is interesting because I read this earlier, stuck watching a 12-hour Dead by Daylight stream. Why are you stuck? Where the host was eat a spicy gummy bear, little nitro. As for the arcs, and ranking the arcs, it goes 1 for, I guess, Goha 6, and then 2 for maximum, 3 for the Roa arc. So I guess that Goha 6, which was the battle arc.
Is
I
that your
imagine.
top 3?
What?
It's the arc rankings. It's. Oh no, it's
I
not.
wrote it down.
Yours is 2 5.
2,
Okay.
5, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked 3. I liked the Machine
The-
Cavalry
okay.
arc.
I always love hearing people's rankings. So thank you for sharing that, man. I would love to know more context on why you're stuck. But thank you so much for the super. Appreciate it here, man. Thank you.
Philip donated another 5 and said Zale is still my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh series, with 5Ds being second, and then Duel Monsters third, GX fourth, Reigns fifth, and this had so much potential. Arc 5 is my least favorite Yu-Gi-Oh show.
Hey, I mean, you know,
I
you would not be
understand.
alone in that. I think.
Yeah, Philip, I'd never given my official rankings out publicly. I feel like a video like that would kind of cause more harm than good. Maybe one day I'll do it. Maybe at 100K, then it's like whatever. But while I liked all the shows, I genuinely did. Obviously, there's some that I have higher than others. Our lists are pretty similar, definitely. I'd have some mix-ups there. I also would not rank sevens at this point. I don't like ranking shows until they're
It's
done.
not over.
Yeah, so no. But yeah, good list, Philip. Thank you for sharing. I love lists. I love rankings.
That's the same thing everyone, I feel like, says with Arc 5 if they have something negative to say. Is
It's like it
so
had
much potential.
Yeah.
That's what everyone always says.
I don't think I've never actually talked to anyone who didn't like Arc 5 that felt it was like the idea was stupid or it was a bad show or like didn't have really high moments. That's some of the highest highs in the franchise, I think.
Yeah. It sucks.
Well, I think a big problem with the series is that you find out that Yoko actually isn't Yuya's mom. So
She's not
yeah, I know.
in either iteration.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hence the wasted potential.
I'm here for you.
I don't think Yoko being Yuya's mom would have saved the show.
No, I think so.
I think if she came back
Yes,
and
there we go.
I think if she came back during that whole Zark relay duel and
See?
slapped some goddamn sense into Yuya, we wouldn't have like the ending that we
She
did.
knows.
Yeah, I mean
There we
maybe
go.
you're right.
Yep.
Honestly,
Yep.
she had that badass motorcycle duel and that was really it.
See?
Yeah,
More
I
than that.
loved Yoko.
Yeah, I think a lot of people did. No, Yoko was awesome. There were a lot of characters in Standard that were really cool, and then they went to Synchro, and
Her mom had a badass motorcycle duel.
Yeah.
yeah,
She right there. I'll watch the show right there.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, Yoko is
Yeah, yeah.
Yoko is the
Watch
best
it.
mom. Not for the reasons that Nick T has her listed as best mom, but she is the best mom.
She was
Yeah.
she was a delinquent in her youth.
Yeah.
She's badass.
She's
dude.
so good.
And Yosho, Yuya's quote unquote dad, like rescued her from
Yusho,
that lifestyle.
Why do you
Yosho,
say?
did I say
Why do you
Yusho?
say
Yusho.
quote unquote?
Well,
Not it.
Well, because he didn't quite do that.
he's not used that.
He's a clone.
He's not a clone. He's just I don't know. The
That's
story's
not
complicated.
okay.
Anyway,
Let's stop scrolling.
Anyway,
people.
Yeah.
excellent. Donated $5.
thank you, X.
And should have said he had to wear a chameleon suit on the arc finale, but instead it was on the season finale.
Yeah.
Damn it! So it could have been right now, but we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer.
I'm gonna have to spend good money on that chameleon.
I can't
suit.
Let's
believe
find a good one.
That was a stupid.
you
bet.
you just bet him on these ridiculous things. You know you're gonna lose.
Yeah, why do you do this, man?
What was the bet? What was the exact
It was
terms?
just a dueling stool.
Oh.
And he lost, and now he has to wear And I think you
I have
upped
to
the
wear a sword.
ante. I don't think it was originally the swirly chameleon suit. I think it was just money. And then it became that.
I don't remember what it was. All I know is I have to dress as Swirly as the season finale.
That kind of sounds fun though. I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe for everyone watching.
Yeah, that damn right.
That's sick.
Nicholas Horton donated another £5.
Thank you, Nick.
The manga dex is working again after a server hack, so you can read the first 5 chapters of the Sevens manga. The art style is very angular / sharp edges.
What do you think of the Sevens manga? They've done. I've seen some images that are very racy. Is the right word? Racy.
Yeah.
No, but because of
I
Prima
don't think
Katana.
I don't think this is actually an unpopular opinion. I think it's just all style and no substance.
Really?
Yeah, like the art style. Don't get me wrong. Art style is amazing. I love how the artist uses line weight and all that other stuff to
Love that good
contribute
stuff.
to like the flow of a panel or impact. It's great. The story is
I don't
and
know,
then also the what you brought up is that the artist, for some reason, every single chapter has to have a Roman fan service scene.
Yeah.
Every single chapter. And like these chapters come out once a month and they're very short. So it just doesn't sit well.
I think there's a lot of
Basically.
people that feel uncomfortable because
Yeah.
of it. I mean, it was Django's monster, right? That looked very similar to Roman. That was one of the
No,
panels
it
I
was
saw.
Roa. It was
Roa had the
Roa's
bondage monster.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
Django in the latest chapter, I'm pretty sure had an adult version of
that,
Roman.
yeah.
That was also pretty
yeah,
racy.
that's weird.
So I
It's an
mean,
interesting choice.
I feel like I remember a Prima Katana one that was
Yeah.
I
racy,
just
though.
like oh my god,
I
it's
can't
so
find it, but
uncomfortable
It is
because it's like
uncomfortable.
if it was just like, oh, art style's pretty, the
It does
story's
look really
whatever.
good, though.
Yeah, the art style's great.
Yeah.
And the story's fine, but like if that was just it, then it was whatever, you know? If you want to read the Sevens manga, go for it. But it's the fact that like every single chapter, at least one really out of place or forced fan service scene just for the sake of, I don't know, the author being horny for an 11-year-old girl.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, kind of. I've heard from a few people that were reading it that. Is that mine? No,
No, this is mine.
God, I just had a
It's
black
okay.
hole.
Road, go
No,
touch
go
some
on.
grass.
Yeah, that they've
Why can't we do that?
that they feel
What do you mean?
uncomfortable reading it.
I
But
think that was the right take.
I definitely need to read it. I've read every Yu-Gi-Oh manga. I need to read it. I need to power
You tell
through
me that
it.
was the wrong take?
I need to power through it. I'll probably do a video on it.
Yeah, I read the first, I want to say 7 chapters. I read up until the Kaizo duel.
Yeah. Kaizo duels?
Yeah, Kaizo versus Luke.
Is it Salaryman?
No,
Oh,
it's
damn
normal Kaizo.
Damn it.
I read up until the Kaizo duel. It was fine, and then I've seen a couple of screens of the others.
I know Django showed up in the last chapter.
Yeah, Django showed up in the last chapter. I've skimmed through the others when they were released.
Yeah.
It's just.
Yeah, I gotta check it out. But Nicholas, thank you, my friend. Thank you.
Xlar done another 5 and said, "Let me beat this guy to the ground for saying that avocado is that spicy. Like it's not spicy at all."
Please, he
he's
fully
kinda-
deserves it.
X-Slayer, man, I commend you for your spice tolerance. The fact that he doesn't think it's spicy at all, when I felt like I was
I mean, your
bouncing.
ass gonna get hit.
Here, lower your head again.
X-Slayer, man, thank you.
I do that for you, X-Slayer.
I got-
And also for me.
Thank
But,
I
like,
just
to
got
the ground.
slapped across the face because of you,
Slapped across the
X-Slayer.
face with the back of the head.
X-Slayer, I'm beating you tomorrow in Duel Links, bro.
And he's gonna beat you in real life.
Well, I can never run into him in real life because
Yeah.
he'd kill me.
He'd rip you limb from limb.
He would.
I would watch.
I just watched Deadpool 2. I actually watched Deadpool 2 with Everett.
Great.
Probably one of my second
When
favorite hero
Colossus.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. When no, not Colossus. When Juggernaut.
Oh, Juggernaut. does it.
rips Deadpool in half.
Yeah,
that's
that's-
exactly what would happen if I met.
There was a scene earlier when Juggernaut's pulling Colossus and his like neck is becoming
Yeah.
stretched. Yeah, that's a good scene.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, it is. And the sun will come out tomorrow.
Papa, can you hear me?
Yeah, it's great. Philip Rosewood did another 5 and said, "Gonna do chapter 2 this week, Dill. Let me know thoughts on chapter 1 if you read while you were on your trip. If not, just DM me on Twitter when you get the chance."
I will DM you, Philip. I will DM you, my man. Thank you so much for another super chat. Very excited to finish chapter 1. What part did I end at? I feel like I'm definitely like near the end. But I should finish it up soon. And chapter 2 I'm very excited for.
He's just a busy man.
I know.
He's a busy guy.
Well, Philip came back and donated another 5. He said, so this is one of our conversation of what characters will we cut out of each show.
Oh, okay.
So he said he cut Mokuba from Duel Monsters.
Okay.
GX, he's cutting Chaz.
What?
Yeah, another
No.
5Ds.
I wouldn't argue that.
Another 5Ds.
I didn't like Chaz.
Crow. Another Crow.
Wow.
We'll go. You're gonna have to help me with his name in Zale. What's his Tonosuke?
Yeah, that's what.
Tokunosuke, yeah.
Sora had to.
Tokunosuke,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's.
Yeah, no, he's useless. I agree.
Yeah.
And Arc 5, all of Academia,
What?
besides Sora and Dennis.
Okay.
And then Vrains, Naoki.
What?
So he's cutting out Yuri.
Yeah,
and
but,
Serena.
Wait,
And Serena.
but then he also writes Playmaker Soulburner.
no, you can't cut Soul
You
Burner.
can't. What?
And then in Sevens, double
Six,
six.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Philip did say that Brains was one of his least favorite shows. I'm pretty
Soul
So
sure.
he's cutting
Like
out the main
Soulburner?
character and basically the
Honestly,
second main character.
The better character.
in Reigns, actually, you know what? Here's my new hot take on Reigns. If you were to
Ooh.
remove
Let's do it.
everyone that's not Revolver, Playmaker, and Soulburner.
Yeah.
That's it. Just
That's-
keep
that's
those
God
three.
trio.
Well, that's all Shin Yoshida cared about.
That's all Shin Yoshida cared about, evidently.
So why should we care about anyone else?
What about Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I would watch a show of the three
Well,
of
and
them.
I.
But
and
like he only showed up in the last 20. Yeah. the
If you
last
want to
20
do that, we could
You
do.
were a good friend for a meat bag.
I mean,
When I watched that clip, that made me just annoyed.
Were you annoyed?
was that a
Yeah,
good
that's a
partner?
great scene.
No, you were a horrible strategist. I guess I had that coming.
Like that was a great scene.
Yeah.
It sucks that they did that.
Yeah.
Even and you know what? I'm not
It's never been a 1-to-1 dub, but
I'm
I was
not
surprised
trying
they
to,
changed it as drastically as they
to
did.
like kill the. I know voice acting's a hard job, but and it was probably the direction of it, not the voice acting itself. But the scream at the end of I in the dub, so much less impactful than the one in
Yeah.
the sub. I mean, like the emotion wasn't even there. It was like they were forcing them to do it. So,
maybe
that's
they
in my
were.
opinion.
Maybe they were.
X-Layer donated $20 and said,
Oh my god, thank you, X.
maybe the show is going to end in 2023, but what I'd be cool with is late 2022 if the show was meant to end early than we expect, because after Reigns was over, Sevens before it was named was on a hype level, so they could kind of do the same thing.
Yeah, but why?
True, I guess X-Slayer is saying that 2-month period of no Vrains to Jump Festa was very, very hype.
Yeah.
Right, because
And then the 3 months between Jump Festa and Seven starting was also very, very hype.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't think that was planned.
See,
it
I
wasn't.
don't think it
Yeah.
was planned either. I think that was
like
an
that was
emergency.
a side effect. Yeah.
I mean, they revived Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains, a lot of their characters in 103 when the new arc started, and they killed some of those characters off in like 106, 107.
Yeah, like, oh my god, I think my favorite thing, I think I watched, it was either your video or someone else's video, where they were like, go to Spectre's, like, Wikipedia page, and you scroll down Season 1 and Season 2, it's paragraphs and paragraphs.
Yep, and
Season
then-
3 has, like, one tiny paragraph and he's gone.
Yeah, yeah, he didn't speak.
Died off screen.
Yeah.
Died off screen. Spectre. Character who had, in my opinion, some of the best duels of the show, with Aoi, with Lightning.
Yeah, Spectre, oh my god, Spectre was the highlight of
Yeah,
Season
that
1 for
lightning
me.
Yeah, he
duel
was.
was so
Yeah,
Yeah.
people
good.
sleep
So
on
good.
Spectre
Oh my
Lightning.
God.
People
He's
people sleep
so
on that duel.
good.
They
That to me
both
is the
loaded
second.
the fields and then it switched over.
That I think I have that as my second best duel in Vrains.
Really?
Yeah.
And it's up there.
No, that duel.
That
it's
is a great
superb.
duel.
People sleep on that.
They
duel.
do sleep on
Yeah.
it.
I mean, Spectre was fantastic. Really a disaster what they did to him in that.
And he
Yeah.
said, the voice actor said it wasn't anything like he
Voice-
had anything going on.
No,
They just
the,
didn't
yeah,
call
the
him.
voice actor in a YouTube video after Vrains ended thanked. I'm sure the video's still up. I'm sure you could find it, but he thanked the Vrains staff for giving him a chance and letting him be a part of it. And then he was like, yeah, I didn't really have too much going on, but they chose to use me the way that they did, and that's fine.
Kevin said that was your third in your video. I guess it was your third ranked duel.
Oh, okay. Then I guess I have Revolver Lightning ahead of it.
Which is
I
fair.
can,
Oh, those
I can
two can
flip
switch,
flop
yeah.
those, yeah. But that's fine.
Yeah, no, it's. There was a lot of speculations, like, oh, he's also a stage actor. He might
That
be
was the
busy.
big
and it's
theory.
Like,
Yeah, no, he was fine.
No,
Nothing
he was fine.
happening.
He was fine. Well, that's the thing. I think people, when things don't make sense, I think people like to look for
things that make it
Things
make
that
sense.
make it make sense rather than just saying this is the studio or the writers just botching a character.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it
Because
happens.
that's tough to swallow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially a
There-
character like
there's
him.
like in The Walking Dead. I know it's a complete diversion, but there's a character in there that like he was getting popular and doing movies and stuff like that, but they never wrote his character out of the show.
What?
Like, he just disappeared,
What?
and no one talks about it.
What?
Like he went off on like a scavenge mission, and he's gone, and we haven't been back in like 5 seasons. And that's just we just left it there.
Who was the actor?
And nobody mentioned. It was the guy that played. I think he played like Dr. Dre and Straight Outta Compton, stuff like that. It's whatever that actor is.
Yeah.
And just gone. Just never came back. No one talked about it. No one was like, "Hey man, remember that guy?" Nothing.
My God.
And I was just like, "Well, all right." Yeah.
Not Doctor. Is it Corey Hawkins?
Yeah, Shadow. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes. This guy. Yep.
Gone.
Yep.
Never came back again.
Yeah. That's a shame, man.
It happens.
It does.
Nicholas Horton donated £10.
Thank you, Nick.
And said, I still think that Sevens and Rush Duels will stay for a while. Go to a kind of next generation story. It happened with the 4th season of Beyblade Metal Saga with a new cast with the original cast members acting as mentors.
Love that.
I like that.
I think Nicholas brings up a great point. Thank you for the generous donation, Nicholas. Something that I'd like to see with Yu-Gi-Oh! 8, I want it in the same universe as Sevens.
Yeah.
I want it so that, kind of like a Boruto, Naruto,
Yeah.
where these characters can maybe rely on a Yuga or a Luke or an older version.
Yeah.
I think that would be super, super cool. Like the next
awesome.
generation of Rush Duelists. I agree with the fact that Rush Duels are not going anywhere. I really
Yeah,
do
I
agree with
definitely
that.
But see, we've talked about that before. That's the awesome thing if they kept this Rush Duels and kept this in the same universe, is that all that stuff is around. It's like a Duel Monsters GX once again.
Right.
Except even way more connected.
Right.
That's
You can build something really special.
Instead of that like Roa Yuga scene of like him like kind of getting him out of it after he lost the nail in the Maximum Duel, now that main character goes and speaks to Yuga from
Yeah.
the previous show.
Yeah.
50 episodes in, you're like, holy shit, like this is happening.
Yeah, it's
I think
super
that'd be
cool.
Yeah,
awesome.
that would be super hype.
Yeah, it'd be
Super
very-
cool.
very,
Like that's
very
what you do to build a new universe.
And you would know, you would have this whole history with Yuga by the time that show ended that
Yeah.
you know, like if he mentions something, even if he doesn't go into detail, you're like, well, I know what he's talking about.
There are so many people who picked up Arc 5, and you can attest to this, the moment Jack Atlas and Crow were announced that they were coming back.
Yep.
So many people binged it and picked it up. In a Yu-Gi-Oh! 9, if you're going to say, hey, if it's all in the same universe, Yuga is going to be in episode 50 of
Sign me
Yu-Gi-Oh!
up.
9,
Yeah,
all of a sudden, all
immediately.
these people are going to flood back into
Yeah,
the show that
easily.
watched Sevens
Yep.
and grew up with Sevens.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
how you create...
Jack and Crow, Kaito,
And Asuka.
Edo,
Yeah.
Asuka. Yeah, like all these when they were announced in Arc 5, so many people flooded in, binge the entire series just so they can see these characters
Yeah,
again.
yeah. That's what good writing and good universe does. That's what they have to do here. Thank you, Nick.
I can see that.
Thank you. Philip donated another $5 and said, to the fact about the actual card game since Sevens came out, they finally stopped making the core pack follow the show since they have Rush Duel sets now.
Yeah. Oh, do you want Entame can comment on that?
What? Oh, read that again.
To the fact about the actual card game since Sevens came out, they finally stopped making core pack follow the show, so they have a Rush Duel set now. I guess like the core like card pack, so like I guess not.
Yeah, like remember like
Yeah.
when the sets that would follow the anime and the Ace monsters would always be on the packs, and you knew they were going to show up in the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. Now, now you don't have that reliance anymore. So that definitely, and again, I don't think sales have dropped at all. So like,
No. And the thing is, we actually have some data we can look at.
the
which
video
is-
game.
Well, I mean, no. I mean, like, as for the physical release of Rush Duels in Japan, by looking at local numbers, because we have those because they're not exclusive to Konami. Because all the local card shops in Japan have their own little Twitter, basically, and they'll advertise whenever stuff happens. And Rush Duel tournaments are just part of it.
Hell yeah.
And, like, no, it already came undone. But also, I can break it.
Don't break it. I gotta hang that somewhere.
Eventually.
It's just been too
Yeah.
good of a tool.
Please hang it so we can never.
I'll use the Pete Sleeps one instead.
I would love that.
The names on
That one's
there.
actually broken.
Yeah.
Nah, you couldn't do that. No.
Yeah, anyway, so like a locals tourney will have, for example, in regular TCG, not talking about Rush, probably like 12 to 15 people enter a tournament, which like for a locals is a lot of people.
Oh, of course.
And then in comparison, Rush will have half that number, which, okay, yeah, it's a new format. Of course, it's going to be like smaller, but also half that number is still a lot of people.
Absolutely.
Like 6 to 7 people at a locals playing Rush is still a lot of people playing Rush.
That's a game.
And that's per local, and that's like, and there's so many locals going on in Tokyo itself.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I mean, you got to figure that's like we have a format that's like 20 plus years old, and then a format that is less than 2. So it's like those numbers like check out. Like that's solid.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But thank you.
Thank you.
X-Layer donated another 5 and said, expect that on Jump Festa, the only thing we could be getting is a crossover or a Sevens movie and a ton of Duel Links content like a DDD structure deck.
I agree with the Duel Links stuff. As for the animated side of things, best case scenario is a movie. I would agree with
Do
that.
you think
I
it's a
agree.
Sevens movie?
I think
I
it,
could see like an, Sevens movie?
He said Sevens movie.
I think it could be, honestly, a Sevens movie.
I mean, how do you go back to Gallop to do what? Duel Monsters again?
I mean, that's the big thing. Like, if you're gonna do a Duel Monsters or a Bonds Beyond Time 2.0, do you go back to Gallop? Probably not.
No, I can't imagine you would.
So it's gonna look like bridge animation, which would be very fascinating. But I don't. Also, the original story ended so well with Dark Side of Dimensions. That was a perfect, in my opinion at least, send off for that franchise. I don't know if they trust any other spin-off to put capital in to make a movie, but I think with Sevens it could be different. I think they could view it as a restart point.
Yeah, I mean, like, and if, like, if they want to take that chance, it'll be a very big chance, but I think it will pay off, like, oh shit, they're serious about Sevens, here's the movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do you have the end of it?
She's getting it for me.
Yeah, exactly. So, X-Layer, again, we will be live for probably about 8 hours when Jump Festa. That's how long we go
Oh my
live 2
God,
hours
yeah.
prior. I mean, we go like 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. So, the fun thing about Jump Festa, too, is after
yeah.
the announcements, we have so many people from the community
You
here.
could get everyone's thoughts.
We get people's thoughts.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
It'll be so great.
Jump Festa will be a very...
What a different world it was 2 years ago. Holy God.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Who
literally.
would've thought?
We had Barrett bullying people to eat pizza with permanent
Sharpie,
marker
yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Nice.
think about it. We're like 3 months later, the entire world has been shut down basically since.
I know.
Yeah.
Crazy to think about.
It's scary. It really is.
Yeah.
Raul Roa Roman. This is the last link one. Thank you so much for the $10 tip. I appreciate it, Raul. Hey, Dylan and Entame, can you guys think of a crazier draw than the one Yugioh pulled in 67 throughout the other 6 shows? In my opinion, it's probably the craziest. No Zale form, no Millennium Puzzle, just pure crazy luck. Anyway, Luke is still undefeated.
I already have one duel that was a crazy-ass draw that should not have happened. Luke versus Roa. Like, the last part where he drew 3 level 7s in a row.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
And he just gained, 4,500 life points out
Yeah,
of
that's
nowhere.
true. Yeah.
That was a
It was
crazy
insane.
draw.
It was insane.
Like, it's drawing 3 of the cards that you want versus drawing 1 card.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. But that one card also came from a meteor.
I mean, yeah, but I just feel like Yuga knew it was coming.
Yeah, well, I guess that's the question. I mean, a crazy draw that I can think of, but it was with the Millennium Puzzle, is when Yugi drew against Noah. That's a classic where he drew the 3 blue eyes, the fusion, the defusion, and was able to do that crazy combo. And to draw the exact 5 cards he needed off of Card of Sanctity, or 6 cards was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, there's also...
But
I
with the
don't think this
Millennium
was a-
Puzzle, I think he
yeah.
could. I think he manipulated all of his draws. I think that was
Yeah,
the
the
skill.
same thing with Zeal, because I was thinking of Zeal, and like the craziest quote-unquote draw, not really, is when Yuma in, 96, 97-ish, the Sargasso duel, where he goes into a Zeal 2 and changes a card that he already drew into something else. That's a different level. Like,
Yeah.
you can talk about the meteor falling down all you want, but changing a card you already drew into another card, like,
Crazy.
that's crazy.
Cheating.
Yeah. And then Dark Zale happened. That was a great duel.
Oh, yeah.
Dark Zale happened later. That was the only time he went into Dark Zale, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, God, that was such a good duel. Great moment.
He's just having a flashback in his head.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite Zexel moments. Raul, thank you so much
I
for
also
the
recently
tip.
rewatched it.
I got
Sorry, Ice, if you're watching this on playback. Just came to say hello to my friends at Yugioh Everything since I'm at work and can't stay long. Have a good night and take care, everyone.
Ice Aiden, we
Ice
love
Aiden.
you. Thank you for being here. Hopefully you enjoyed the playback VOD. Thank you, my friend.
The best cowboy Cad Band 64 donated 5 Canadian and said epic fail for an epic arc finale. Hype for the dub. Happy 100th, guys. This duel is in my favorite Sevens duel so far. Yuga destroys Yugioh psychologically, and I like the reference at the end of the duel, and then said the name of the attack and the fact that the fusion destroys the rival's dragons.
Yeah, Best Cowboy, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it, my friend. This is probably a top 5 duel for me.
This is a good duel.
Yeah, a very good duel. It's probably a top 5. I don't think it's my favorite. I think I enjoyed Yuga Luke at the end of season 1 more. But it's a very good duel. And when I do top 10 duels of Sevens, which I will be doing, very good chance that this will be in the top 10. It was a really good duel. Really good duel. What did you think? Is this a top 10 duel for you?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I can't think of any other. Oh, the nail. I feel like actually, I think I like the nail versus Asana duel more than this one. Actually,
That's fair.
I do
No,
too.
that's fair. Yeah,
That is
Yeah.
a great
Oh, I do
duel.
too.
Yeah, that was a great duel.
Yeah. To me, that is actually right now probably I think the third best duel of the show.
That was just like, oh, like going into it, it just felt like such a weird matchup, right? Like, oh, they're just gonna duel. Like, Asana's of course gonna win because like they need like it to go 5-5 to go into the final thing.
Right.
But then like the duel actually happens, and you see their back and forth and their exchanges and all the stuff that happens like internally with Nail and externally with Asana. And like how different they are from each other. And I just feel like it's such a great duel.
It was a
is.
great duel. It
Yeah.
played out very nice. It wasn't just like, oh, here's what has to happen. It's like
Yeah.
it played out very
Yeah.
nicely.
Absolutely.
It was also too. I was just like, I didn't sign up for you to rip my heart out.
Yeah,
well,
basically.
I
I just thought this was gonna be
Yeah, I
a
didn't-
run-of-the-mill duel.
I didn't sign any waiver for this. So what is this about?
Yeah, that
great.
too. Yeah.
Electric Kevin donated 2 Australian and said, I predict the next arc ends with a Gakuto versus Roman.
Wow.
Oh, a rematch.
Wow.
That rematch happens, I'd probably lean Gakuto.
I'd probably lean the Gakto.
I feel like it, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to go the Yuga Rook way of like, all right, second time, Yuga's got to even it up. Wrong. I feel like, in this case, Gakuto.
Sevens is unpredictable, but I would lean
You
Gakuto.
never know.
Yeah. I like that prediction, though. I would be down. I don't know about a final duel of the arc. Does that have enough power for a final duel of the arc?
I think it also just depends. We don't know what the story's going to play out here.
Right. They'd have to have a reason to be dueling.
Right,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah, but I think that's a great matchup. I'd love to see a rematch of that.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what's going to be a very hard video for you to make? I've done this for Arc 5, Reigns. Top 10 duels we wish we saw. It's one of my favorite
They
videos.
keep
that I
giving
do.
us what we want.
I mean, I can't think of 10 right now in Sevens that I wish that we saw.
Yagi Menzaburo.
I'm going to have to do duels like that. Like, you
Luke
know,
versus Tiger, but like, actually.
that,
For real,
that
for
could
real.
Yeah,
be
for
good.
real.
But I think we'll
Gakuto
end up
versus
getting
his
that.
ancestor.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
that's a
I
good
wouldn't
one.
count that because for that list specifically,
You should have decks we've seen.
my barometer, not my barometer, my parameter is that the duelists needed to at least duel once.
Yeah.
Hey, it's never too late to see Gakuto's ancestor.
That's true.
Well, I forgot.
It's
to
also never too late to see Menzaburo versus Yagi.
That's true. That's very true, actually.
Dragon
That's probably
Claw-
more likely.
Dragonclaw writing a Roman versus Princess G. I would love to see that.
Yeah.
Too.
I mean,
feel like we're
Otis
gonna see
versus
it.
I
Mr.
feel like we're gonna see
Goha,
it.
Otis
Yeah.
versus Dull. I would actually like to still see.
Yeah.
2 of the big menacing figures from very early on that are still present. I'd like to see that.
I would even like Yugioh to go actually against Rook, like not Luke.
Right. That
You know.
works. Yeah, that works.
Very interesting. Nicholas Horton donated £5.
Thank you, Nick.
So I predict Yuga will be voiced by a girl in the dub, considering his age.
Wow.
And it'll be where the protagonist is not voiced by a guy, which does happen.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I feel like
Pokemon,
that's a
Ash.
classic. So, and
Yeah.
Goku in Dragon Ball.
Sevens has, I mean, not Sevens, I'm sorry. Yu-Gi-Oh! As a franchise has never gone that route with their dubs. They've had some young Yuma and Yuya were
Yeah.
I can't
Ash's
remember.
age
Was Bakura
in
voice?
the sub.
Yes.
In the
In
sub.
the
yes.
Japanese version,
Yes.
not in the
Also,
dub.
No, but I'm saying in the sub it was, right?
Johan in the sub. Oh, well, you haven't seen him. But in
Right.
GX, he was also voiced by a girl.
Yep, in the sub. But I don't believe
Does
in the
happen.
dub.
Yeah, but not in the dub.
I don't know if the English dub of Yu-Gi-Oh has ever had a girl voice actress play a guy character in
That's
general.
interesting.
Luna? No, I mean Leo. I'm sorry. Leo was voiced by a guy, I think, in the dub.
I can't remember anything. I remember in other
trying to-
animes where they've done it.
No, I know
Yeah.
plenty of other animes.
Yeah.
Ash. I mean,
Yeah, Ash is
Sarah
the big one.
Nakatani. I can't say her
Oh,
last
there's
name.
also Naruto too. Naruto
Yeah.
was voiced by
Yeah.
a girl.
Yeah, that'll be interesting if they go that route. Very interesting. But Nicholas, good prediction, man. We'll see if it happens. They'd be breaking a precedent if it happens for
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
And hey, Sevens isn't breaking a lot of those.
That's true.
Yeah, it's true. Nick Schoner donated $5
Hey, you Nick.
and said, "Wow, can't believe this is the 100th episode of Talking." I guess he meant Talking Yu-Gi-Oh, but he put
Yeah.
Talking Sevens. Congratulations, and Kaizo saved the day once again.
Yeah, he
mean, he
did.
did.
He just
He
did.
did. The damn bastard
This
did.
is really funny.
Yeah, especially where Yuo was really going off the deep end for a second. He's like, I won't allow this. And
I cannot wait. I hope we see the salary man again. That's all I care
It better
about.
happen.
But on our side,
Yeah, I see him every night.
I actually do. He's in my basement.
That's in my dream.
I can say Salaryman Calzo is in my basement. I'm the only one on this planet that can say that, and it's a true
you
statement.
are the only one
Yeah.
on the planet. Yeah.
I'm 100% confident that no one else has that.
It's one of a kind. That might have more value than either of these light boxes.
Right.
Sure.
personal,
Sure.
personal value, maybe.
Go.
Oh, we're gonna go to the next dono. Goose is here. Goose. Donated $5 and said, "Made it." Sports guy Pete, singer Nick T, sub Queen Entame, and Dylan.
Dylan.
Setting positive
Wait,
kindness to everyone. Thank you, thanks, PG.
Hold on.
Positivity.
Even Goose?
Man.
I get disrespected by everyone. Goose is always someone who's... Oh my
And then follows it up with a kind message right there of
Love
his
that.
normal setting positive vibe.
Love that
But
so
I'm
much.
getting, I mean, that's like... It would have been less disrespectful if he came to my house and kicked me in the crotch and left. That would have been less
That could be
disrespectful.
arranged.
I wish he did come
Yeah.
here and didn't do that.
Oh
Yeah,
my
just
God.
you wait for...
Just wait for Jump
Wait
Fest.
for Jump
I was
Fest.
waiting for Jump Fest.
Goose,
Oh, man.
thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a good night, Goose. Thank you, dude.
Thank
All
you.
seriousness. 100 episodes, man. Thank you.
X-Later donated another $5 and said,
Thank you, X.
let's all be
Jesus.
honest here. The best way that would make sense is a crossover movie, but the setting will be at a Duel Link, so all characters can come back.
Yeah, I mean, that would be great. Duel Links is a way that I guess they could connect the world without worrying about canon.
Yeah, I would like that.
That would
Actually,
be really
kinda
cool.
sounds fun.
Yeah, it does sound fun. The question would have to be, who's the threat?
Yeah. Who's the focus? I mean,
Yeah, and the
there's
thing is,
so many
like-
characters to focus on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and especially like in each different world, like because like in like the Duel Monsters world and the Dark Side of Dimensions world, it's like it's kind of a corporation who makes Duel Links.
Yeah.
Right.
But in the other worlds, that's not the case. So
Right.
it's like, how do you bridge that gap?
I guess it would be opening dimensions again, right? You'd be going down that route.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
And one more. I've already donated $2.
Thank you, Ivoria.
And spoke about when you were gazing off in the distance of Zale, thinking about those moments. Said, Dill, pictures going to bed next to his fave Zale, and then he put a heart eyes. So you're just looking at pictures as you go to bed. Just all
that's where you
these
go to bed.
iconic moments.
You
from
lie
the show.
down.
It's just you.
I am not. Zale is actually not my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh. It's up there, but it's not my favorite. But it's a
Giving
very
away
good
too
show.
much.
Giving away too much. It's a very good show. But guys, I think that's gonna do it.
That's gonna do it.
Holy shoot,
Wow.
man! That is
in 3 hours and 45, about 30 minutes. 3 hours and 30 minutes.
We did good.
that is the second longest episode in Talking Yu-Gi-Oh history. The longest is still episode 52, which went for 4 hours
Wow.
even. You guys are insane. The only reason these episodes even go this long is because of all the love via the donations, via the super chats, via the comments. You guys, and in the interaction as well. You guys are all incredible, and I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. Huge thank you to everyone that has been a part of the history of the Talkin' Yu-Gi-Oh segment.
I know.
Pete, Nick T, and Calibro, who were right there with me when this segment first started, and I am so thankful for the two of them and Calibro and all of you guys for making this a segment that has been kind of a cornerstone of my channel here on Yu-Gi-Oh Everything in the last year and really 2 years actually. Huge thank you to every amazing guest that we've had on. I mean, Dredger is a new addition, and so thankful for Dredger. And Dredger really loves doing this, and he loves talking to you guys, and you guys love Dredger. So I'm super thankful for that. So big thank you to Dredger as well. But to all the amazing guests we have on and have had on this segment, obviously, Entame, who probably now has the record for most appearances, next to JC, Legendary Duels, who's been on quite a bit. Jake from Jake Goes Online, Jarrett, so many amazing people. I know I'm just kind of blanking out here, but there have been...
We're just exhausted.
Yeah,
so
Goose. I mean, there's been so many great people. I don't know if he's coming on Talking Yu-Gi-Oh, but...
Has Goose just on a regular...
He was on
Talking
Jump
Yu-Gi-Oh?
Fest.
But we
I
had
don't
a ton
know.
of people on Jump Festa. We've had Latrell and
Latrell,
Kenny
yeah.
be on
Latrell and
Twitch
Kenny,
streams here,
Barrett,
everywhere.
Yeah,
Barrett's been here.
It's been, and Daniel J. Edwards was on a Talking
Right.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yes.
The voice actor
We
of
got to get
Revolver.
Daniel back here.
I know he's back. I know he's living in Michigan now. So
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, he moved out of the city with the
Oh,
pandemic.
okay,
So good for him.
for him, yeah.
You guys are amazing. This segment is something I look forward to each and every week when my life is going great or my life is in the toilet. This is something that has always been kind of a constant that can kind of ground me or really bring me up. Actually, it always brings me up. It never grounds me. And I'm so thankful that I have a place to do this. And I've created a place where we can literally nerd out about every single episode of the Yu-Gi-Oh anime, whatever Yu-Gi-Oh anime is going on, whether it's Reigns or Sevens, for hours. You guys are amazing. Thank you for giving me that platform. I'm going to let these wonderful people promote some of their stuff. Entame, we'll start with you if you have anything you want to promote. Again, everything they're going to refer to is linked down below in the description.
Yeah, I'm Entame. The Twitter that's linked in the description is a personal. I say this every single time, but it's a personal. Basically, I'll post whatever comes to my head. And I'll post whatever I want. So, like, if you're strictly looking for Sevens content, don't follow me.
Yeah.
Like, I will post a lot of Sevens opinions,
Absolutely.
but it's not going to be the cornerstone of my Twitter. The site that's linked, entamesubs.com, is where you can actually find our episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I will post there earlier than it will be on any other site. So, like, always, you can check that. There's an FAQ if you have any questions, and I get this one question a lot, and I will address it because no one reads the FAQ because I address it there. But people keep asking me why they can't see subs on the Google Drive player, and the Google Drive player cannot read the subtitle file.
Download it.
Like, you have to download it. And you have to use a player that can read MKV files and Aegis subtitle files, which means,
VLC,
I mean, everyone
there's so
has
many.
VLC. Everyone has so many. I personally recommend MPV.
My brother loves MPV.
Yeah, MPV is good. If you just go on mpv.io, that's the website, you can download it there.
Thank you
That's
for
open
the
source, yeah, no,
dono.
You won't be able to find it, or not find it. You won't be able to watch it on Google Drive. The Google Drive is just there to host the file. So just download the file and you can see it. And
Thank you for addressing that because I know that's been a that was Dredger's issue initially. I'm like, no, you got to download this, bro.
Yeah.
yeah, like all the technical stuff I've addressed in the FAQ basically. So just please, I am begging you to read it.
Read the FAQs.
Please read the FAQ.
I'm once again asking you to
I
read the
am once
FAQ.
again asking.
It's
I am no
it's a
longer
meme of
asking.
Joe.
Oh God.
I am no longer asking. Next time I'm gonna put a password protected file on. It's like you have to answer a question from the FAQ.
That's actually a really good idea, though. That's a good idea. Did you read the FAQ? Prove it.
Prove it. No. But yeah. Twitter, my personal, link down below. Our official site also linked down below. Thanks.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And thank you
It's
for
been-
all you do.
Yeah, thank you.
So I'm still gonna promote the Twitch, but it's been a minute. I've just been really caught up, but I stream occasionally, I guess now. Every now and then. I've missed the past 3 weeks. On twitch.tv/NickFightsMom. I've done some music streams, which I'll get back to. I promise. It's just getting back in the swing of things with school has been a lot. your music stuff, Pokemon, I have to finish a Crystal Randomized Nuzlocke, and we'll do some more ROM stuff. Should be a good time. I just recorded a new song on Thursday. I got sent to you. Yeah, so be on the lookout. It's actually getting mixed. Well, now today, but tomorrow it's getting mixed and mastered, and we'll be ready to go November 2nd. I'm announcing it here, so that'll be fun.
Let's go.
Yeah, so yeah, be on the lookout. I'm really proud of how that came out, and I'm so excited for you guys to hear it. Day of the Dead. And fine. And also, I guess, so yeah, for those of you who don't know, that song will be out under my solo artist pseudonym, Nameling, and you can find a bunch of music, 6 songs, on all streaming platforms under that name. And then if you're into heavy music, I play in a hardcore band called Mom Fight, which you can find also on all streaming platforms.
Yeah, YouTube channel, Clueless Gamers over there. We do some TV show reactions, trailer reactions, movie reviews, whole bunch of other stuff like that. We do an NFL podcast with my friend Brian. I know if you've been watching the What If series going on right now, which is our current series, I am behind some episodes. We'll get there. I've been busy.
Get there. Not that far off.
Most of them have been recorded except the recent one. That'll probably be next week. We'll probably do 8 and 9 next week. But yes, I need to get through that backlog. We need to record a football podcast later this week. So First and 10 will be up later in the week. And yeah, for any updates on that or general stuff about my life or sports or anything else, follow me on Twitter at PeeperCarroll21.
Amazing stuff from all 3 of these people. Thank you all so much for doing this with me and coming on and being a part of the team. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you again, especially to all of you guys. 100 episodes of Talking Yu-Gi-Oh, which is insane. We have one last donation from the Flail IPS.
Nice.
Thank you for the $2 tip. Sorry, can't say I've worked tomorrow. Just wanted to say hi to you all, especially Entame, and ask Dill if he's read my thing on cross summoning yet. Also, God bless Nick Yagi. You guys and all those in chat have a wonderful rest of your week. Flail IPS, I have. We'll talk about it next Wednesday, since I know you're probably not here anymore. But I have read it. I think I got to write to you. I don't think I wrote to you, but I did read it, man. And cool stuff. But Flail IPS, thank you so much for the donation. And Entame is here. You guys are...
we have another... We have a £5 donation.
Adam!
Just popping in before I head to work to say praise to Princess Asana. The animators have gifted us this week.
Let me tell you something. I believe Adam lives in Europe.
Yeah.
So if he's writing, just popping in
England,
before I head to work because he's waking up in the morning.
Yeah.
That's how you know we probably went a little too
It's
late.
like 6 a.m. there right
Jesus Christ, I know.
Almost 7.
Actually, in Europe, if you're in Germany, it's like 7.
now. No, but it's pounds, so he's in the UK.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Adam, thank you so much, man. Have a great day at work. Listen, love you guys. Thank you to Entame and her subs team, Entame subs, Entame Yona, and everyone who works on the subbing for Sevens. We are all super, I speak for everyone when I say we are all super appreciative of it.
Oh, yeah.
We wouldn't have Sevens if it was not for you guys.
Absolutely.
Well, this is actually a couple episodes away, but mentioning it now. So, I don't know if anyone's actually noticed towards the end of the episodes where it's only been showing mine and Yona's names in the credits, because the other 2 members have been incapacitated in some way.
Oh, jeez.
Not like
oh yeah, just like they had to step away from.
Yeah, like they've been really busy. Actually, one of our members, I won't name who, but one of our members is actually busy planning their wedding.
Oh, that's awesome. That's super great.
So it's it has been the 2 of us for the past few weeks. Hopefully that will change after maybe 2 more months.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wow, I didn't realize that. I mean, you
guys are doing great.
Yeah, and you guys have been on tap. You guys have been crushing it. So yeah, thank you for even.
Yeah. And I'm probably we will be recruiting a quality checker. I want to say sometime next week, or this income, or actually no, probably on Friday. I'll put up the form. Unfortunately, I do require that you have at least elementary school level of Japanese in order to be a quality checker. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't require it in the past, but everyone on the team, including the our previous quality checker and our other timer, actually all have some level of understanding of Japanese.
It helps.
I would like to keep that because it does help. So basically N5 or N4 level just keep an eye out on them on Friday.
Yeah, that's very fair. Well,
All right,
listen.
it's awesome.
Keep a lookout for that if you're interested. Thank you guys all so much. This has been the 100th episode bonanza of Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! More specifically, Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's Up. Thank you all so much, and I hope you have an amazing day. Take care, guys.
See you guys.
Peace.
Bye.